Episode 100. Thank you all for listening to episode 99, Slamming Summer in 1999. And it was a watch-along, right, Bear?
It was, yes.
Okay. Who else is here today? You, Ryan, and
Sean,
and we've got everybody else that's here. You can just start yelling your name. I don't care. There we go. All three of you. Thank you. I am Gray or Gary or Gray Lamarck, Mark, whatever, here with Bear and Ryan or Shiv and Sean from Crandall's Quality Lawn Care.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for supplying all the beer. It's much appreciated. I think that everybody here that has beers in their hands is very happy to be here. Has anybody finished?
To a good afternoon.
Yes. Has anybody finished a beer yet?
I just did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you get marked?
Not yet.
Yeah, you got to tell them. You got to put your hand in. You already forgot the rules.
I want to see how this thing marks. Hold on, let's figure that out. Look at that.
Right on the nipple with the first one.
That's perfect. All right, there we go.
So I'm going to the pool tomorrow. If this stuff bleeds through.
No, you're good.
All right.
I
hope it does.
Are we at 3 already?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful. Got to get to 4. Thank you, Mom. All right, so Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, Sean, 419-704-5471, serves the Toledo and surrounding area. Now, you haven't done this yet, Sean, so I'm going to spin the globe.
I'm very excited.
You have to hit the globe, okay, and try not to hit the ocean, because last episode, Bear hit the Pacific Ocean. So
There's
you have
gotta
to
be
try
an island nearby.
You know where land is, right? You know that's land? Like Brandon, I think, can
You
help
know why
us
they
here.
called DeLand, Florida, DeLand?
No, why?
Because it's by the sea.
Oh, God.
Did we invite him?
Can we take him back off?
Yes, we can. All right,
Let's
Sean.
edit that
Hold
out.
on a second. Hold on a second, Sean. So I shoot this thing every week. It shoots up. So aim low.
Gotcha.
Okay? Aim low.
Ryan's down with 2.
It's already sweating through his armpits.
All right. Let's spin this shit.
All right, Sean. Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, 419-704-5471, serves the Toledo and surrounding area, and not. You want America? Oh! Look, he actually shot it pretty good.
That was a good one.
Cradle of civilization.
So we're going to, what is that?
South America.
Bosque Espresso?
Is that Brazil?
Zoom back.
Keep going out. Keep going out.
Keep going out.
Roll out.
Bolivia.
Not Brazil.
Bolivia.
Bosque Espresso, Bolivia.
Perfecto.
Yeah, perfecto. So, Sean, do you just want to tell us a little bit about how you got involved, what you do, your actual areas that you do serve in Toledo, and what you do?
We serve all of Lucas County, a little bit of Wood County, a little bit of Fulton County, full lawn service, landscaping, drainage, grading, pretty much any landscaping needs that you have, we can likely find a way to help you out with.
So, now you don't serve Point Place, do you? Because we've had a big problem with that. Well, I know a guy that lives in Point Place. He might be on the show.
For landscaping, not lawn mowing. We would probably go out there if it was a big enough project.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Sean.
Not lawn mowing, sorry.
I can mow my own grass. I just want to get rid of all the weeds.
We can do that.
Oh, now you can do
But
it.
is that
now that he's
Well,
on the
lawn,
show,
wait,
he
lawn,
can do it.
lawn fertilizing
No, I want you to
in
take
your beds or your grass?
my beds.
I can do that.
Okay, well.
Which bed?
It took
You got weeds in your bed. You got bigger.
That's the payment.
He might have weed in his bed. I don't know, but
No, I keep that in the basement.
you have a basement?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. So, Sean, thank you. Hey, look, we got a third already.
Holy.
You're already at 3?
You guys need to catch up.
Well, you haven't talked at all. We got to talk. I got 2 at least. Yeah, so how many beers are we at, by the way, already?
7.
3, 2, 5, 1.
Count the
Wait.
remainder.
We got it here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Barry, you're at
1.
9. So we got 9. But you 3 haven't finished any yet, correct? So we're at 9.
Fucking slackers.
All right, fair enough. Sean, thank you. We appreciate you helping us out, supplying all the beer today. We had a wonderful trip to Kroger yesterday. Even the beer lady at Kroger was nice enough. Oh, you need warm? I'll go in the back. I got warm beer. I can get it for you.
Hold on a second. What'd that guy say next to you? Didn't some guy make a snide comment? Didn't you say that?
No, I said that there was some random guy walking past
Yeah.
us, and I said, man, this teenager's party's going to be a blast.
Oh, yeah. He
So
just
a
looked
snide comment.
Yeah, we're just going to give teenagers whatever they want. We don't care.
I have never bought that much beer in my life at one time.
No, he has not.
What about Hennessy?
Probably.
Okay, just making sure.
Sean, so thank you. We appreciate
Yeah.
you doing what you do. How long have you been in business now?
10 years.
10 years. And you started it from the ground.
With a 88 S10 and a little John Deere lawn tractor.
And how much equipment do you have now? Employees?
7 full-time employees, 2-part, and probably 15 lawnmowers.
Now, I've known you for a long time, and I know you've always been very driven in what you do. And as we always laughed at and said, when people say, hey, we got a 40-hour-a-week job. And I remember my first part-time job.
That's right.
Yeah, so thank you again for helping us out, sponsoring us, and bringing the beer. So we hope to have you on for a show if you know anything besides the Dallas Cowboys. But you don't even know that anymore?
Nope.
Do you know any sports anymore?
Nope.
All right, so you may not be back. We'll see you at episode 200 when we need beer.
Perfect. Thank you again for having me.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. And then Brandon from Allwear was going to be here today. He actually supplied all our shirts for the show today. Thank you, Brandon. He could not be here. He had to actually go to the emergency room yesterday. So unfortunately, he could not be here. But thank you again for the shirts. We appreciate it. He gave us, I think, 36 shirts and 5 hoodies for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It was awesome.
We can't thank
All
him
these
enough.
shirts are awesome.
Allwear Clothing. We got another guy with a beard done over there, Brandon. Not at Allwear Clothing, Brandon from the show here.
I feel like everyone's named either Brandon or Ryan.
They are.
That's it.
There's 3 Ryans here. Our Brandon. Let's talk about him before we go into our next sponsor.
Do we have to? He's not here.
Yeah, he's not here, so we can shit on him.
Oh, okay.
So Brandon did not make the right. He's not even here mentally when he's on the show.
It's more fun to make fun of him to his face.
Yeah, it is, and I wish he was here. Where's Jason? He could kind of be Brandon for a day, right? He is the Jason of our show. He is. He doesn't know anything about sports.
Now it's just shit on Jason.
Yeah, it is. Steve, is Steve still here? Steve, where you at? Come sit down, Steve. We want to talk to Steve. So Steve from Savage & Associates allowed us to use the office here as I'm a private client. You can put the headphones on or you don't have to. It's up to you. I'm a private client of his. Our company also uses him to get our health insurance. He is our broker. He also supplied this office today and also supplied the food. So we can't thank you enough for feeding us and for giving us an area to record. So
This
much
place
thanks.
is nice. This is a great spot.
Yeah. Don't ever book a game here, or don't ever book this room without a game when you intend for there to be a game. I had done that once, and he'll never let me live it down.
No,
Maybe Steve can tell that story for us really
Yeah,
fast.
go ahead, Steve.
Well, Gary wanted to have a company meeting with
Toledo Public Schools.
Toledo Public Schools and asked for a specific day. We said, sure, we'll reserve it. And he came down here, and it happened to be not a
ever
game
had-
that day.
Yeah, nobody had batting practice. Nobody did anything. I looked at the year before schedule.
Yeah, if he was
So,
here
embarrassing.
the same day a year ago, he would have had a good time.
I would have had a great time. But it worked out. But today there is not a game, and we knew that because the episode was originally last Saturday, and there wasn't a game then either.
Are we positive, though? Because did you look this up?
I did, and so did you.
So I
You
won't
helped
know
me
till
out.
7 o'clock then.
Yeah, no, there won't be anybody here.
We reminded Gary there wasn't a game today.
Steve, can you tell us a little bit about like what you do, you know, how you can help people, like other businesses out there? Do you take private clients, any of that?
Well, we get involved in a lot of different aspects, from insurance to retirement planning to investments, and so cover it all.
Yeah, cover it all. And, you know, I've been working with you for probably 7-8 years. Looks like Clay has one. Clay can get marked. It looks like BigNTasty can get marked. I don't know. Oh, don't worry. Wait till BDN starts drinking. Big Dick Nate over there. Let's start talking about him. Steve, again, thank you for everything you've done to help us out. We appreciate it, and we look forward to continuing with you and plugging you. I know you offered to do this, so this was very nice of you, and we can't thank you enough. So,
Congratulations on the 100th episode.
yeah, it's kind of surprising we got here. We don't know how we got here, but it is okay. Well, you're done with 4 now?
And
Jeez.
I can't let him go without going, oh yeah, Savage & Associates helping out with the chicken chunks today.
What kind of sauce?
The barbecue sauce and all the ranch. Fuck the blue cheese.
Now, can we remind people what happened to you after we did that episode and you talked about, and the episode is actually named Fuck Blue Cheese. What happened to you that Monday?
God, I went to B-Dubs that Monday and thought I got ranch, but it was actually blue cheese, and I tasted it and almost yacked all over the table. It was terrible. I don't know how people eat that shit.
I know that.
Oh, you're here? You're
No,
not
I'm-
drinking? You can talk now? Jeez.
I've been trying to beat Boggs, man.
Or is it Boss Hog?
No, I am aware that all cheese is bacteria and all that, but when you see it, that's my problem with blue cheese, is that you see the mold in the process, and
No.
you don't want to see sausage made. You don't want to see blue cheese.
No, you do not. You definitely do not. Why, Bear? We talked about this 9 months ago. We talked about when we get to episode 100. I think we were watching the Gang Beats Boggs, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yep.
And said, hey, wouldn't it be a smart but dumb idea to do the Pod Beats Boggs, but we're doing the Pod Beats Paddy Boggs because of Paddy's Pub in the show, and we're going to try to drink 100 beers. We're just weak and got 11 people instead of trying to get one person to drink 100.
I mean, they had, 5?
But they each had to drink 71.
So the story is, though, that Boggs drank 100 beers on a flight.
No, he drank, they say 50, 60, or 70 beers on a cross-country flight.
From
and then the next
Boston
day-
to California.
LA, yeah. And then he'd go and out the next day and go 3 for 5. Because he had, 5 batting titles?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a 320 lifetime hitter.
It's still when he was with the Sox. It was before the Yankees.
Yeah, and he would eat chicken before a game. So in the show, he eats, a big chicken and then gets a rum and Coke.
The funny thing is,
done it.
I'm here to look up I just want to look up his stats and see, but the first thing when I typed in Wade Boggs to Google was Wade Boggs stats, Wade Boggs drinking record. That's the second search in Google.
He'll tell you he does not remember that number, but he walked onto the plane with his own beer. Like he sat in the seat next to him.
That's a boss move.
Yeah.
That is a boss move.
Okay, how about this? Do you want to do our first trivia shirt giveaway really fast? Everyone out there? Everybody.
Yeah, all 3 of them, yes.
The
Let's do it.
closest to Wade Boggs' career batting average gets a free Jesus Christ, I've had a beer and a half.
Over the Line
Over
Sports
the Line
Podcast,
Sports
OTL Sports Pod on
shirt.
Twitter.
The ones who don't have shirts right now.
So
Didn't I just
are we
say
allowed to
320?
participate?
Was I close?
You guessed.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess 356.
So 356. You could have said that instead of 356.
I like it.
26, 311.
311. I heard a 326, a 311.
What do we got? Mom, give a guess.
330. I just looked at it.
Oh, that's a perfect
I heard a 330 from my mother, and 328 is what Wade Boggs batted.
Yay!
So
Mama Bear.
that's a free shirt.
Get her a shirt. Hey, so if you're
That's a
looking,
free shirt.
hey, John.
Right to the left
John,
of John.
if you're looking at the box, okay, if you're in front of the box, okay, you're in the front. Mediums are on the back, large is on the front, extra large is on the left. I set it up like our T-shirt.
I think I heard my old man say 326. That's an overrule.
That's extra large. John, that's extra large. Medium is on the back, and large is on
My
the
rules,
front.
damn it.
Thank you, John. You're welcome. And thank you to Dana for getting a shirt. Hey, did we have anything from Justin on the Twitter?
Not that I saw. Let me
check the
Twitter really fast.
Check the tweeter.
What's Twitter?
All right, so while you look that up, I'm going to go into Jeremy. Jeremy, who contributes to our wrestling show, gave us a perfect discussion. And he said, first, I want to hear from those that are there, especially Shiv, and anybody here at this table can talk about this, because when we had talked, we said that Mike Tyson was the greatest fighter of all time. Okay? So what he wants to hear is, he wants to hear your thoughts on Tyson being the greatest boxer of all time. Now, if you want to say at his very peak that he could have beat any boxer, that's a different argument than saying he was the greatest of all time. And if we put Tyson at his peak against Ali in his peak, he still thinks Ali easily wins. So he wants to hear from you what you think.
I don't know. Pound for pound, I like Floyd, to be honest. But
All time?
Mayweather?
I don't know.
Patterson?
I mean, I grew up.
His career was too short.
Yeah.
I grew up watching Tyson.
Okay.
But Floyd's got a record that's pretty impressive. I
But who is
don't
he?
think anybody hit harder than Tyson, to be honest.
All right, so who's the greatest boxer? Because we said greatest boxer of all time. We didn't say pound for pound. We didn't say any of that.
Mancini.
Rocky
Keep
Marciano.
running your mouth. You're going to be sitting here in a second talking about it.
Rocky Marciano was good. We did mention
I feel
Rocky
like
Marciano.
every time you say anything about Rocky, though, I feel like I think about
Balboa or Marciano?
Marciano. I think of Coming to America in the barbershop.
The real one.
Every single time.
Mom, I need another mark.
So, what are we up to right now? Like,
I don't know the overall count. Lisa, I just added one. 18. Hey, I need.
can anybody beat 4.
Here, Ryan, I'm going to get there. Ryan Short, can you hand me 2 of those in this cooler over here? There are 2. Give me 2 Arnold Palmers. All right. So, in there, anybody else anybody else here watch boxing?
You know what? If you're going greatest all time, I started listening to the audiobook of Mike Tyson because of your recommendation.
Jeez, break the fucking chair, why don't you?
I think his career was cut a
Steve
little
still here?
short.
Sorry, Steve. Sorry.
I need an Arnold Palmy.
Yeah, it was. I totally agree.
He could have.
You want to talk?
No,
His
wants-
personal life gets in the way of the record, but
Yeah.
if we ignore his personal life,
What?
you coming in? Oh, you're just
Yeah,
raising your
Mark.
hand. Mommy needs a mark.
I got a beer.
These 2 guys need a mark. These 2 guys need marks.
your mom is going to be so busy today.
So is Dana. Dana's got them both. So,
Is there anybody that's at 0 right now? I'm just curious.
I think Nate just got his first one, so I think that was last 0.
Game time, baby.
all right.
And BDN was hungover as shit before this.
He was. He was.
Hold on a second. Since my dad's too scared to come over here and talk on the thing,
Oh, he called out Mr. Bear.
he texted me Sugar Ray. He texted me Sugar Ray Leonard versus Floyd Mayweather, both in their primes. Who wins?
Oh God, that's tough. That's a hypothetical.
Sugar Ray. Give me Sugar Ray.
Sugar's quick, but Floyd.
Not the singer. Not the singer.
Floyd is going against the best fighters with the best training.
Currently.
Currently, yeah.
Yeah, currently. That's like saying when we talked about golf, if you gave the guys back then the clubs they have now, or with the competition they have now,
Right.
it'd be interesting.
Right.
You don't know. So it's just one of those things
Like I
like,
said, I think the competition of golf now
Sugar
is
Ray
better.
Leonard
But we'll get there.
versus the entire band of
Sit
Sugar
down.
Ray. 1 on 5, who wins?
are you at 5? 1 on 5, who wins?
I'm at 5.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Give me Sugar Ray Leonard.
The first diagonal.
Jesus.
I'm trying to catch him. Mom, 4. I'll catch you in a minute.
I got Marvin Hagler now too, from the same guy who's too scared to come up
No.
here and put headphones on.
Can we take fictitious boxers?
What about
I would love to see Security Jeff take on somebody. He'd fuck up anybody. Right now. All right. I want
wanting
you
to
to
go
go
out-
against Jason. I would
So-
love to see that fight.
So,
Hey, holy crap, I'll do it with one arm on. And
so,
I'm right-handed, we'll do that one.
so for people who are regulars for your show but have never heard our show,
Yeah, please plug your show.
Okay.
And we'll have you guys on. Everybody from the Grown Ups is here, so we'll have them on later.
I'm part of a regular show called the Grown Ups Podcast. We do mostly pop culture. 2 episodes ago, we reviewed Roadhouse for its 30th anniversary.
Roadhouse.
We didn't know that it was its 30th anniversary when we planned it, but that's kind of how it worked out. But
Is it just one for you or 2?
one of our cast members of the show is a guy named Security Jeff. Jeff makes his living fucking other people up.
Security Jeff, sit down here.
Sit down,
with us.
Jeff. Jeff works for a. Well, I'll let Jeff tell what he does for a living.
Now, when you said we were going to do this Ohio State Michigan thing later, I didn't realize he was a Michigan fan. I ain't talking shit about anything.
Well, no, we've got Clay and Brandon to talk
Brandon
to.
and I want more than anything to go out to Colorado, watch Jeff work, just to watch him fuck somebody up. That's our goal.
I mean, he's got tatted on his knucks. Game over. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. No, this is going to be my best friend here soon. Because fuck that shit.
So Jeff, tell everybody what you do.
I own Plainclothes Consulting. I work undercover at concerts and sporting events.
Just making sure. Okay.
How many minutes into the podcast?
We are 19 minutes in and 5 beers deep, each of us, so we're good.
Hell yeah.
So that's 1 every 4 minutes. We might want to slow down. Hey, Sean, can you give me a Mick Ultra? Brandon's got 3. So, all right.
Who's carrying
Jeff.
Gary out of here tonight?
I'll take
You can't
another
hang,
4
buddy.
loco.
Yeah, you were open it.
Better stop drinking now.
But if I had to, I have my mommy here. My mommy will help me. My mommy will always help me. Am I just keeping up with you? Is that what we're doing?
I think we.
You know,
both
we're
knew
doing
it
the-
would- I think we knew that it would end up this way.
Well, we're doing the whole 30, and we're just going against each other like morons. We're like, oh, this is a cheat day, so let's start on the 29th.
Let's let security Jeff finish his effing
sorry.
talk.
First off, I'd like to point out how small your fucking beers are compared to my bottles.
They're 12 ounces.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
You just said size matters. Thank you for not missing that.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
I'll also win that contest.
Okay, there's too many people
I think
here.
that's funny though, considering what you call your boy. What's the name of your member?
Little Elvis.
Yeah.
Listen, he never gets stage fright. He's always ready to perform. If you're nice, he'll give you an encore, and he got really fat with age, just like Elvis.
So you've had some great stories that I've got to hear on the Grown Ups podcast.
Sure.
Just pick a random story. Just tell us a story about some of your stuff out in Denver.
Oh, shit.
I know I'm putting you on the spot.
I have a lot of stories. I work undercover, so most of the time people have no idea I'm in the crowd or anywhere near them. Just 2 weeks ago at Grateful Dead, we had a huge nitrous ring bust. We were able to do 6 arrests within about 10 minutes, which was epic. These people had been following the tour. Local law enforcement in every city was trying to get them, couldn't do it. We nabbed them, which was awesome. The mayor called me. That was cool. But yeah, we've had all kinds of stuff, dude.
What do you find to be the hardest part of your job?
Assholes is a big part of that. I really hate girl fights because there's absolutely no rhyme or rhythm to what they're doing. They're just swinging for the fences. It's really hard to get in there and not get cracked in the face.
No, I think you're right, because when guys fight,
there's a rhythm to it.
a lot of guys, even when they're fighting, don't want to fight.
They stand there and talk shit.
It's a lot of posing.
Hey, bro. It's a shirt grab. That's all it is.
When girls fight, it is on. They've gotten to a level where they're just done.
You are not getting the hair out of the other girl's fist until she's ready to let go of it without ripping their hair out. It just doesn't happen.
Ryan, how many girl fights at a high school have you stopped?
1.
Oh, okay.
That's it? How many guy fights have you stopped?
Probably 3 or 4.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 34. I wouldn't be surprised.
With all the fake tough people.
You
at the
remember?
dub.
I don't know if you remember when we were seniors, Sean. We had who was that? Kyle.
I wasn't ever in school senior year.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got
Because I dropped out.
We won't get into the history of Sean in high school. Smart student, good kid, but yeah, establishment wasn't.
Still
his
won't cut
friend.
my grass.
Still won't cut his grass. So it's all good. But what is your take on Tyson?
I think he's one of the best of all time, without a doubt. Like Ryan said, he hit harder than anyone did, but I don't think he was as technical as some of the other fighters. It's great if you've got a wonderful right hook, but if you can't land it most of the time, he also ate someone's ear.
Yeah.
So not 100%. If he makes it in, is there an asterisk for that?
Now, do you think that if he still had Customata, who was his trainer like his dad, do you think if Customata didn't die and he didn't get with Don King, that he would have been better off?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Don King.
Absolutely.
Don King took a lot of his money, and he sued Don King, got about $15 million out of it, but he owed so much in taxes, he didn't see a dime of it.
Right.
So that kind of sucks for him. But
It's cool though that Mike has had a career after boxing. He's kind of had a resurgence, thanks in large part to The Hangover.
yeah, The Hangover was huge, and then he has dispensaries out where he's at.
He has like a cartoon now too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does have a cartoon. He has his own
Yeah.
podcast. It's called
And-
Hot Boxing or Hot Box or some shit.
And his
that
book
what they do
was
in Denver?
really good.
Yeah, his book is good. If you haven't, and we talked about his book on a previous episode, his book is really good, and you learn that like when he was 11 years old, he was 180 pounds. He was huge. Like he was fat, and he'll tell you that. And then he was
BDN.
right, BDN, Big Nate. He with Tyson, what happened to him is he talks about in his book when somebody, and he loved pigeons, he still loves pigeons.
Yeah.
He has pigeons. Somebody took a pigeon and just broke its neck right in front of him, and then he started wailing on somebody, and that's when he started not taking shit from people.
What was his reach at the time?
Yeah, I don't think it was that. It's because he's a short guy.
Yeah, he's not the biggest guy in the ring.
Yeah. Sean's got another one here. Lisa's got the mark. I love Lisa with our tally mark. Where we
Sean,
at?
is that 1?
That's 2.
Where we at, Lisa?
3 since I've been here.
I need another one to drink. Can somebody grab me an Angry Orchard? Over there. The red and white one. The red and white. There it is.
Here, hold on 1 second. Hey, Ryan, short. Can you bring that cooler over to that little cooler? Bring it over right to Jeff.
Fuck right. That's the only one I'm drinking.
Because he's allergic.
I'm allergic to beer, which sucked in college.
So, but anyway,
Or liquor.
Brandon.
Dude, I'd be fucked up on tequila in like 10 minutes.
One of my best friends in college was allergic to hops. And when he turned 21, shout out to Scott Newcomb. When he turned 21, we had to get him a keg of cider, and it cost like 3 times as much as like the shitty beer that we normally had at parties. So anyone with a hops or beer allergy, I'm so sorry.
I'm at 6, bitch. Where you at?
Hey.
Holy fucking koozie.
I know, it's from an antique store.
God damn, that is awesome.
Arnold Palmer.
Cheers, that shit.
2 of those Arnold Palmers.
Gary, do you want to hear a
Also
drinking story?
6.
Of course I want to hear it. But hold on, before we do that, Brandon, what did you have?
Every time Tyson fought somebody was taller than him, which was 90% of the time, he had to punch up. It took a little bit.
You're
of
right.
punch.
And his uppercut was sick.
That's why you had that. By the way, Tyson's reach 71 inches.
That's still good.
Holy.
Still
yeah,
decent,
not
6
bad.
feet almost. So this is what Jeremy said. I want to get back to this. If we put Tyson at his peak against Ali in his peak, you think Ali easily wins. Ali may not have had the power and speed of Tyson, but he had the psychology to win his fights. He would have taken advantage. How should I put it? Tyson's fragile mentality. I think he would have frustrated Tyson so badly that Tyson would have lost his cool and either made a huge mistake or bite another ear off. Next, so before we do this, next, Burger King tacos so this whole thing.
Wait. Hold on. Where is the fucking transition? Mike Tyson, Burger King tacos.
Hold on.
That was the weirdest
Can
transition
we talk
ever.
about French's mustard ice cream?
Hold on.
Who in the room likes belt loops, huh? Belt loops!
So, yeah, we're getting loud as shit on here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hold on. So,
All the 76 people that listen to us and half of them in this room,
Yeah.
they'll be all right.
so Jeff, I do want to hear the drinking story. And then
Yeah, you do.
Burger King there's a reason we're talking about Burger King.
You
but-
sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Jeff, please tell your drinking story.
So I worked for the Broncos for like 6 years.
another one.
I ran their security, and I did a lot of their meet and greets. And if they go out and do signings, I was the guy who was standing there making sure nobody got stupid. DJ Williams decided to launch his own clothing line for some reason, his clothing line. And we ended up in a bar in downtown Denver. The drunkest I have ever been in my life was because of Von Miller. No joke.
Explain.
We're downstairs in a place called Jet, which I don't think exists in Denver anymore, but you go in, there's a bar, and then there's like a private downstairs area. All of the Broncos are down there except for Peyton, because he doesn't show up to any of that stuff. He's smart. And because DJ was paying for everything, Von decided to be an asshole and would go up and get you 2 drinks. He was like serving us drinks. Von Miller is serving me drinks all night long. He'd bring 2, and when number 1 was about halfway done, he'd bring you 2 more, which made you feel like, because it's fucking Von Miller, I better chug both of these to get those.
And for our non-sports people, can you say who Von Miller is?
Broncos player.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
Edge rusher.
Yeah, edge rusher.
One of the best edge
But
rushers.
he can play linebacker too.
Just saying. Edge
Yeah.
rusher
All right.
extraordinaire.
Fair enough.
I'm such a Broncos fan that my Mastiff is named Bronco Manning, my bull Mastiff.
Love it.
And my 0-turn mower is Von Mower. I have Broncos logos on it and his jersey number on my 0-turn. But anyway,
I know you really well, and I did not know that.
yeah.
Sean just got hard over here.
What brand is the mower?
What?
What brand is the mower?
Side chick.
It's a Husqvarna. So it's orange for the Broncos.
He just got limp. It's
Yeah.
gone.
So by the time that party was over, I could not see straight. And it turns out Von, who was serving everyone, he was trying to like ring up as big a bill for DJ as possible just to be a dick. Wasn't drunk at all. That son of a bitch strolled out of there sober while we were all absolutely hammered.
He Ric Flaired you.
He really did.
He Ric Flaired the shit out of you.
Did you get that Ric Flair drip?
Can you tell the people listening what your relationship with Peyton Manning was?
Yes, please.
So I did his personal security. He has a guy that has traveled with him for years. The first time I met this dude, he's like, no joke, he's like 5'9", and my partner at the time was like do not fuck with that guy. And I'm like, why not? He's 5'9". Apparently he's ex-CIA and has trainings that I could only dream of, and no one fucks with this dude. But every time we had a home game, I would walk Peyton out to his car in what's called the Z lot, which you walk past a bunch of people. Peyton is one of the classiest players I've ever met. He signed autographs every single game, except for when I wouldn't let him. He had his son on his shoulders for a couple of games as he was walking out. I'm not going to let you get anywhere near a crowd with your kid on your shoulders, so that was the end of that. But one of the times I was walking him out, a lady, I had to push him through. We're going to be out there 3 hours. Everybody wants a Peyton autograph. I'm pushing him down the line, and this lady, probably 5-6 feet back, 3 deep in this crowd of people trying to get autographs, yells, "Can you sign a jersey for our charity?" And Peyton gives me this look, and I'm like, okay. So I move him back. Not only did he sign the jersey, he posed with it for photos so that they could go. And he's very non-confrontational with his fans. He doesn't really interact. He's not a dick. He just kind of like signs it and says thank you and moves on. But he looks at this woman and he hands her the jersey back, and people are shooting video, and he says, "I really hope you get as much money for this as you can," and walked on. And that's one of the reasons why I love my work, is I get to meet some of these people and interact with some of these people who, are seasoned veterans that are still. I worked with Metallica 2 years ago. I walked up to work with James, and I'm like, this is probably going to be really. These people pay for a meet and greet. They're usually very scripted, like, oh, hi, let's take a photo, have a good one. Every single person who came around that corner, he walked up to them, shook their hands and said, "I'm James. It's nice to meet you." And it's so cool when you get these seasoned veterans who have been doing this for years that are still really cool to their fans.
Well, I think we know somebody that kind of looks like James Hetfield.
Yeah, I know, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. And you purposely have that shirt when we go to...
Right. The second time I was in Vegas this summer, I went and saw this band out at Carnival Court, and the guitarist turns to his sister, because I went up to request a song, and the guitarist turns to his sister and goes, "So, is that not the lead singer of Metallica?"
Well, my favorite's when we go, because we work concerts on the side. Like, many people here have done it with us.
We've worked Metallica.
We work Metallica. Well, we'll give that story later. Remind me to give that story later. We're going to have Clay on for that, because Clay was part of that whole shit show that happened to us. It was the most money we had made for a show at that point, and I'll add it to the notes here. We'll talk about Metallica. But when you always like to wear that shirt sometimes that has James Hetfield on the front.
People think it's me on my shirt. Yeah. They're like, "Why do you have a shirt with your picture on it?"
Yeah. I get that with Tom Cruise a lot. Dude, if Tom Cruise was ugly with a big beard, matching. You guys are perfect.
Yeah, this is you. I don't know about this picture specifically, but you do look like James Hetfield.
You need more gray.
So
you need a little bit more gray.
So here's the thing about Peyton Manning, though. I think everybody, even if you don't like sports, even if you don't like football, you still feel something for Peyton Manning, because Peyton Manning is accessible, and he's funny, and he's not self-aware. He's a very, he's willing to make fun of him. His Saturday Night Live is probably
the
best
Yes.
Saturday Night
football
Live
at kids
with a pro athlete as a host.
Throwing the football as hard as he can at kids.
For the United Way. For the United, that's a great skit.
Come on, little Billy.
He is hilarious, but I'm going to argue the fact that he's not self-aware. He absolutely knows his status in the country. He absolutely gets it. He just doesn't care, and I know this because I've walked him out to his car so many times. If the Broncos lost, you are going to get a different Peyton than if the Broncos won.
Oh,
Absolutely, it was a whole different interaction when we'd be walking out there.
There's only one person I can think of that hates Peyton Manning, though, on the planet, with just cause. No, I'm going with Heath Schuler, because Heath would probably be the greatest quarterback in Tennessee history had it not been for Peyton Manning.
That's fair.
I can attest.
All right, I want to interject though for a second with Peyton Manning. Why the fuck does he not want to do Monday Night Football? Because he would be probably one of the best analysts.
Agreed. He doesn't.
Why does he need to?
So it's not just need
for my entertainment.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Peyton doesn't know that.
He
I need entertainment.
nothing.
I don't want to hear some.
If I had to guess,
announcer and Booger McFarlane driving the sideline.
But at least we got Pat McAfee. At least we got McAfee.
If I had to guess,
for Thursday,
the reason would be because his kid's not old enough yet.
Okay.
Honestly, I can absolutely see once he's had enough family time to where he's driving himself crazy, and he's done with what are they, State Farm commercials, whatever the fuck it is. Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide is on your side.
There it is, yeah, with the stupid guitar. I could totally see him getting bored enough to where he's going to end up on that microphone. I guarantee it, but it may be a little while.
I don't want you to miss an opportunity while we have Jeff on the mic. Jeff also knows a lot of the Colorado Avalanche.
Yes, he
I
does.
do. So one of my best friends is Gabriel Landeskog from the Avs.
Well, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Before you go into Colorado, we do have an NHL segment.
Okay.
have to-
Bring me back for that.
All right.
We'll talk.
Well, yeah, since our other NHL guy didn't show up.
All right.
I don't know
Who's your
anything about
NHL
hockey.
guy?
Beer League, Nick.
Nick didn't show up because he thought it was tomorrow, not today. We were doing.
He's a
Who
moron.
would do this on a Sunday?
Who would do it on a Sunday? We'll shit on him later. But Jeff.
Oh shit! I just drank that whole drink they brought me. I need another mark. Where's the blonde? Where'd you go? Hey,
Hey Jeff, while you're on,
come right on my nipple.
Jeff, while you were on, can you tell your Jay Leno story?
Oh yeah, hang on,
Jeff,
I have to get my nipple marked.
I know you're a
first.
security guard and you whoop the shit out of me, but that's my mom. I will kill you, motherfucker.
Good luck with that.
While we have Jeff on,
real quick
Leno
question: did you pack a lunch? Because it's gonna take you all day to kick my ass, and you're gonna need to stop to eat.
As I've always said, if I'm going to fight until I get knocked out, make sure I'm still going. We'll be all right.
All right, we'll give you 3 or 4 punches for free.
Once I'm down, don't hit me anymore. Just let me lay there.
I make no promises. Those are my favorite punches. So what do you want, the Leno story? So when I lived in California, I used to ride a motorcycle up to this place called the Rock Store. It's up in the Santa Monica Mountains. It's gorgeous. A bunch of people show up with motorcycles like every Saturday. I'm up there one day, and we're talking. Like, Jay Leno was up there every weekend. The weekend after Thanksgiving, he's at the Rock Store. He would bring different amazing vehicles all the time. We happened to be near him. We never fanboyed. I don't care about Jay Leno. And he was near us, and we're talking about this ride we're going to do down Mulholland Drive and out to this place called Neptune's Net. Gorgeous ride. And he walks up, and with his, I can't imitate him, but hey guys. That sounds like a great ride. Can I go? And we were like, yes, you're Leno. Of course you can. So he went, and we did this beautiful ride. He broke off before we went to Neptune's Net, which is this amazing restaurant right on the beach, because he'd get mobbed, obviously. So we break off. He goes left. We go right. Great. A week later, we show up there again, and he comes like half jogging. He's speed walking like a mall walker up to our bikes, and he's like, hey, where are we going today? And we were like, where do you want to go? And we ended up sparking up this friendship where we would just ride every weekend together, and it was really cool. We had a buddy named Sean in from Vegas, which isn't a very far drive from LA, one day, and we're cruising through the Santa Monica Mountains, and his ninja, I think it was a Ninja, some kind of crotch rocket, breaks down. And Jay has like a satellite phone attached to whatever vehicle he's in, and calls his mechanics. He's got like 2 full-time mechanics on staff or something at the time anyway. And he calls them, gives them like the VIN number, everything on this thing, tells them what he thinks is the problem. These guys, it's hot as hell that day. Hot in California that day. These guys show up with a truck filled with water and all kinds of stuff, and the parts needed to fix Sean's bike on the side of the road. And Sean's like, Jay, like, what do I owe you for this? This is badass. And he goes, these guys do oil changes on vehicles I never drive. They're bored. And these dudes literally came out and fixed the bike on the side of the road so we could take off again. Like, Jay he's a cool dude.
And then he's fucked Conan.
God damn it. Oh,
Yeah.
So hold on. I got to shit on Bear real quick. Bear, you're part of this show.
Right, not literally.
You got to catch, like, Shiv's at least helping us out. We're both at 7. Shiv and I. You're at 3.
I only wanted to do
What am I
12.
at? I can't see it.
We're going to end up at, like,
That's
fucking
3 and a squiggle.
3 and a J.
Hold on a second.
Your mom wrote a J.
You was wrapping your nipple right there. That's what
I know.
Is that because you asked for the blonde and she got happy and accepted?
I'm assuming at some point it's going to be your phone number, right? Across my chest.
Your next is going to be a 4,
Right?
a 1, a 9.
So
Don't worry, I'm a marathon sprinter. I'm not a fucking 100-meter yard dash kind of guy.
the
all right?
the craziest thing about Jeff is, like, I've
There's
known
one
Jeff
thing?
for a couple of years.
One thing.
Jeff is hands down one of my best friends.
Love you, buddy.
And Jeff we'll be talking about something,
I need
and,
another drink.
and a celebrity will come up or an athlete will come up.
Do you need a mark or no?
Jeff has
No.
done pretty much everyone's security, so Jeff will tell you, "Oh yeah, I know him or her," and then he's always got like a fun story attached.
Yeah, he does.
Jeff has like the most varied life of anybody I've ever known.
I worked at a zoo for 8 years in behavior.
What did you do? Yeah.
I trained everything from polar bears to gray seals, harbor seals, the elephants. I worked with Louis before he got shipped out.
Did you work with that one in Cincinnati?
Which one?
That one that
Harambe, bro.
Harambe? Yeah.
No.
Rip Harambe, by the way.
I was not actually allowed to work with gorillas because the male saw me as a threat and would try to attack me. So I never worked with gorillas.
Are you talking about
Jeff-
Gary or actual gorillas?
So
Both.
He is a gorilla.
Jeff versus
Thank
bear,
you.
I got Jeff. Jeff versus silverback, I got silverback.
Fuck that shit.
All right. So, hey, Lisa, can you give us an update on the beer? How many?
38.
How far are we in? 41
I'm
minutes.
working
That's
on
pretty
another
good.
one.
And we got 39 right there.
But seriously, Gary, 14 of these are you and me.
Well, hold on. Wait. It sounds like
I'm trying to catch up.
So, hold on. Before we do, we're gonna get into.
How soon can we get to 50? Because 50's halfway.
Hold on. We're gonna get into trivia here in a minute. We're gonna recap the numbers. So something we didn't do in the beginning is we're gonna take a break here in a minute. But I want to thank Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. We did not thank him in the beginning. Thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Again, thank you to Brandon at All Wear Clothing, Sean at Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, and also thank you to Steve at Savage & Associates. So we'll be back here in a minute. We're going to do a recap, check out our stuff, and then we're going to transition. We're going to do some trivia. We finished our conversation about Jeremy. We got to talk about Burger King, and then we're going to do some trivia. There's a reason behind Burger King. There was this big thing that Brandon and Ryan brought up about Burger King versus Wendy's. Now, I just want to show of hands. We got about 25 people in here.
Bear or Ryan?
Who prefers Wendy's over Burger King? Hands. Okay, so everybody. So
everybody.
Brandon,
Hey!
fuck you, Brandon.
Ask it again.
Okay, who prefers Burger King?
Right here, motherfucker.
Right here.
Two. So
That classic chicken sandwich.
Columbus, Ohio,
got three.
Dave Thomas.
So we'll be back here shortly, and it'll transition in. We're going to do some trivia. We're going to talk about Burger King and Wendy's. So we will be back momentarily. All right, we are now 43 minutes in. We're at 46 beers, so we're almost halfway there. And before I get into our first trivia question, we're going to have 12 trivia questions, and we're going to have the 4 guys that are sitting here against everybody else. So here we go. So first thing, we wanted to talk about Burger King tacos. So he says, Jeremy, Burger King tacos are an acquired taste. He had them 15 years ago. Yes.
And they're disgusting.
They're an acquired taste.
Have you seen the pictures on social media?
Yes. They're an acquired taste. He had them 15 years ago, enjoyed them, so he has an acquired taste. Stay away from those cheese sticks, though. My dog's food is more appetizing than those.
So here's a fun fact about fast food. The picture never matches up with what you get.
I
right?
totally agree.
Ever.
Yeah.
Years ago when I was working construction, I was at a Hardee's during a lunch break, and I returned my monster roast beef because it did not match the picture, which was stacked like 5 inches high. The Burger King taco looks
How
like...
did you know it was 5 inches high?
5 inches, right here.
Did you lay it out and measure?
No, I worked as a trim carpenter through college. I can eyeball like up to 1/8 of an inch. So,
Hold on a second.
Hold on, Bear's gonna slap it on the table here.
So-
Will it make it?
so
Hear that?
3 1/4, Bear. So
I'll take it. National average.
So the Burger King taco looks terrible
46.
on social media. It looks terrible. So if you get what the picture is, you can't be disappointed.
Well, even in the ad, the shell looks
I ate
wavy.
one and it was disgusting.
I have
Mommy, mark me.
I have a Taco Bell right next to Burger King, so if I'm gonna
Mommy.
want to shit myself, I'll just go to Taco Bell and not worry about the Burger King taco.
Have you guys seen the Long John Silver's KFC mashups? Like, there's a restaurant that is both KFC and Long John Silver's.
Yeah, we have one by our house.
Chip, where you at?
They're closed.
They did, right?
Yeah.
No thanks. I've had diarrhea before.
Don't want it again. I'm good. Are you still at 7? I'm at 8.
I'm still at 7.
I'm at 8, 45 minutes in.
Yeah, and hold on a second now because I just
Mick Ultra's over here, Sean. Mick
Hey,
Ultra.
I just heard a new voice. Who's the new voice on the podcast right now?
I think we got Big Dick Nate.
Is that
Hello,
Big
hello.
BDN?
Big BDN. Big Dick
BDN's
Nate.
here.
So real quick.
That is a beautiful, deep voice, by the way.
Yes, it is.
I'm altering it.
So nice. So here's what he had to say about this as well. So other than Wendy's and Burger King, what is your favorite fast food place and favorite restaurant?
Taco Bell.
And and he says leave out Skyline Chili. He says leave out Skyline Chili. We all know it's the greatest food on the planet. I disagree.
Skyline Chili. What's the closest one? Like Findlay?
Cincinnati.
Fucking Findlay, I think, maybe, or Lima.
Scott, there's one in
And
Columbus.
he did say good job, Bear, for going to YouTube TV. And that's what I have, and I love it. Hopefully you've seen Cobra Kai. Have you seen Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai is amazing.
So I need to see it.
I'm a Southern Ohio boy. I love Gold Star, but it's not everybody's thing. They put they put cinnamon in the chili.
Last topic. If you guys can have any person on the planet currently alive as a guest on the show, who would it be? I know Carrot Top would be the top of his list, is what he said.
Any
Why?
alive right now?
Yes.
Why Carrot Top?
He didn't explain.
Can I ask any questions I want?
Yeah.
Like any person, I can ask any questions. They have to answer them.
Jenna Jameson.
Tiger Woods.
I
I want to know how many Denny's waitresses he banged.
Yeah, that would be good.
Like I need to know that. And if he can answer it, I'm in. It would be Tiger Woods.
Oh, easy, The Rock.
The Rock would be good. Alive or dead, or he said specifically
Alive.
Alive.
Yeah.
So I think us three here, me, Bear, and Big Dick Nate, would want to know about Jerry Jones, so we
Jerry
can find out
Jerry Jones.
what the fuck he is doing with the Dallas Cowboys.
And you know what? He'd smooth talk us so well that we'd believe every fucking thing he said.
He knows what he's doing.
He'd be like, "Hey, come to my suite and watch the game."
I'd be
He
like, okay.
does not know what he's doing.
Yeah, no, he does.
Hey,
He's a businessman.
Somebody just hit John with the
You
dart
keep him
gun.
around 500.
John with the dart gun from Security Jeff. All right, hey, hold on. We got. Okay, so now
The show's going off the rails, Gary.
Way off the rails.
Hold on, we need some quiet time here. Hold on, quiet it down. We got some trivia questions, so it's going to be the four of us that are sitting here against
Shitting?
everybody else.
He said shitting, right?
Shitting, yeah.
That counts as
Like
breaking the
it's
seal.
idiocracy.
This is from Jeremy. Question 1. We've got 12 trivia questions. Yes. Yeah, you can yell it out. In honor, and if I can't read this right because I'm 8 beers deep, yeah, I'm ahead of you, Shiv. Fuck off. In honor of Bear,
Yeah, that was aggressive.
we'll start with multiple choice question.
Drank in a while.
So
In honor
aggressive.
of Bear,
choice?
In honor of
God
Bear.
damn it, Jeremy.
Which big three won the most NBA titles playing together? So A, Bird, McCall, Parrish. B, LeBron, Wade, and Bosch. C, Duncan, Parker, and Manu. Is that right? Manu Ginobili.
Batman.
D, Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman. E, Magic, Kareem, and Worthy.
I think it's E.
I think it's A.
I think it's D.
Definitely not D.
All of the above.
I think it's E.
I agree with Shiv. I say E.
A.
I'm going to say D.
I say E.
So we're going to disagree.
D seems too easy though.
D seems, it does seem
No,
too
he
easy.
put Rodman in there. He's smart. They
Oh,
only won
Rodman.
like 2.
Oh, yeah, Rodman. So it might be E.
He said Rodman. That's why.
So,
I know Jeremy's
hold on.
multiple choice. That son of a
Hold
bitch
on.
got me.
What did people say? We want to hear the choices.
How many years did Rodman play with the Bulls? Like 3?
Hey.
I think he got 2.
2?
Okay, well, the correct answer is C, Duncan, Parker, and Manu with 4. John with 4.
grab a shirt.
John, grab a shirt, John. Large is in the front, medium in the back, extra large on the left, John.
John's a schmedium type of guy.
Medium.
Medium.
High school janitor.
Hey, John, did you get yourself a new grass cutting shirt or what? Yeah, damn right.
Mommy, if you need a shirt, large is on the front. Medium's on the back, extra large is on the left. You got to get to one before it runs out. All right, next question. we're waiting for it here. Well, let's get a beer update. Where's everybody at? I'm at 8.
I have one.
Dude, you can't do that. There's only 40 seconds.
Hold on, Shiv's about to be at 8.
I agree.
We got Jeff at 6. Bear at 3.
Gary, are you still counting beers?
Hell yeah. I'm always, dude, I'm fucking hammered.
Too much beer counting.
8.
8. Oh, hold on. Here comes the blonde. Jeff's favorite blonde. Bear's mom. Mama Bear. Marking an 8. And we got Jeff at 7.
I'm scared of no man except Jeff.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff's at 7. So here,
Jeff is frightening.
Lisa, what are we at now?
Why?
69 yet or what?
55.
Stop us at 69.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So hold on. Jeff, you're at 7. So me, Shiv, and Jeff are at 23 by ourselves. We're at 23 of the 55 by ourselves. Where the fuck are these other 8 guys drinking beer?
I'm at 6, motherfucker.
Okay, you're at 6. So, okay, I feel you.
How many of your beers have been Arnold Palmer Spike?
That's fine. How many of your? I've gone every 2 to 1. 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Where's my beer? It's right in front of me.
Just asking a question.
Hold on.
That was my 2 months.
I don't know if I can crack this.
If we want to have a tequila and Sprite drinking
9.
contest, let's go.
I got you, brother.
Tequila and
Not right
Sprite?
now. All right, here.
Welcome to sophomore year of college.
Trivia question number 2. Here we go. Number 2. What quarterback receiver combination holds the NFL record for most passing touchdowns in a career?
In a career, I'm going to go with Montana Rice.
Ward, Moon, and Moss.
Before I even get the choices.
I don't think is there multiple choice on this?
No.
He's not in the
I agree with Shiv. Give me Montana Moss. Or I mean, fuck.
Rice.
Could you imagine Montana and Moss though?
Montana.
Oh my God, right?
We got Montana Rice.
Montana Rice.
That's what we're saying. Somebody said something else?
Read them off. Can we get the option?
John says Kozar and the Broncos defensive backs.
Where we go?
Oh, it hurts.
Whoa. This is actually, nobody got this right.
Cowboys.
Nope, it's not Cowboys.
Packers.
Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison. Shut up. 112.
No multiple choice on that one.
He's not going to give multiple. Bear hates multiple choice. He lost on that. That's terrible.
Over Montana Rice? That's incredible.
Let's throw a curveball to the show. This really is an all-sports podcast. How many players take the field for each team in a lacrosse game?
9.
13.
Wait, you said lacrosse.
How many players take the field for each team in a lacrosse game? So you said 9. You
So
said
one
13.
team?
Is who cares a valid answer?
We're gonna go with who cares.
I'm gonna say 9.
I'm gonna say 10.
Hey, before you get out the answer though, can we get a quick beer count?
I'll guess 14.
Thanks a lot, Nate. Dick. I'm trying to get us to 100.
Jason's answer is the best.
I'm going to guess 14.
Hey,
Let
Jason
Jason
has the
answer.
best answer.
Jason.
I was asked how many guys for the varsity football team cut that year.
Well, the correct answer we get is 10.
There it is.
Because I said 10.
That's exactly how.
All right, next up.
That's it right there.
When Dwayne Wade originally left the Miami Heat, which team did he sign with?
Dwayne or Dwayne?
Dwayne Wade.
The Bulls. Oh,
All right, so
It says he said originally, so he's tricking us. I know this.
answer.
There's something more to it.
Bulls. We heard Bulls. Anybody else?
Give me the.
It doesn't
Oklahoma
matter.
City.
Chicago Bulls is the answer.
All right. Well, it wasn't a trick. There you go.
Yeah.
No trick.
Did he ever go there?
Yeah.
I think half a year. Right?
He played there a year and a half, right?
Jimmy Butler.
Hey, we got a beer count? Dick.
it's one of those tech.
I do want a beer count. Total. Lisa, where we at?
It was there, but it was there.
We got to make sure we get to 69.
Still same. Still same.
We just
56.
had a count.
Yeah, he don't need a count every 38 seconds.
I do. I need it every 69 seconds.
It still is going to be the same.
Better not be. What team did Wayne Gretzky end his playing career with?
Edmonton.
Rangers.
Boston Celtics.
All right, so
Was that Jason?
who did he say? Boston Celtics? That was John. You said Rangers? New York Rangers. Scribner here. There we go. Yeah, Scribner from the Grown Ups Podcast, who is the no offense to all of you, he is the original host. He is the actual host. He makes sure that podcast moves forward.
It's like herding cats.
Sorry about that.
Every week.
All the time.
All right, next. What is the highest possible score you could get in a game of bowling without throwing even one strike? I need Big Nate here. If nobody gets it, the closest to the number gets the points.
Without throwing a strike?
What's the highest you can get without throwing a strike?
Correct.
All Bears in a 9.
I'll guess 200.
So it'd be what, 199?
199.
199 is the answer from us. Jeremy, 190.
I said 190.
Really?
You did say 190?
Yeah.
Nice, Sean, 190.
I guess that makes sense.
Who
They have
did
189.
All right, this is an easy one. Who did Muhammad Ali fight in the famous Rumble in the Jungle?
Shut up. George Foreman.
The grill guy.
The first.
George Foreman, number 1.
Yeah, how many
many
George
eight, right?
Formans
Do you
are
know?
there?
Do you know Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan was offered the grill, and he chose a blender.
Yes, he did.
Which I bought for Gary for his birthday one year,
He did.
and he lost his ass on it.
All right, here we go. Good. Here we go. Next question. Next question. I need people to quiet down.
Hey, Gary.
Well, who's in charge here?
Savage left.
You.
I'm in charge.
Savage is out. Steve from Savage and Associates. Thank you for the beer. Not the beer. I'm already too
Space.
Thank you for the space and the food. Savage, Steve. Thank you. Steve is out.
First beer down.
First beer down. So he's got 3. Here we go. We got one from Big Dick Nate. All right, next question
I need to make ultra, please.
is in regards to Bear's favorite golfer. Bear, who's your favorite golfer? Rory McIlroy.
Fuck Rory.
How many majors has he won in his career so far? 3.
Bear, you're a Rory fan?
No, I hate Rory.
He's won 3.
3.
I think it's 3. He has not won the Masters.
He has not won the Masters because
Bear-
that's a Grand Slam.
Oh, he's
Who
won 4.
dresses better, Rory or Ian?
4 is the answer.
Which one did you win twice?
Rory.
Probably the Open or the U.S.
Has
Open.
to. Barely.
I don't like that answer.
I don't like that answer either.
It's
Next.
a wash for me.
All right, Bo
Those guys
Jackson.
are so.
Here we go. Bo
Ever
Jackson.
since he cut his hair, though, it makes his
Ready?
style better.
Baseball and football.
Who all knows who Bo Jackson is here? Show of hands.
Podcast.
Most everybody.
it's on
Even
Mike
my
Jones?
mom knows who Bo Jackson is.
I thought it was Mike Jones.
How do you know who Bo Jackson is?
Off the wall like Spider-Man to catch a fly ball.
All right.
I have that card that has Bo Jackson holding the baseball bat, holding the Louisville Slugger with his football pads on.
One of the best.
You guys remember that card from
You have
Score?
that blown up on your
Yeah,
wall?
I fucking love that card.
All right. Jesus Christ. No offense to Jesus Christ. Who here is a Christian or atheist? Oh, so we got 2. Okay, everybody else is an atheist. Let's move on.
I like it.
Bo Jackson, the Tecmo legend, played for which NFL team and started his baseball career with which team?
The White Sox.
A's.
Raiders to White Sox.
All right, so Jeremy's on point right now because we're doing this through Facebook Messenger. Thank you, Jeremy. The perfect discussion. He's giving us the answer right now.
Kansas City.
LA Raiders and the Kansas City Royals.
I was gonna say Royals.
LA
Yeah.
Raiders at that time.
Here we go, Bears. Next. Here we go, next.
Dude, I gotta pee. Am I in this broken seal thing?
You're gonna break it first?
All right, number 9. Number 9.
Has nobody done it
I
yet?
know he knows 0 about racing. The only sports in the world I can't get into, so I have no idea if this question is too easy or too hard. What driver holds the record for most consecutive NASCAR championships?
Richard Petty.
Your mom.
Championships? I think it's Jimmy.
I think it's Jimmy.
Probably Jimmy.
Jimmy had what, 5 in a row?
I think he had 5 in a row. I'm going Jimmy Johnson.
Where's the cooler?
I'm gonna guess Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch has only had 1 title, so that's not right.
Why is that Dale
Tony
on
Stewart.
cooler right
The
on the
answer
wall?
is Jimmy Johnson.
Oh my gosh, man.
Not bad. Nice call.
Nailed it.
5. Jimmy
So let's be honest. It's a bunch of rednecks making a left-hand turn at 200.
Now hold up a second.
Hey, this week they're making a couple right-hand turns.
They got two road courses.
We got a road course, and we've got what in 3 weeks?
Hey, do
2
you
weeks.
need me for the next trivia question? Because I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm breaking the seal. I lose.
Breaking the seal.
Break the seal.
I
Hold on.
lose.
No, this is a Cowboys question.
4.
We need you here.
Jerry Jones.
All right, so we've got. All right, we're on question 11. This is going great. But we want to talk about Bristol real quick. So in 2 weeks.
Come on, I gotta take a piss. Ask a goddamn
You're
question.
fine. You've had 3 beers, you bitch.
Are we doing it?
3. Oh, 4. Holy shit, give him 4.
Where was your vodka and orange juice at this morning?
You had vodka and orange juice?
Oh, that's right. I was drinking liquor before you were awake. Yo, fuck out of here with that shit. Keep drinking your
I
fucking
got up
Arnold
at
Palmer
6.
spikes.
Hey,
I got
Michael,
up at 6, bitch.
Your fucking water right
Don't
there.
knock the Arnold Palmer,
Hey,
bro.
Mick Ultra right here.
Water.
What are you drinking?
Water.
You're drinking actual water?
No, Natter Days. They're delicious.
His koozies empty.
Because I gotta go take a
They're
piss.
so
I'm
good
waiting
though.
for the
Like
question.
who knew
I know they're so
that
good.
Natty
Strawberry
would make
lemonade.
something good?
Strawberry lemonade.
Hold on.
Piss together.
Real quick, who's going to Bristol in a few weeks?
Back to back.
Who's going to Bristol? Me, you, Cody, and...
Well, unfortunately, Nick.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nick, who's not going to...
I wasn't invited.
Cody's going to go. Cody, we're going to have fun. We're getting hammered.
Have you guys ever been to Bristol?
Yes. I've been to the night race.
No.
It's amazing.
I've not.
Bring your headphones, Cody.
You're gonna have a
It's so
really
fucking
good
loud.
time.
And we're in the
It is
Earnhardt
so
Terrace,
fucking
too.
loud.
Yeah, you're gonna have a good time.
All right, here.
Seven, I'm excited.
We'll end it with 2 Cowboys questions. Here we go. Last 2 questions.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
So Jerry Jones is hesitant to give Zeke what he wants. Jerry is not sure running backs are a key to winning today's NFL game. He may have a point. What was the last Super Bowl winning team to also have the leading rusher on their team for the season?
Terrell Davis, Denver Broncos, 98.
The leading rusher? Is that the question?
All right, we're gonna get the answer.
I'm gonna go 98. Give me Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis, 98.
Hey, guess what? Podcast wins. Terrell Davis.
The Admiral.
Last. All right,
The
last.
Admiral's Dave Robinson.
Hey, that wasn't a Cowboys question.
That's right. He talked about Jerry Jones and fucked it up. All right, last one. All right, last one. Closest number gets it.
69.
How many touchdowns?
Same.
That's good. It is a numbered question.
6.9.
How many touchdowns did Michael Irvin have in his career?
12!
Ooh, if that was Gronk, that'd have been awesome.
89.
99.
77.
It is 98.
94.
It's probably 58.
It's the price is right.
You want to hear 100?
58.
All right, what was your answer?
89.
You said 69.
No, I said
You
before
said
the question-
69.
I always said 60.
We're going with 69.
Is it 69?
It's 65.
60.
So the podcast wins again. 69. The podcast wins. This is our fucking show. We win.
What were the other ones
Who
out
gives
there?
a fuck about the Cowboys?
All right. Hope you.
I'm
And
taking a piss.
so this is what he said. Hope you guys are having a blast. One last thing to mention. If you guys should choose, I'd like to throw out a challenge to everybody there for a sports day competition. I'd bring some of my crew up to Toledo, and you guys get a team together, and we compete in basketball, football, and softball, and any other sport you want. Winner of the most sports wins it all. Let me know if you're down with that. Let's put the Pod Pride on the line.
Is this a Joe versus pros type of thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll whoop the shit out
Do we have to
fucking
hit
hammer
the
'em.
batting cages?
Is it like who can throw a football farther?
Dude, we'll hammer him. Done.
Because if we're hitting the batting cages, I'm gonna fucking kill whoever I'm up against.
Are you?
What's Steve
Yeah.
like?
I can't even hold my phone.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, the softball.
It's over.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's
Nobody's been in
over.
the batting cage in a while. 50 miles an hour is fast.
Can we play cornhole as well? Because
You guys will get your asses kicked.
no, I'm gonna sub in Brad.
No, you're not. Brad's my partner.
Can we broadcast it on the Ocho?
ESPN 8, the Ocho. Yes. So we have a few other things here. When Bear gets back from his piss break, because he's breaking the seal, he's a little bitch. Sorry to his parents here. Sorry.
They know.
Do you agree he's a bitch? Yeah. Dana, do you agree your son's a little bitch by taking a piss
I
break
like
at
the
4
fact
beers?
that Bear's dad said absolutely.
He's been all crying, Ryan.
Yeah, Crying Ryan. That's what we're calling him now. Crying Ryan.
Since he's not here, so.
Crying Ryan. I like that. We are loud as shit here.
Dude, when you gotta go.
You gotta stop drinking.
I have.
How far is that one down?
Whichever.
We're both at 8. Where's Jeff?
I don't know. Where am I at?
7? So you should have 5 left.
Give me a sec.
You're capped at 12.
You're not the boss. Mark.
I lost my phone. All right, so when Bear gets back here, we got Ryan with another one. Lisa, you got that? Ryan with another one, and we got Jeff with another.
I'm at 8.
Where we at?
Where's the blonde?
I have sports trivia. Trivia questions. If
How
you
many?
want them.
69.
Not 69. That's Bear's favorite number. Bear's favorite number. That's what he likes to do.
Why?
Pictures. He draws pictures.
Well, he has boyfriends around here, so you know he likes that. What?
Talking about your brother?
Sorry, Dan.
Oh, sorry. Mommy doesn't care. Mommy agrees. Mommy agrees it's true. My brother does like other men. Derek, I love you, but yeah.
I had to though.
And look at him trying to hug my mom to butter up to her. Get off my mom. Sit the fuck down. Where's your mom? I see your mom right
You
there.
need to get that on a shirt. Get off my mom.
Get off my mom. But your dad's here, so I respect your dad. Your dad's a good guy.
It doesn't matter. He's done. Jeff's taking my mom home.
It sounds like Jeff's taking everybody home here.
How you doing?
Jeff, how is Nicole going to feel about all of this?
She swings both ways. It's cool.
Yeah, I think she's.
All right, I'll be over later too.
Call me.
Yeah, I will call you. Why didn't we have her here for medical assistance?
We could, yeah.
We should have. We did not.
That's is true.
She's a stroke nurse, though.
Do you have the Jason
Right.
debate? We need the. Did you find Justin on the Twitter, by the way?
There is no Justin on the Twitter.
Fucking Justin,
Nick's-
asshole.
Nick-
Justin, if you're listening,
Right.
fuck you.
By the way, Nick's sending me snaps of
Fuck
him
Nick.
drinking.
Yeah.
Fuck Nick.
On the
Oh, wait a
lake.
second. Ready?
For what?
Go, tell him. Say fuck you.
Nick, you are a dick, and no one here likes you. There's like 14 of us here, or 25.
Fuck you, Nick.
Fuck you, Nick. Everybody say fuck you, Nick. Fuck you, Nick.
I don't know who he is. So
You don't like him.
Yeah, so tell him to fuck off.
Drink all your beers.
All right, do we have Jason debate? Did he give us stuff?
Okay, so the only thing Jason said,
The only thing Jason said. Let's
because
get Jason.
Jason is on vacation right now.
Fuck Jason.
He said, yeah, I got a trivia question. Everyone's favorite trivia question or statement of mine. Other than that, everybody have fun. But we know what Jason's one trivia question is. Do you wipe standing up or sitting down?
sitting down.
Sitting down,
Front to back or back to front?
Half and half.
front to back, sitting down.
It depends. It depends on how messy it is.
Hold on a second.
Did you have
Hold on a
Taco Bell the night
second.
before?
Hold on a second.
BDN wants to know: do you or do you not have swamp ass?
Yeah. Now hold on a second. Hold on a second. How in the fuck are you sitting down and have your fucking hand in the toilet seat? Are you sitting on your fucking hand?
Gary stands up.
Fucking standing
Yeah, he
up.
just answered the-
Bullshit.
Stand up.
You are standing up. You are standing up. You are not sitting down on your fucking hand. God damn it.
Gary, when you get to a certain age, you're not going to stand up and wipe your ass.
You're right.
You're going to have to sit there.
Somebody else is gonna have to wipe my ass.
I just got my second strike.
You folded. That's
I'm at 10.
How are you at 10?
I thought this was a show.
I'm at 8. How are you at 10?
You know it's odd, but I'm
I'm quick.
Go, Jeff. I'm at 8.
So the last time I was in Denver, no joke, there was about an 80-year-old man in the bathroom. He went up to the urinal and he
Sean, I
pulled
need
his
a,
pants down to his ankles.
Arnie.
He was about 80. I have never seen a wrinkly ass until that day, and I don't understand what was wrong with this dude. But he had a pair of like khaki shorts on, and when he went up to the urinal, he pulled them down to his ankles.
I'll tell you what was wrong with him. Because I can tell you right now.
That's how I do it.
Zippers? No. That's the way I wear sweatpants.
Don't you guys watch Letterkenny? That's how you do it.
Where's Zelensky at? Because that would have been it right there. That's the only motherfucker watching. Seriously, this has been the biggest
Sean, where the
debate
fuck
so
you at?
far right now that we've had.
I feel like it's a really easy one.
I want an Arnie.
Gary was very
Toilet paper.
adamant that he stands up.
So toilet paper roll, over or under?
Over.
Right? Every time.
Yeah, the under. No offense to the women here. That's bullshit. Under does not work.
The person I live with does not care.
Oh, you're talking about Emily.
I
I'm gonna
have.
fucking mention her name.
I have
I hope she
very.
listens.
I have. She won't. I have very
Good.
strong feelings that it's over, and she does not care.
There could be
Well,
spiders
you
on the
can,
underside.
since she doesn't listen, you can shit on her. So go ahead.
Well, you don't want to do that. It's weird.
I know.
Don't put it out there.
Yeah,
No,
you can't
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna do that.
He loves her very
I
much.
can't. Oh, I love you. I love you,
He loves her very
Emily.
much.
I love you, Emily.
Hey,
Yes,
Emily's
all
a
that.
Shit, shut up. I'll fight you.
Over or under?
Hold on, I'm 10. How many?
She
8?
had a hand
9.
in my favorite
We're about
baby.
even.
It's all good.
She birthed my last kid. Yeah, absolutely. I love
Yeah,
her.
you're right. She did birth your last kid. Adorable kid, by the way.
Oh my God, she's the best kid. She's adorable.
What is Jason talking about? Can confirm. Jason, get the fuck off Messenger.
Is that over or under? What are you confirming?
Over under what?
Toilet paper. Over.
Next.
Next.
You got trivia questions or what? Then let's go. Get over here.
All right, let's get the man in here, Mr. Bear.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Bear's taking the place of his son,
Here comes Papa Bear.
Papa Bear. This is probably a good idea.
Love that shirt.
Papa Bear is in the house.
He's got Biff's trivia book.
He's got a fucking book.
Oh, yes.
Hey, hold on. How much was that book? I see a price tag on the back.
It was free. It was from my dad.
Oh, okay.
It was actually a Christmas gift for Bear, but
So what year was this updated?
Black and white years ago.
2011.
2011 it was updated. Here we go. Shiv, you ready for trivia? Let's go.
I tried to pick questions for you guys who I've heard you talk about a lot, so I'm just trying to keep the local stuff, but
There we go.
let's see here.
Come on, Biff.
Biff Tannen here.
Hey, no pressure though, buddy.
No pressure.
Hold on. We might have to. We got the stats of the day from Robbie in the lobby here. Robbie in the lobby, there's like 25 people here. Give us some stats.
What's the
All right,
Robbie
you ready?
Robbie?
We're ready.
All right, number 10. There have only been 14 4-interception games in NFL history. Number 9. Only 2 umpires in baseball history have been behind the plate for 2 no-hitters.
Only 2
Only 2 in MLB history.
for no hitters.
Don't repeat what I'm saying.
Okay. Number 8.
Number 8. 10 goalies have scored a goal in an NHL game.
10 goalies. Did we hear that? 10 goalies have scored a goal in an NHL.
Were they
game.
own goals?
How many beers have you guys had?
I've had 9.
Patrick Waugh.
What's the running total
10.
right now?
Shiv has had. Ryan has had 10.
What's the running total?
Running total is Lisa. Lisa, running total. 62.
69? Oh.
We're getting there.
62. Hurry up then.
All right.
I was going to stop at 12. You guys are slow.
Hold on. Go again, Robbie.
All right, number 7. For 63 errors were made in the 1886 World Series.
Say it. Hold on. We need some. Hey, can we get them to quiet down there? Because I'm trying to hear Robbie.
Come on.
Say it again. Say it again, Robbie.
Number 7. 63 errors were made in the 1886 World Series.
Nice. All right. Next.
Number 6. 4 strikeouts in an inning has only happened 60 times.
How many times?
60.
4 strikes.
Four strikeouts in an inning has only happened 60 times. It's a good stat. 5.
Okay, number 5. JFK's golf clubs, which stands for John F. Kennedy, for you young bucks.
Everybody knows that, Robbie.
$72,500 at a 1996 auction.
Holy shit. 772,000.
The buyer was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No shit.
Wow.
Good
Wow. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, here's the real stat of the day. Number 4. It takes 3,000 cows to supply the NFL with enough leather for a year's supply of footballs.
That's a great stat. 3,000 cows we got to kill to get footballs.
Ida, Ohio, right?
Yep.
Number 3, from a complete stop, a human is capable of outrunning a Formula One race car for about 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, great stat.
Okay, number 2.
Not me.
You guys are just hammered because these are not great stats.
I like them.
The perfect inning, 9 pitches, 9 strikeouts, 3 outs, has only been achieved 46 times.
Wow.
And the number 1 stat from Robbie Ray of Sunshine, otherwise known as Uncle Robbie,
Robbie in the lobby.
stat of the day, Gary, a.k.a. PETA,
We might have to fucking get rid of that.
has the greatest uncle in the world.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. So you're talking about my Uncle Mark, right?
Yeah.
Robbie, this is Ryan. Next time I see you, I'm buying you gummy bears.
Yeah.
I'll be there Tuesday, 12 o'clock.
He'll be there
Bye.
Tuesday at 12. Thank you, Robbie.
All right.
Bye.
Have another beer.
All right, bye. Yeah. So whoever's doing this, remind me at an hour and 14 minutes I got to cut out my name because he fucking said my whole name. Don't need that.
down. Mark it down.
Was that Uncle Robbie?
That was Uncle Robbie in the lobby.
Oh, yeah.
Mommy, you got that? Hour and 14 minutes. I got to cut out where he said my name. I got to do the censorship.
I got you.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
All right, we've got Devin on, Mr. Bear, for some trivia.
Thought we weren't using real names.
It's Papa Bear.
Mr. Bear. I didn't give your actual
Mr. Bear.
I did not give your last name. You are Mr. Bear, Devin.
So I picked a few trivia questions for a book I have that relates to you guys. Listen to you guys on the podcast. This is the first one was really for Brandon, who's not here.
Fuck Brandon.
Jeff Gordon.
It's close.
Notre Dame.
Is he Jeff Gordon a Notre Dame fan?
Yes, he is.
Does he just like being sad all the time?
Yes, he does. Or gay.
Well, here's another one. In 2008, what team became the first NFL team to lose all 16 games in their regular season?
The Lions.
Which is also a Brandon's favorite
Detroit
team, right?
Lions. Fuck
Yeah, it's
Detroit.
the Lions.
Sorry for the Lions fans here.
Oh. All right, so we got some baseball stuff. In 1929, what baseball team became the first to wear numbers on the back of their uniforms?
29?
1929. Again, this is based on the teams and the people you guys have talked about all year long.
I'll guess the White Sox.
I'm going to guess
Cubs.
Why don't you guess Yankees? That's your team.
Yankees. Yankees is my team. I'm going Yankees.
Yankees it is, right?
Yes, beautiful.
So nobody knew that. It was all just guesses.
I took my team.
Who was it again?
Gary, you doing all right?
This will be for you, all you guys.
I got to host the show somehow.
At 19 years old, he led the NFL with 120 points, making him the youngest player in league history to win the Art Ross Trophy.
So NHL.
NHL. I'm
Sidney
sorry.
Crosby.
Sidney Crosby.
Beautiful. Done. Move on.
Man,
Fucking
I know
easy.
they're kind of easy, but I just.
I'm a Penguins fan, so it's easy. Penguins.
I don't even want to touch Gary on this.
What quarterback?
I'm fucking hammered too.
Like drunk Gary is like Superman.
No, I don't know about that. My mom would say otherwise. Drunk Gary is like Superman. I'm like fucking Rubber Man, Elastic Man, Stretch Armstrong.
All right, sorry,
Mr. Bear, you're good, buddy.
I'm switching gears here.
Here we go, Mr.
All
Bear.
right. The only time a player has hit 50 home runs and 50 doubles in the same season occurred in 1995. What Cleveland Indian did it?
Ramirez.
Sandy Alomar Jr.
Hold on.
Not yet.
We had Tommy Alomar Ramirez, 1995.
Think about it.
Kenny Lofton.
You'll smack yourself.
Who?
Kenny Lofton never hit 50 home runs ever.
Hey man, I'm just throwing it out there. Jeez.
Who'd we have in there? Albert Bell.
Who said that? Albert Bell's correct.
Beautiful. Who said Albert Bell? John already has a shirt. John, the man, we should.
I'm a
John
Reds
should be on the
fan.
show. Thankfully, John lives in Waterville. He should be on the fucking show. Let's replace Brandon with John.
If you bring Miller Lite bottles, John, I guarantee he'll smell them.
John, I'll have Miller Lite bottles there for you if you can show up on the show.
Or vodka and lemonade.
There we go, John.
All right, couple more quick ones.
Here we go.
Who said this? After scoring 28,000 points in his career,
Wayne Gretzky.
I know. Give me an ultra. I'll get it down quick.
After scoring 28,000 points in his career, his father told him, "I'm not going to congratulate you, dummy, because if you had hit your free throws, you would have made 35,000 points."
Jordan.
Shaq is right.
Shaq, good question.
All right.
Great question.
Shaq is the best, worst free throw shooter in the NBA history.
Those were painful to watch, weren't they?
Oh, Bear shooting
All right,
the free
another
throw,
one.
and he missed.
Who said this to Reds manager Sparky Anderson? He said, "I played a more important part in your life than your mother.
P. Rose.
She only carried you 9 months. I carried you for 9 years."
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose is right.
I love it. That's a great one.
I fucking love Pete Rose.
Yeah, I do too.
And then this last one, I'm sure everybody will know. What baseball hothead had 5 separate managerial stints with the same team?
Billy Martin.
Yeah, it's got to be
I mean, I
Billy
can read
Martin.
them. 75, 78, 79,
Billy
83,
Martin.
85, and 88. Billy Martin.
Thank
gotta
you,
be.
Billy Martin,
All with the
Yankees.
Yankees, yeah.
All with the
Somebody
Yankees.
should know that,
So here we got our set of the day. Thank you, Mr. Bear. We got some more trivia. We're gonna take a quick piss break here because we need that. I think all of us do. How many? Lisa, number 63. 6 more, Bear. And
I'm gonna fucking milk this thing to 69.
we're coming back. We're coming back with Kobe Bryant's cousin, Kode Bryant, and he's going to tell us why he didn't make it like Kobe did. So we're going to talk about the NBA. We're looking forward to that. Thank you to Kode Bryant. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, Brandon at All Wear Clothing. Thank you to Sean, Crandall Quality Lawn Care, 419-704-5471. And thank you to Steve at Savage & Associates. And thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time, the official theme song of Over the Line Sports Podcast. We'll be back momentarily. We are back at episode 100. Bears at total, we're at 69 beers.
Oh, no,
apparently.
we're over that, but I was number 69.
Lisa!
We're at 70.
We're at 70. All right.
Bears at 5.69.
69,
Whatever
yes.
that is.
All right, so Clay is on. That is Clay that you hear on the Grown Ups podcast.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, Clay.
Hi, Bear.
Clayface.
Hey, Clay.
And we also have.
More to go.
Keep going. Keep.
I was going to say, thanks for having me, and thanks for getting me all, like, white girl wasted.
Well, white girl wasted. How many do you have? 3?
5.
Wait a second.
Oh,
hold on.
that's pretty good.
I got my slash. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Hold on a second. How
Hey,
many
if you're white girl
Claws
wasted,
have
be
you
careful.
had?
There's a black dude lingering.
Speaking of the black dude that's lingering, we have. Nobody knows this yet. We have Kode Bryant on the show, who is Kobe's cousin. Kode Bryant, who has contributed to the show. Can you tell us what the fuck happened? You're not in the NBA.
Look,
what happened
man.
with your cousin Kobe?
Well, see, what happened is me and Kobe, we had a tryout the same day, same time. I was running late. I had detention that day. So if it wasn't for me having detention, it'd be me getting
And you had a heavy lunch, if I recall.
Exactly.
You couldn't get the ups.
It was a sloppy Joe day.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it was.
Why
Sloppy Joes.
did you have detention that day?
The white girls.
Hold on a second. Were you with Jeff in Colorado with that? Because I know your cousin had some problems in Colorado too.
Yeah, I've been trying to make up for that for the last few years now.
Now, you may or may not have been in Colorado. White girl, are you married?
I am married.
To a white girl?
To a white girl.
To a white girl.
Were you in Nate's wedding party?
You may have been in Nate's wedding party.
I might have been. I've been the token everywhere else. So.
All right, Kode Bryant, we're going to cover.
Here we are broadcasting live from South Park, Colorado. We have Token here.
We have Token here. Kode Bryant, Kobe's cousin. You are how many beers deep now?
Well, I am 3 deep, and that's the 3 more than I've ever had in my life.
We've got a lot of background. That's okay.
You let them roll.
We got a crowd.
All right,
we got a fucking crowd.
We got a nice peanut gallery rolling.
That's where Kode Bryant. Tell us your story. What happened to you? Why didn't you make the NBA?
Well, with detention and everything, but we both grew up together. When he was born over in Italy, we were both there. I'm his first cousin on his mom's side. So, we grew up together. Basically, I gave him everything he knows. He was the Black Mamba. I was the Gaboon Viper.
You see Kaboom Viper?
Kaboom Viper, there it is, baby. There it is. So what happened? What happened?
I had detention, man. Just chasing girls and trying to eat sloppy joes. And that's it, man.
Was that a girlfriend's name?
Yeah, Sloppy Joe. That's the name of that girl in high school. Everybody's
Was that name of that transvestite you had in Colorado?
Yeah. I had a thing for that girls that can cook.
That tranny in Colorado, you had her? Sorry to anybody that's in the transvestite community.
Are you?
Okay. No, I'm not sorry.
Jesus. All right.
What do we got?
We want a full on, because from what I hear, you're a Lakers fan, right?
Yes.
Right.
What did you think of LeBron going to LA?
I hated it.
Everything going on with LA.
Hated it then. Still
Anthony
hate it
Davis.
now.
Tell us about it.
Why?
I mean, LeBron, he's not. I'll put it this way: LeBron's not Kobe. All right. And
how is he not Kobe? Give me an explanation.
Okay. Well, we can start with the birth certificate.
Right. We'll start with the birth certificate, the hairline.
Sorry for LeBron and his Taco Tuesday.
Hey, he's still got a better hairline than Gary does. So.
Oh, thanks a lot. You asshole. God damn.
It's cool, Gary. You and me, we can rep the ball.
And I do want to thank Clayface from the Grown Ups podcast for the which my mommy bought me, the razor. Right?
Oh yeah, isn't that badass?
Oh shit, I use it too.
You can use it
Yeah,
in
Jeff
the
got it
shower. Jeff, myself,
Yeah.
Clayface, we all like to be bald.
Well, we don't like to. We've just
you're right.
we've relaxed into it.
Yeah.
I think is the way to put it.
We kind of came
You should
into
see
it.
my butt.
I do not want to see your ass. I'm sorry.
Hairy as the day is long until Clay gets along.
I want to hear this Kobe LeBron discussion.
Yeah. Let's hear it. So we got Kode Bryant.
Judge.
Kode, right? Am I right?
Kode.
Kode, Kode Bryant. What the fuck happened to you? Why are you not in the NBA?
Politics.
Politics. Whoa, explain.
Are you talking about Trump?
Are you talking about Trump?
No. More down Sterling than Trump.
Down Sterling.
What is it with the Donalds, man?
Let's hear it.
They've got something going on, I think.
Let's
I
hear
know,
it.
man. I tried.
Clay, are you drinking water? That doesn't go to the count.
No, that's vodka.
That's vodka. That doesn't go to the count either.
Yeah, I don't know which Donald was worse with housing, man.
All
Sterling
right,
or
Kode
Trump.
Bryant, let's hear it. What happened to you, man?
Well, look, man, we were both over in France. It came time to move back. I missed the flight.
You missed the flight.
I missed the flight. You know,
How'd you miss the flight?
Look, man, you can't put too many black guys over in France and expect them to know it, speak French.
Tony Parker did just fine.
Tony Parker did great.
Tony Parker's light skinned.
So you're saying you're dark skinned black.
I'm a little darker than Tony Parker. I'm light skinned, but a little darker than Tony Parker.
I like that.
I mean, think of all the other light skinned black guys that speak French. Tony Parker and Drake. So, don't really count.
All right. So Kobe gets drafted by the 76ers, right?
The Hornets.
The Hornets.
Yeah.
Not
Mommy!
But he's from Philadelphia or no?
He was actually born over
he was
born over in Italy.
Who the fuck was from Philadelphia? Why am I getting Kobe from Philly?
His dad played for Philly.
That might have been it.
Yeah,
that might be where I'm
played
getting
for
from.
Philly, and he went to high
Hey,
school.
put this on the beer mint table. That is not a beer mint yet.
Got drafted by the Hornets.
Gary,
Drafted by the Hornets.
there is enough in
Traded to the
here.
Lakers.
Do I have to chuck that? Here, give me it.
Look at that.
Oh, that
Give me it.
thing's still
Hold
standing
up,
up.
give me it.
There's some remainder. Drain that. Attaboy.
All right.
Attaboy.
All right,
There we
back-
go.
Back to Kobe.
We're
the better Bryant.
Hold on, we're at 11.
Whoa.
Lisa,
I'm the better Bryant.
72.
I'm just
72.
He's just the recognized Bryant.
28 to go. Let's go.
How many YMCA championships have you won as the better Bryant?
John,
YMCA intramural championships.
Right now, I got, he's got, 5 rings?
You got 5 NBA titles.
I got 7 YMCA titles. And after I won the 7th, they told me I got to switch up. I've been dominating for too long. So we went to 3-on-3, and right now we're on number 4.
Number 4 right now.
That's not bad.
Number 4 right now.
Thanks, Sean.
What does the, it's like, if you've ever seen The
Were you at
Office.
11?
If you've ever seen The Office, you know that, Schrute Bucks work to Stanley Nichols. What does an NBA title work to a YMCA championship?
12
What's
right
the
here.
ratio?
That's legit.
Oh, it's
That's
all the
legit.
same, man.
That's a good question.
I'd say maybe an NBA title is slightly lower than a YMCA title.
And a Y title?
And then a Y title.
That big round fucking ball?
Hey, you got to think, man. There's a lot of YMCA guys, man, that they just don't care,
Hey, hold on. Ryan Bear or Kode Bryant. How many fucking beers you deep?
If you ask one more time about beers, we're trying to get through this podcast.
I want to know how many fucking beers he's deep. I need him to drink 8 more.
Getting a count.
I'm 3 deep.
3 deep. I'm 11 deep. Where the fuck you at?
I have drank 3 beers entirely in my life, and they have all been today.
All right. So back to where we're at. So we got, you think that an NBA championship not as good as a YMCA intramural?
Yeah, because here's where it is. YMCA, you
We got
can't
Clayface
dunk,
here.
but they have better fundamentals.
True.
Better
Well, that's
fundamentals.
not
You
even
want
that.
you want to see you want to see good passes. You want to see good handling. You go to the YMCA.
Oh, no, it's not even that.
You want to
Cody, can
see
you
some
dunk?
flashy dunks.
Can you
Fine,
dunk,
go to
buddy?
the NBA.
Cody Bryant, can you dunk?
I used to, and I broke too many rims, and they said, look, we're funded by the community. We can't afford these rims. You got to stop dunking. So I stopped. Now I just finger roll all the time.
Finger roll, baby.
Finger rolls and floaters.
Finger roll's my middle name.
I can dunk Oreos and milk.
And you,
What are you,
I'm a great
4 deep?
dunker.
Yeah.
and you got to think,
Great dunker.
the YMCA lets everybody in. You know,
That's true.
NBA,
Well, yeah, for $50 a month.
exactly.
They let everybody in.
Exactly. They let everybody in.
NBA, they pay you $50 million
And
a
as long
year.
as they're not Jewish, of course.
That's why they got the JCC.
It's in the name. Yeah, of course.
I'd like to interrupt. I'm the first of 12.
Oh, you dickhead.
What?
Good.
Do you have 12? I'm at 11. I'll get to 12.
That's
Are you-
the shiv at 12.
No, hold on. Shiv, are you cutting off?
I'll keep going because
My man. Okay, I gotta go to 12.
So I want to get into actual NBA. I know it's way too early. It's August 3rd, 4th, whatever the fuck the day it is.
Third, baby.
It's August
Third.
3rd. NBA
But fourth
season
when they hear it.
NBA season doesn't even start for another 2.5 months. What do you think the Lakers? I mean, I think are the Lakers still the favorite to win the title? They're not. Is it
Give me the
Clippers?
Give me the fucking Clippers.
I didn't ask
Paul
that.
George.
That wasn't my question. My question was, who is the Vegas favorite right now? I think it's the Lakers.
I think
And
it
I
is
think
the-
the Lakers are still right.
think
Are
the
they
Lakers
really?
are.
I think the
They're still
Clippers
the
are.
biggest favorite.
So as a Lakers fan and not a fan of LeBron being there, what exactly do you think is going to happen this year? Because AD is a walking sprained ankle.
Right. I said
A beast. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Dude's a fucking beast. He's a walking sprained ankle.
You got his sprained ankle. You got Cousins. You know, he's a ticking time bomb. You never know. He's kind of like
And he just got what just happened to him today?
Cousins.
Not Cousins, but Draymond.
Draymond just signed his extension.
4 years,
A lot of people,
100 million.
4 years, 100 million. A lot of people didn't think he would get it. I'm surprised he got it.
I'm not surprised. He's a good defensive player.
He's Bill Laimbeer.
Even if I'm fucking hammered.
Yeah.
He
He
is,
got a contract.
Draymond is a millennial Bill Laimbeer.
I like it. That
That is a great comparison.
It is. It really is. You're right. So for the Lakers this year, what's your expectations?
You know, just as
4
they make it
seed,
to the playoffs.
3 seed. Oh, they're gonna make it to the playoffs.
Well,
That's
I don't
sort of
know.
a given. I don't
The
know
bench-
anything about the NBA, and I know that's sort of a.
The West is tough.
The
Yeah.
West is tough, and you
West
still
is
got to come
tough.
off the bench. You know, LeBron can't play 45 minutes a game anymore.
Yeah,
know,
you're
He
right.
ain't going to. No
Yeah,
way.
he's not going to.
Boogie's gonna give you 25. LeBron's gonna give you 32.
Right. And Davis, if healthy, he can give you
32.
35.
You got to rely on good coaching. And who's their coach now? Luke Walton got fired. Who the
Hey,
fuck's
Yeah,
their
Luke
coach?
Walton got fired.
Hold up. I just want to talk about this. The Clippers are 7-2 odds, who is my pick to win the title. Lakers are at 8-1,
Okay, so a little behind.
or 4-1. So that means they're
Okay.
8-2, which the Clippers are 7-2.
Which
are
means
the
they're
best odds.
16-4, which
Yeah.
means they're 32-8.
I like it.
We can do math.
We can do math.
I can't. That's a lot.
The next, give me the next team on the odds. We got Clippers first, Lakers second. Who's third? We got another mark. Lisa!
No.
Bring on the wine. I got her.
I say depending.
Mom, how would you give me this hammer?
It's been
What the fuck am I gonna do?
I don't know. I think it'd probably still be the Warriors.
No, it is the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks.
I mean, I can see that.
Oh shit! Hey, Bear, your mom's marking Jeff again. Mom's going home with Jeff.
And she's making
Mommy's
right
going
at the
home with
nipple.
Jeff,
Right
baby.
at
Woo! Lisa, where are we at? 75.
I can see the Bucks. You got Giannis.
You got Giannis. Dude's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
You have a
Giannis
good
is
team.
insane.
You got-
They lost Middleton. The Bucks are going to be there.
Which is
Hey,
a lot
who
of
the
shooting.
hold
That's a
on?
lot of
What
shooting.
the fuck is ringing in here? Turn that shit off.
Whose phone is ringing?
Turn that off.
It's the sweet phone. We're fine.
Who the fuck is here?
They're just calling to tell us we're awesome.
All right. So,
Damn right.
hold on a second. We're back into the NBA. Keep on fucking track.
Hey, fuck you, Bear.
So back.
You've had 4 beers.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
This guy that's like, I'm not even drunk. He's like, let's talk about We're here for the show.
I told Bear
not
to
for
lead,
the spectacle.
I told Bear to lead the show because I'm 11 beers deep, and he is.
Gary's been drunk 3 times in his life. I'm drunk every fucking day.
Yeah, he is.
So I control myself. He can't, and that's why we're talking about this.
Bear's the sizzle to Gary's
He has
steak.
had 4
Bear's the
beers.
steak to Gary's sizzle.
I might have to.
That's
step
5
out for a
fucktard.
minute.
That's how drunk you are. You can't even see the fucking
Oh,
cross.
I saw the slash 5.
Okay.
Or is it 5.69?
All right, seriously though, because we want to get through this by 4 p.m. today.
I'm on 11.
It's 2:42.
So I want your NBA Finals prediction right now, Ryan. Kode Ryan. I want your
Kode Bryant.
NBA, not with the Lakers you like. Right now, it's way too early. No one fucking knows. NBA Finals prediction, August 3rd, 2019. We have another 10 months till the finals are even on.
Well, hold on. Before he gives that, 2 months ago or a month ago, I gave Clippers Bucks.
Yes.
Before Kawhi signed, I'm sticking with it.
Clippers
Bucks, baby.
That's
Clippers Bucks.
it's
I'm
solid.
sticking with it.
As a Lakers fan,
Before Kawhi signed, Clippers Bucks.
This is hurting my soul. Getting ready to say this.
All right, let's hear it, Cody.
Clippers Bucks.
I like it. I fucking like it. He agrees.
And if not Clippers Bucks, Blazers Bucks.
Ooh, Blazers.
Blazers.
Do you think McCollum and
Blazers? Yep. McCollum and Lillard.
and Joseph Nurkic?
Whiteside.
Yep.
No, Whiteside.
Oh, Whiteside's there,
Whiteside's
but
there, too.
Nurkic will come back.
They have two huge. They have 2 huge 4-5, and they
I
have
agree.
2 great 1-2.
Right.
I agree.
And they got
Absolutely
Whiteside.
right.
And you got Whiteside coming off the bench.
They're going to be the sleeper team this year, no doubt about it.
Whiteside's going to start until Nurkic gets back.
Okay.
Worst team in the league this year.
Worst. Cleveland Cavs.
I agree, and I'm a Cavs fan, and I agree.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, Clay's going to agree. He doesn't watch
I do.
basketball.
I was born into a Cleveland family, so I've been bearing that burden for 33 years.
Sorry to
There
hear
we
that.
go.
The Browns are looking good. The Cavs are not looking good.
Yeah. The
What
Cavs
about
are
the
gonna be bad
Indians?
this
What
year.
about the Indians?
The Tribe are close.
The Indians always do good, and then they tank it right before the playoffs. This is
Tribe
how
are
it
close.
Somebody yelled. Was that Lisa or Dana?
That was Lisa yelled.
Lisa, what'd you
What do we
yell?
They're John and Lisa are.
They always-
they're Cleveland Browns season ticket holders, but big Cleveland fans just in general.
There we go. There
I
we
mean,
go.
we're talking through and through, die hard, don't switch, none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
They love pain, love it, and I'm not talking about football. I'm just in general. John has whips and chains in his garage. I've been there.
Lisa, mark me up. My mommy's going to mark me for 12.
Dude, stop saying mommy. I'm getting uncomfortable.
My mommy. My mommy is a young mommy.
I know, but she's been making the rounds in this room, you know.
Now wait a minute. My mommy does not like any of you.
He likes me.
My mommy is what, 53? Right, Mom?
49.
Why call that out?
How you doing?
No, she'll be legit. She's 53, but she looks 40.
That's how you get written out of the will, man.
No. My brother is not good. My brother is not in the will.
Gary
he will
just
fuck
lost
that up.
all Christmas presents.
That's right.
Birthday gifts.
My mommy will say it. My brother cannot do the will. I love my brother to death, but I'm in control of the will. Right, Mom?
And back to sports.
Right. Thank you, Mom.
All I'm saying is I would let her
12, baby. Where you at, Shiv? Fuck you, Shiv.
Okay, so do you guys...
Crandall, I need a beer.
You guys are all at Clippers Bucks?
Sean.
For the finals?
Sean. Yes.
I'm not.
Sean, I need a beer. Where you at, Ryan?
Bear, where you at? What's your poll?
I'm not
Clippers Bucks.
I'm not Clippers Bucks.
What are you? What's your call?
Short.
Right
On the
now,
on the table.
Right now on August 3rd, I like the Lakers because I like LeBron. I think AD is going to stay semi-healthy this year. He'll be healthy for the playoffs.
Okay. You think Kuzma plays a big part?
Oh, absolutely. I think the Lakers are going to be fine.
Thank you.
I think the Lakers are going to be there.
Who's running point?
No issue at all.
Who's running point?
Oh,
Rondo?
LeBron
Rondo's
probably.
running point. They said LeBron's gonna run point, but
LeBron's gonna run
why
point.
have Rondo signed if you're gonna have LeBron run point?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
12.
I'm going Lakers Celtics. I think the Celtics will be fine this year.
There we go,
Really?
baby.
I do.
Celtics,
I
okay.
do. I think it's gonna be an old school one. The Lakers are gonna beat them.
Okay.
That's how it's gonna be.
I can't hear you.
Without Karai.
He says Lakers Celtics.
I don't know about Celtics. I'm a big Celtics
They're
fan.
fine.
They got Kemba.
They got Cantor. They got Kemba.
Yeah,
They'll
Cantor.
be all right.
Dude,
The
and
East is bad. The
we
East is
agree.
really bad.
We agree.
Yeah, the East is real.
Besides
We-
Milwaukee and Philadelphia, the East is
Right.
bad.
We agreed that Enos Cantor was probably the best signing of any team.
Yeah, well, he's better than Horford. He's younger than Horford.
2
and
years,
he's cheaper than
$10
Horford.
million. Because what did they sign him for? What did Philly sign him for?
Detroit's going to be the sleeper team. They got D Rose.
Fuck that.
That's
Get
cute.
the fuck out of here.
That's adorable.
Hey, what did Horford get signed for? Hey, Bear, what did
Derrick
Horford get
Rose is
signed
going
for?
to sprain his ankle putting his uniform
6
on.
years, what? 6 years, $100 million. So they saved $80 million on taking Enos Cantor as a center. Right, so they got Cantor.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Since 1955, who names their kid Enos?
He's from Turkey, so they're weird over there.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
He actually can't. Actually, big story about he
See
can't
how
go back
loud
over
we
there.
are?
Yeah, he can't go back.
It's just all them. He talked mad shit about the Turkey government and
Lisa!
all that.
Yeah, he can't go
mad
back.
shit.
So he can't
will
go
get
home.
arrested if he goes home.
Wow.
So he's staying.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
I did not know
he
that
stays
about
in the
him.
United States. Yeah.
He's got death threats
77?
to his house.
Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah.
New York.
He got
Hey.
like all his family over here.
Quick update. We're an hour and, what does this say, 40 minutes? I can't read. We are 77 deep, so we need 23 more.
I'm a
I
little.
think Shiv and I are at 12.
Counting my vodka.
Are we at 12? Oh, that's Devin.
Yeah.
What else?
Shiv, where's Shiv? Oh, he's right
literally
there.
right there.
Literally right in front of you.
22 more.
I can't fucking see.
He's literally right there.
All right.
Got 22 more.
Hey, Kode Bryant. Kode.
Go ahead. Go
Kode Bryant. Why are you? Where are you at now? 6, 5,
bro.
4.
Why are you better than Kobe?
How could I not be better than Kobe? I mean, that's kind of a rhetorical question. I mean, he patterned his game. He claims after Jordan, but really he patterned his game after me.
Yeah.
I came up with the turnaround. I was the one that gave him the armbands, you know, the sweatbands on the leg, on the calf, and on his forearm. That was me. That was all me. You know, number 8. Actually, my number was 9. The only time he was good enough to wear my number was when he played in the Olympics.
Hey, throw this in the water cooler. I need a cold water. I'm 12 deep.
There are
you
cold
13? 13. God damn it! I'm 12 deep.
He's a
You
tank.
need to stop worrying about the beers and start worrying about getting through this goddamn fucking
So,
podcast.
does anybody want to ask me my NBA pick?
I do slow down. No, I do want to know Clay's NBA
We
pick.
heard
Get him off
Clippers,
this
Bucks.
shit.
I'm a machine.
Clay,
You need to slow down.
We heard Celtics, Lakers.
Pull him downstairs.
Clay, what do you got?
Again.
Lions and Cowboys?
No, you ready for this?
I want to
Lions
hear
and Patriots.
Clay's.
I got this. It's a deep pull.
All right.
I'm talking Monstars and Toon Squad.
Nice.
I think Lola's looking good. That big blue guy, he can dunk. He's got the reach. And that DeVito monster, you know, he's got a good sense for what's happening.
Danny DeVito monster?
Yeah, the Danny DeVito monster.
Danny DeVito monster.
And what's that little guy that took Muggsy Bogues' basketball power? That's the one you got to look for.
Elmer Fudd.
Because he's scrappy.
I don't know who it is.
Really?
But we
Nobody's
appreciate
on
what
board.
you're saying. We
Nah.
appreciate it.
That's okay.
So what you're saying is you have the Toon Squad over the Monstars.
Absolutely. Well, they've got Bill Murray.
Bill Murray is a star.
Even though he died in Zombieland, he's still going to be good for the Toon Squad.
Don't. Hey,
LeBron's doing
hold on,
Space
hold
Jam
on,
too.
hold on, hold on.
Look, Zombieland was a
Spoiler
movie.
alert. Spoiler
Space
alert.
Jam is historical, accuracy.
That is. Spoiler
He
alert.
only died in a movie. He's undefeated and untied in his only basketball
Bill
appearance.
Murray is still alive in Ghostbusters.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I agree with you.
Zombieland or Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters.
Zombieland 2.
Yeah.
Zombieland 2.
I guess
So-
he's coming back for
So,
Zombieland 2.
I'm
hey,
down.
Which is
thank you.
weird.
We got a lot of
It's
show.
weird, but it is what it is.
We got a lot of show to go. Thank you to Kode Bryant for coming on, Clay for coming on.
Anytime.
So we're gonna take a quick pause here. We're
Also,
gonna take a
remind
very
Kobe,
quick
I'm a
pause.
better rapper than him too.
We're going to take a quick pause. I can't see, so I'm going to close one eye. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about NHL. Not much, because we're going to shit on Nick.
It's going to be quick.
So we're going to have Cody, and we're going to have Big Dick Nate. Big Dick Nate.
And call me back for
Here,
baseball. I got
we're
you
going to
for
shit
baseball,
on Beer League, and we're going to be back in a minute. Thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. I'm hammered. Barry, you might have to help me here. We're going to thank Brandon from All Wear Clothing.
Steve.
Sean, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, 419-704-5471. And Steve from Savage and Associates.
Back in a
Thank you for
minute.
the food. We will be back in a minute. All right, it's still loud as shit in here, but we do want to thank Wes Anderson for moments in time, even though I'm hammered. Follow him on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. I see your mom looking at me.
There's
like,
no
he's
H in
fucking
West
hammered.
for anybody listening.
He's fucking hammered. How many? What's my number right now?
So you're at 12 right now, and you're gonna get out of this segment.
I am gonna get out of this segment. We're going to NHL.
Yep.
Jeff's gonna come on. We got Cody. We got Big Dick Nate. We got Bear. We're gonna cover NHL. We're gonna shit on. You better fucking shit on Ryan, or not Ryan. Nick.
Oh, I'm shitting on Nick
for not coming here because Nick was 18 beers deep. I'm giving it to Predator right here. He's gonna be on it. Jeff is coming back. So thank you all for covering it. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you need to take a water break.
Water break.
Water break for Gary.
Crown Royal would advise that.
So
whose fucking phone is this?
So I don't know.
Go down and get a door.
Where's my phone?
Get the fuck up and go take a break. Let's do this shit.
Is this mine?
That's mine.
Is that yours?
I found mine. Jeff, fill in. Talk about the Avalanche. Talk about
So-
Nick being a shitty beer league player.
So we got BDN, Big Dick Nate here.
Hello.
Here's my
We have a newer one. We have Cody on. Cody, say hello.
Hello. Hi, Cody.
And then we have Jeff on.
What's Cody?
Security Jeff.
What's Cody's
Security Jeff is back. So our NHL segment, obviously it's not even close to NHL season. Our NHL segment was supposed to be with Nick. He was supposed to give us his stuff. Nick isn't here. Beer League is not here. We have a guy who fucking stood us up.
Are we
who
shocked?
Doesn't even play. He thinks he gets scouted. He thinks that he's a good player. He's not here. You'd think if he would be here,
I got it.
he'd want to scout himself.
I put the P in the N.
Is that the puck in the net?
Yeah.
I heard he's not
He plays defense, so he doesn't do that a lot. And Nick picked the wrong fucking day because he thought it was tomorrow. So we're just gonna sit here and shit on him and think about his beer league because I think we all get snaps on him every day of what?
We know hockey players are real smart, so that makes sense.
The scouts were here tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they weren't. The SASHL, I don't think scouts have ever been there. He showed me a picture of a fucking salad today that had just disgusting all over it and said, "Yeah, this is my health food." I don't think that's health.
It had blue cheese on it, didn't it?
Shiv's at 14. He had to tell me. Are you going to get to 15 or no?
What am I at?
I did 15.
I don't know.
15 and stop?
10,
That's
11.
fair. I'll give you that. What are you at?
I don't know.
You're at 11. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
bitches.
Okay, so it's way too early for the NHL season. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. It's way too early.
Yeah.
I'm a Red Wings fan.
Ooh, so we're like a rivalry.
A little bit. And I don't want to fight you. No goalie
anymore.
fights, none of that shit. So, I mean, the Red Wings suck. The Avalanche are like 8th, 9th seed. Like, they're So they both but they're both rebuilding, so that's good.
Yeah.
Cody, you dabble in hockey. You don't mind too much. You're a Red Wings guy. You like, we go to Toledo Walleye. Same with Nate. Nate, do you have a professional team or not really? Red Wings, if you had to
Red
pick?
Wings. I did a fantasy lineup one time and I won, so
I'm
undefeated in fantasy hockey.
Oh, so you're an expert on Twitter is what I'm getting out of this.
I don't have a Twitter.
That's why you're an expert. Yes, you do. I'm pretty sure it's Nate_8 if anyone wants to
You were on
follow.
Twitter way too much.
If anyone wants to follow that, it's Nate_8. I know for a fact he's on Twitter. So other than Nick not being in the NHL, not being in anything other than a fucking beer league, I have nothing else other than that. Jeff, I know that you've spent time with the Avalanche.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear a great Avalanche because NHL is going to be tight. Like I said, it's not the season. It doesn't matter. So give me your best NHL story with either the biggest star you've been with or just some guy who's your friend. It doesn't matter.
So I know Gabriel Landeskog and his wife. I've known him for years. Gabe's a great guy. But Gabe went away for a summer up into the Swiss Alps. And he put on like 30 pounds of muscle. And when he came back, he decided he was going to show that off to pretty much everybody. So every single party we went to, Gabe took his shirt off, which was ridiculous. So you guys know Imagine Dragons?
Yes.
The group? So Imagine Dragons had Radioactive. And if you go and look, if you YouTube Colorado Avalanche, Imagine Dragons, you will come up with a video that shows the Colorado Avalanche players doing some kind of weird video to Radioactive by the Imagine Dragons, okay?
It's not like a weird Harlem Shake thing or something, is it?
Dude, they're straight up like lip syncing to Radioactive, right? So, fast forward like 6 months after that, and the Imagine Dragons guys are about to sell out the Pepsi Center where the Avs play the next night. So I'm at an Avs game, and up on the big screen, they show the video of the Avalanche players lip syncing to Imagine Dragons Radioactive, which is pretty cool, right?
Right.
Except for some asshole in production then zooms in on all of the Imagine Dragons singers sitting in the crowd watching the Avs players the night before lip syncing to their video. I didn't even know Imagine Dragons was in the crowd.
Right.
So out of nowhere, these guys start getting fucking mobbed by customers who are there to see the Avs game and have no idea that Imagine Dragons is sitting in the crowd.
Jesus.
So they get mobbed. So I fired that guy, the idiot who ran the camera, who decided that it was okay to do that. And we had to surround the Imagine Dragons guys the night before they played live at that venue, lip syncing, or the Avs players lip syncing to their music. Now, once Gabe came back, he put on like 30 pounds of muscle. I mean, he fucking bulked up.
Big motherfucker.
I've recently done that, but it was 30 pounds relaxed muscle.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
no,
it's hard to
shows.
do. Yeah.
So Gabe comes back and he's put on 30 pounds of muscle during his summer camp. So every time we're out, he takes his shirt off. I get a text from Gabriel Landeskog who's like, dude, you got to check out this Imagine Dragons video. It's pretty cool. If you guys go and look it up, the first scene is Gabe with his shirt off.
I'm going to have to fucking post that.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. And he knows it pissed me off. So every time he'd send me one of these videos, I'm like, seriously, dude? No joke, the first scene of the Avalanche Imagine Dragons video is Gabe with his shirt off in bed.
Shirtless.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh my God.
That's actually the background of my computer right now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Is he a sexy motherfucker though?
He's a good-looking man.
There you go.
I would let him dump me.
This is a no homo section of this.
Yeah,
right
absolutely.
Now. So, okay, if he's a good-looking man, you can say it. It's okay.
Gabe is a phenomenal man. So is his wife Melissa. She's amazing.
She's a phenomenal man too.
She is a phenomenal man.
God damn, good for him.
She's a great woman. I'm not even kidding. She's not like hockey. Like, oh, I really love you. Like, she is a great person.
Good. No, I like to hear that. Okay. So quick NHL, Jeff. So you're an Avalanche fan. Is that it? Did you grow up liking anybody else or not?
No,
really?
I'm not a hockey guy.
Not a hockey guy.
I have never
Okay.
been to a hockey game until I took over their security.
So you're just an Avalanche fan then?
And I went up to VOM 1. There's 4 VOMs in a thing. I went up to VOM 1, and I could not believe how fast hockey was.
Oh, dude,
you watch
it's insane.
hockey on TV, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. When you are standing on the ice, it is insane how
crazy.
fast these guys move on that ice.
It is.
It's crazy.
But just getting into it, you don't know Patrick Waugh.
No.
You don't know Joe Sakic.
I do not know Waugh and
You know Patrick Waugh.
Oh, yeah, and Sakic.
Okay.
Sakic, before Waugh came back, Sakic run our team.
Okay.
Every single day, I would walk Sakic up to his elevator and on the way back.
What about that shitty fucking Turtle Lemieux? What about him? You know him?
Who?
Fucking Turtle Lemieux?
Lemieux?
Claude Lemieux?
Nah, I don't know. Who
Darren
that is.
McCarty whipped the shit out of him and he turtled up like a bitch?
No clue. I'm not a hockey fan.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to hear. Because Waugh and Sakic are legends. Claude Lemieux is a piece of shit who thought he was tough and got his ass whipped every time he came and played the Red Wings.
How's your day going?
That's fair.
Pretty good. 89 beers.
Hey,
That was more exciting
here's
than
a
hockey
picture with me and Gabe. Do you see it all?
I do. You just all right. You
so
did something else, but I like the picture of yourself.
So I'm gonna zoom in on this. On my last day of being Gabe's on the last day of being Gabriel Landeskog's bodyguard, this is the jersey he signed for me. Now Gabe is Swedish. He's very literal. When Gabe would introduce me to people, he would be like, this is Jeff. Jeff is the man. Now to all three of you, if you told somebody they were the man, he'd be like, dude, you're the man. But to Gabe, if you were the man, you were in charge of everything.
I gotcha. Well, yeah, being foreign, I get that. It makes sense.
What does the jersey he signed to me says?
To Jeff, you're the man.
Yeah, so he meant that very literal. on my last day of doing game security, he put, Jeff, you are the man. But he means it literally, like, you are the guy who keeps me safe. Not like we do, like, dude, you're the man. It had nothing to do with me being cool. It was straight up Gabe, like, through the years going, he is the man, he keeps me safe.
Seriously, that is badass.
Fuck yeah.
I love that. I wish it was closer to the NHL season because it's wonderful, and obviously we like going to our Toledo Walleye. It's too early. Obviously, I hope the Red Wings fucking do something this year.
Yeah, no
I'm going to root for the Avalanche because it is a rival, but not anymore. That was a rival back in the 90s.
That's what I hear is with Sakic and Wah.
And that's fucking awesome, Jeff. I love your stories on this.
My dude.
So I got a similar story to being the man. Where I work, besides my awesome podcasting career, I'm a supervisor. And one of my managers told me that I'm the second best supervisor in the company. There's a lot of supervisors. You know what he told me after that? Everyone else is tied for first.
So
that sucks.
So that counts Phil, right? Because I think Phil's better than you too. Just in my
Phil's
opinion.
not. No.
Oh, he's not.
He's ahead of me.
I don't know Phil, but I would guess he's better than you.
I would also agree. Okay, so we're going to transition into NASCAR. And Jeff, you can stay on or not. If you give a shit, if you don't, you can walk away because I don't really care.
I know. The only thing I know about NASCAR is that Dale Earnhardt took a header in the wall. That's pretty much it. I don't know anything else about NASCAR.
Is that why that Dale Earnhardt cooler is on the wall right now?
Yes, right now. I know they drive in circles. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to check out.
Not this week.
Solid. Yeah, no, not this is the one.
Thanks,
the one of 2 weeks they are.
You guys have fun.
Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate your NHL talk.
I love me some Bush, though.
Who doesn't? Bush lattes or Bush?
I'm talking about Kyle Busch. Kurt Busch in second.
Oh, you're a Kyle Busch fan. Okay, that's fair. Cody, if you had to pick to be a fan on NASCAR, who would your driver be?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Probably like a Kevin Harvick guy.
Kevin Harvick, classy. He took over for Earnhardt.
Yeah, he took over for Earnhardt.
I mean, that's good.
Does he drive a Jim Beam car right now?
He does not. I think he used to drive Good Wrench back in the day, did all that shit.
It's hard because Kyle Busch is so good, but he's such an awful person.
Yeah, the Bushes
Nobody can root for him.
No one likes Kyle Busch. And really quick, Sean is leaving, and we appreciate everything he does. Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. I don't know his phone number like Gary does, so I'm not going to plug it. You've heard it 69,000 times so far today. So give Sean a call if you have anything, landscaping needs, grass cutting needs, unless you live in Point Place and he ain't going to do that. Make sure you give Sean a call.
Cody, are you doing fantasy right now?
I got my lineup pulled up.
Oh my God.
Sean bought all the beer for this, and it's absolutely fantastic. He's done a great job with everything we've done. We plug him all day, every day. He's getting a standing ovation right now in the back.
That's actually for beer.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean, for everything you do.
He's a world-class guy. Let's be honest.
He is a world-class guy, and he'll take care of my shrubbery and weeds, so I don't have to fucking pull him, which makes it even better.
Not in Point Place, though.
Shiv, we just went to NASCAR. Are you a NASCAR guy? I figured you sat down at the wrong time.
Not at all. I like Tony Stewart because I grew up close to Eldora Raceway, which Tony bought a couple years ago. I have a friend I worked with through college when I was a construction worker who worked at Eldora, and after Tony bought it, he would tell you the two best guys, and I know people are going to be pissed off to hear this, but the two best drivers to ever come through Eldora in terms of like accessibility to the fans, in terms of putting points up on the board, were Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon.
And that doesn't surprise me one bit.
No.
And Tony Stewart is a quote-unquote bad boy, if you want to put it that way. And he had an unfortunate incident on the track where, unfortunately, another driver got out of his car and he got hit. And unfortunately, he died. And it's too bad because it's stupid because
it's 2019.
Don't get out of
in a long time.
Don't get out of your fucking car and just do it. And he was under drugs and alcohol and all that shit. And I don't condone either way of what fucking happened.
No, but
don't blame Tony Stewart. Yeah, don't blame Tony Stewart for what happened. Don't get out of your fucking car in a dirt track.
No. You don't. It's kind of an unwritten rule where you just kind of stay in your car until you get the appropriate flag, then you can exit.
Exactly. So we're going to get into PGA. So this week, in my opinion, I hate road tracks. one of the most boring tracks, Watkins Glen, this week. And we brought Cody on for this because, Cody, we want to know, you're leading our fucking DraftKings league that we've had forever for NASCAR, and you know pretty much, quote unquote, jack shit about NASCAR. You've won 19 times.
Did you ever play? Did you ever play the what's the Tom Cruise movie about NASCAR? Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder, yes.
Did you ever play Days of Thunder on the original NES game?
No.
Watkins Glen is the worst fucking track
it's terrible.
you can play on the original NES. Go ahead, Cody.
Yeah, so I don't have any NASCAR insight whatsoever.
I like it.
Closer to the mic, Cody.
Sorry. What I do with NASCAR is I Google about 10 minutes, 15, 30 minutes before the race, and I read about 3 or 4 articles, find the common denominators, and that's my lineup.
So, math.
And yeah, it works.
And you've played in 70. I'm looking at DraftKings in our league right now. You've played in 74 contests. You've won 19 and placed in 30.
Jesus.
Legit, you've won $330.66 in NASCAR, and your league score average is 208.
Am I in first
No, you're in first.
Do you look up qualifying at all?
No, never.
No qualifying.
I don't look up when the article's posted.
Yeah, that's
so
impressive.
what you're telling me is
You're like the secretaries at my work who decide because of the mascot or the school colors we're going to pick whatever.
These are real
on
daily fantasy
March
articles.
Madness, and then they win the whole fucking thing.
No, I don't pick by colors or brands. I just read the articles. I shouldn't say I read them. I skim them heavily for the names, see what they say about them, and then that's who I go with.
So
wait, who's the favorite this week?
I mean, we're at Watkins Glen. This is a road course.
Yeah, it's Martin Truex and Kyle Busch.
What about is the Amarillo still racing?
Amarillo is still racing. Chase Elliott won this race last year, so you may think he's the quote-unquote favorite. I guess
Denningham
because
was
he
a big
races
pick
once a
too
year.
because he won 2 years ago. Was on the pole last year.
Is that tomorrow night? Or
Tomorrow at 3.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 3.
Tomorrow at 3. And John's walking behind. John's a huge Mark Martin fan, by the way. Was a Mark Martin fan because he doesn't race anymore.
Doesn't like Mark Martin.
He just likes the Viagra.
John loves the Viagra. That's why he was a big Mark Martin fan.
Martin always came with a solid 6.
Always with a solid 6.
Mark Martin hasn't been relevant in 15 fucking years.
Yeah, that was a good joke. Let's give Nate credit. Big Dick Nate.
That's nice.
Now, John, I want you to yell into the mic. Watkins Glen tomorrow. Who the fuck's gonna win? Who's gonna win tomorrow? Watkins Glen.
God.
Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen tomorrow.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch? Okay.
Yeah, baby, he loves that Busch too.
That's a safe pick. That's the safest pick ever.
I get it. As I said, John loves the Busch, so that makes sense. John, if you had to pick right now, who's your favorite driver right now?
Right now?
Mark Martin is not racing right now.
I know. Who would be my favorite driver?
Don't lie.
You got to pick one.
I can't lie.
There were 92.
I can never lie. No.
Hey, give me an attitude.
No. I don't know who. I don't know who's running.
14.
Who's running these days?
What about Chase Elliott?
Jimmy Johnson.
You like Hendrick? You're not in the. You don't like Kyle Busch.
I would take Chase Elliott.
Kyle Busch.
I like Kurt. I like Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch? Okay. Kurt Busch is fair. Kurt Busch is a good pick tomorrow.
Who has the pole?
Me.
Stop.
Oh.
It is
Stop.
Oh, you're talking about tomorrow. I don't even know.
I feel like generally the winner out of here comes from the top 10 in qualifying, right?
And you know what?
A lot of guys don't work their way through the field.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you've done your math on this or not.
Ryan
Or
works
your
I didn't. I'm
research.
just speculating.
Since 2009. Since 2009, what is
7 pole sitters have won that race.
Since 2009, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have won the race. So you're good.
No, close.
But since 2009, what's the lowest starting?
34th.
No, that has won the race.
34th.
I'm gonna go with like 8th.
Shiv?
Remember Boris said he came through one time.
6.
5. 5. Brad Keselowski in 2013 started from the 5th position and won this race. Since then, 12, 11. The furthest away was 1992, Ernie Irvan, 22nd.
Wow. So,
22nd.
fun fact, My dad lives in the Indianapolis area, and I went one time to the midget races, which is completely politically correct as a name.
The first thing to my head, yeah.
That's what they call them, though.
Yeah.
And I watched Ernie Irvan race in his small Kodak car at the indoor Indianapolis field, and all we did was huff exhaust fumes all day because it was in the Hoosier Dome watching the midget races.
I fucking love that.
I like Ernie Irvan a lot.
Yeah.
I love that you like Ernie Irvan. All right, so quick to end NASCAR right here. We do standings every single week. Right now, Brandon is leading our standings at 13.9, and we do this off an average of all the places they finish at throughout the year. Gary's in second at 15.8. I'm in third at 16.7. And Stat Guy, who is no longer with us, is going to keep taking 38 throughout the rest of the year, is at 17.1. So this year at the Glen, Brandon has Daniel Hemrick, I have Daniel Suarez, Gary has William Byron.
Do we know the pole position? What are the top 5 qualifying?
I don't know if I have that yet. I'm not sure if they've qualified. I'm going to check really fast for you.
Yeah, they probably qualify on Friday.
It'll probably be Saturday. They still have no qualifying stats up. So Nate, I want you to pick a driver this week. You got to pick someone to win at Watkins Glen. Anybody, it doesn't matter. Who you picking?
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch this week. Shiv.
Mark Martin.
Let's go Casey Kane.
I don't think Casey Kane has raced in about 6 years. So good pick.
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt.
No. God. Who are my top 5 in the field?
I don't even have it right now, but your top 5, like, overall, are Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Kevin
Joey
Harvick.
Logano.
I'll take Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. All right, so we got 2 Kyle Busch. Cody, your pick this week at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, sorry, I'm totally on the Kyle Busch train.
Okay, so we got 3 Kyle Busch. And like I just told them, Cody, you were away. We pick and we can't take the same guys. So Walzak has Daniel Hemrick. I have Daniel Suarez. Gary has William Byron. We're getting down to the last couple of races where we're running out of people, and then once the chase starts, we can pick new people again.
Who picked Daniel Suarez?
I picked Suarez.
Who are the guys that normally don't race that are racing this week? Do you know?
Those guys don't matter anymore.
Are you gonna take a long? You're gonna take a long shot?
No, I'm not. I picked Kyle, but I was just curious.
All right.
I don't even know if like the Boris Seds race.
Oh, he doesn't
anymore.
race.
What's your long shot?
That's
Well, I mean, my long shot is still Daniel Suarez. He's solid. Matthew DiBiandetto, he's a good long shot. Oh, absolutely.
He's on Gibbs Racing, right? Which they historically do well from my reading on a road course.
Yes, he's definitely cheap, but there's like nobody here, honestly, there's no Boris Seds, there's none of that shit. So
I've been to Vegas twice this year. I would play him all day.
He always does solid. I think that's a good play, actually. He's probably in my lineup.
As it should be. Okay, so we're gonna get out of NASCAR. We're gonna go to PGA.
The tour is on fire right now. Got a bunch of young guns out there.
Brooks Koepka all day.
So no arguments there.
Yeah, we all agree on that. We probably skip.
Like my girlfriend asked me before I came here. She's like, "So you're gonna pick Tiger?" I'm like, "Fuck no! I'm gonna pick Brooks Koepka."
That guy doesn't even practice.
Fucking day.
My heart's with Tiger, and my mind is with Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, if you were
So
putting
Gary just hit 15.
That's good for everybody
He's still
involved.
awake too, which is very impressive.
if you're putting money down, you're going Brooks Koepka all day, every day. Tiger's sitting 27th in the standings right now, which gets him into the Tour Championship. He already committed to play the next 2 tournaments. The tournament this week, the Wyndham Championship. I mean, it's not a lot of the bigger guys don't play in this one. It's a FedEx Point kind of race. That's what they're here for. So there's not a lot of big names in this one. Matsuyama missed the cut. They just don't give a shit because they're already up there. Matsuyama's like 26th.
When does the FedEx Cup start?
It's technically starting next week. And
Tiger's
it's
playing at both events.
Yep. Top 125 go into next week, and that's when the big FedEx Cup comes into play. So this week they're at the Wyndham.
So Cody, if you pick John Daly, you gotta kick you in the nuts, okay?
I mean, John Daly is a great golfer, but yeah, he's injured right now, actually, right?
John Daly.
He's been trying to ride around in the cart, but they're not having it.
Do you think if you were a pro, you'd ride around in a cart?
We should do an entire episode
If they
of
let
John
me.
Daly jokes.
Gary getting hammered.
That's
over here.
Gary's 16th beer. He's
I'm
doing
saying
well.
Gary's position because Gary is fucking right.
Yes,
You Shiv, I'm beating you.
Oh, boy,
Those
Gary.
weren't words.
Those were stutters. So Ben
you
Hahn is
shit.
winning right now.
I'm
Webb
beating
Simpson's
you.
up there. Who is the favorite? Like I said, you got a lot of no names up there. Next week is when the real golf
Did
starts.
Jordan Spieth fall off?
Spieth was middle of the pack. I don't know where exactly he's at right now, but he wasn't having a good Saturday. I know
So
that.
before we started the podcast,
Shot 5 over today.
There he is.
Before we started the podcast, Bear and I had a little discussion. Who dresses better, Ian Poulter or Rory McIlroy? Go.
I mean, if we're going straight flair, it's definitely Ian Poulter.
Why?
Rory's classier. Ian always got the fancy pants.
Yeah, fancy pants, all the colors. I mean, I hate Ian Poulter as a human being.
Wasn't he? He was almost off the tour last year, right? 2
Good
years
at what
ago.
he does.
He's an awful person.
Ian Poulter was one tournament away from losing his tour card, and he won and finished second back-to-back weeks.
Then that
Ever since
motherfucker
then,
came back.
He's
yeah.
top 20 in fucking in majors.
Not everyone's born with the clutch gene, Bear.
He's also on the forefront.
Are
of
you
getting,
born with the clutch
cheers
gene?
on the
You
golf.
goddamn know it.
Good, because that's going to be next after we finish PGA. I will get into that. But my biggest thing with PGA, and I love that, Shiv, Rory or Poulter? You asked the question. What is it?
I'm a bigger Rory fan than an Ian fan.
Why are we doing Rory
Yeah,
versus
everybody
Poulter?
is.
It should be Ricky Fowler dresses better than
Well, Ricky
Rory.
Fowler. Actually, I think the best dresser on the tour is probably Justin Thomas. He's got Ralph Lauren.
I agree
as
with
his
that.
sponsor.
Okay, hold on this, though. Better mullet, Ricky Fowler, John Daly in their primes.
John Daly.
All day.
Ricky's close, though.
Did John have a mustache?
John would be
He did, yes.
Did
He
he?
did.
Yeah.
John had a blonde mustache, and it was dirty, and
Bro.
a lot of women sat on that.
Dude.
Just throwing that out there. A lot of face writing.
Joe Dirt all day.
That's why he has 4 ex-wives.
Goddamn right. And he just fucking drinks, plays golf shoeless. That's why he's an idol of most
Seriously,
people.
like all of us want to go back and kick our guidance counselors in the nuts. Because if they had told us that we could have a mustache and a mullet and play
bang.
golf, and just bang unlimited trim, we would have been on there, right? Not taking honors classes, not taking calculus. We would have been on the John Daly train.
Give me all the Smith personal finance classes I can fucking get.
Did you guys see his
Absolutely.
kid?
Credits.
Did you guys see his kid the other day hitting the golf ball?
Yeah.
He hits it farther than I do, and he was drinking a scotch on ice and smoking a Marlboro Red. He's 13 years old.
Classy.
He's amazing.
So classy.
Where's he from?
It doesn't fucking matter.
Somewhere in Alabama or some
Which
South
baby
shit.
mama was that?
I'm guessing Missouri or further south.
Oh, guaranteed.
It's gotta be.
If you're drinking Marlboro Reds and drinking Scotch, it's most likely
If you're
PBR.
drinking a
but-
Marlboro Red, that shit's
Drink it.
wrong.
Do you drink Marlboro Reds?
You just said
No!
I haven't in a long time.
I will guarantee you that kid has a Kid Rock concert T-shirt.
Yeah.
Somewhere in his closet.
It says don't fuck with a motherfucker like me, guaranteed.
Right.
Okay, so I want your picks. FedEx Cup. Brooks has a big lead right now. The Tour Championship's weird. Cody, what's up with the Tour Championship?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we talked about this earlier. Do you have it up on your computer?
Can you
where
go over,
talk
like, the top
about,
5?
where people start off?
Okay, so
it's different than years past.
it's really odd. So right now, Brooks is first, Rory second, Matt Kuchar is third, Xander Schauffele is fourth, Gary Woodland is fifth, Cantlay is sixth, DJ is seventh, Paul Casey is eighth, John Rahm is ninth, Justin Rose is 10th. Fowler's 12th, by the way. So what they do for the Tour Championship, I guess, which is odd, it's new this year, the leader, wherever they're at in the FedEx Cup, starts off at 10 under. I don't know why. It makes no sense. If you're the best golfer in the world, why the fuck are you starting better than everybody
They're
else?
rewarding you for having a year-long good season.
You're right. It makes no sense. And then from there, they go 9, 8, 7. So when
See,
you get to
I don't have a problem with that at all.
you don't think it should be switched? You don't
No.
think Brooks should
No,
be at
because-
even and the 30th person should be at 10 under?
No, because you're thinking NFL style, where
He
the worst
worked
team
his
gets the
ass
best
off
pick.
to get to where he
Right,
is.
I'm with Ryan.
He deserves it.
he doesn't practice, so he didn't.
Oh, I love him not practicing.
Brooks is the closest thing to an amateur golfer we'll ever see.
Gary.
We show up 5 minutes before hungover. He shows up 45 minutes before and doesn't.
Would you guys pay to see Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson show up 5 minutes before their tee time and just go?
Absolutely. I did it already once, so I'd probably do it again.
How cool would it be?
I guess it's going to be Tiger and Rory this year, by the way.
Yeah.
Something on
Like
Thanksgiving.
Japan, right?
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they almost had a Fowler McIlroy one, but it fell through.
Because Tiger won't bet, of course, in the United States. It has to be
Not at all.
country,
I mean,
Dubai or Japan.
and he's still sitting at 27th. So, not to get into all this shit, I want your FedEx Cup picks. Who's going to be the champion? Nate, BDN, go.
A lot of people are going to disagree, but I think Xander comes through.
That's a beautiful sleeper pick.
And
fucking great.
He's going to come through, and he's going to have a breakout year next year.
Good. Cody?
100%.
I mean, with this new format, how does Brooks not win? He only cares about big tournaments. This is going to be a big tournament. I just don't see it.
It's hard to pick against him.
Hard to pick against him.
I can't pick against Brooks Koepka. So.
Yeah, and
Or Cody.
I can't either. Dude, he's got a 500-point FedEx Cup lead, and then he's got 10
shows up when it
strokes.
matters. We got $15 million in the lines of prize.
And $2 million more for the Wyndham Cup, which he's going to get if he finishes there.
He's going to show up for this.
$17 million fucking dollars.
This is bigger than any major. That's all he cares
Seriously,
about.
I'm on the Brooks train all day.
Choo choo.
Yeah.
Dude has got a hot girlfriend.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
He's a fucking beast. He works out. He does his fucking yoga, all that weird shit. He shows up 45 minutes for his tee time and shoots fucking 3 under and wins a tournament.
Not to cut you off, but did you see her on SB's red carpet?
For me,
but dude, he's a good guy.
It's hotter than this room right now. It's
Have you seen his interviews? He's an upstanding, decent human being.
Yeah.
He's not like John Daly, who's a piece of shit. Let's be honest.
Right.
No, Brooks Koepka is a decent human being.
Down to earth.
Down to earth. He wins. He's not like Tiger. Tiger expects to win. Brooks, if he wins, he's happy with the win.
I would say Brooks also expects to win, just kind of a different attitude.
Okay, that's fair.
I agree. Okay, so before I get off the golf topic, Tiger Woods. He's 27th right now. He's playing the first 2 tournaments for sure. As long as he makes the cut in both those tournaments, he'll be in the Tour Championship. Does Tiger Woods have any chance, just like last year, to get there and potentially take over?
No.
He had it last year. Justin Rose made a putt on 18 to win the
My
FedEx
predict,
Cup.
if they didn't change the Tour Championship, I think Tiger needs to play golf. He's played 11 or 12 competitive rounds since the Masters. I think he could have won one of these tournaments, but he'll never win the Tour Championship now.
I believe, I'm with Cody. I believe that Tiger can finish top 10, but I don't believe he'll ever be number 1 again.
I think the bigger question is, he's the captain of the President's Cup. Does he pick himself as a captain's pick?
Goddamn right he does. He's fucking Tiger Woods, bro.
He should.
Doesn't he automatically qualify as being number 5 in the world?
No, he has to be top 10. No, you have to be top 10, and then
in the FedEx Cup or the world rankings? Isn't he number 5 in the world rankings right now?
I don't think it matters on world rankings. It matters on there's a different points they do for. It might be FedEx actually.
Oh, okay.
No, it does not go by world rankings.
You ready? I don't think it does. I agree with Cody here. I think he's totally right. I'm trying to pull up the fucking world rankings, but it's being slow as fuck. So, is that 100 or is that 99? We're at 99.
Oh my God! Always the bridesmaid.
Never the bride.
And Cody's mom.
Yes, Tiger is number 5 right now. Brooks is 1, DJ's 2, Rory's 3.
Let's let Ryan get 100. He's got the most beers drank, so let him finish it.
There it is. Yeah. There you go. Let it go. Okay. So with the PGA and everything, it's going to be a good year. So the last thing I have to cover, I mean, and this is for golfers. So Shiv, I know Shiv's fucking chugging right now to get to that Hondo.
My wife's about to hit the button. Can you let her in?
Yes.
100. He'll do. Yeah, 100.
Yay to alcohol.
100 beers. We did it at 3:37 p.m. before 4, so that's perfect.
Can I get a Miller Lite before Big Dick Hillary gets in here?
You goddamn right.
I think that would be big.
I need you to cover my fucking dead air right here, though.
All right, go ahead.
TV.
What are we still talking about?
We're still talking about golf. Give me I want to know about the cut line for next year. It's changing to 65 instead of 70. Is that going to be any effect?
No, because normally you see a lot of ties down in that position, so I don't think it's going to affect anything.
I mean, if you're one of those golfers that's barely fooling around making cuts, you care about it, but for the normal fan, it makes no difference.
No. Unless you're watching your favorite golfer who's in the top 30.
And why are you rooting for him?
I mean, I don't know.
What are you, Matthew Wolf?
That guy's going to be good. Have we talked about the amateurs that came in this year?
Okay, so you got
Holy fucking shit.
Colin
They're
Morarka,
fucking
right?
good.
Colin Morarka. You have Matthew Wolf, who's got the awesome twinge.
Victor
Hovland, dude's a beast, played at Oklahoma State. From where? Where's he from?
I think he's going to be the best out of all.
I think he's Swedish or something.
Sweden,
like
right?
that.
Yeah, Colin Morarka won the Barracuda, who's been up there for the past couple weeks.
And that was a tournament that.
Bear, I just want to pause for a second.
Thank you.
This is a monumental milestone in the podcast. We reached 100. We're at 101 right now, maybe more.
I love it.
And I got 100. So just let's make sure that Gary knows I was 100.
I hope you do, so he has 97 more beers here.
Oh my God.
So it's 100 on top of hundreds. Is that what
Gary's my best friend.
Hundo
And in all honesty,
that sucks.
Gary will. It does. Gary will hate the fact that I got the 100 before.
If that's true, we will not let him forget it.
No, you should not.
Does water count?
Okay,
If
so
it does, Gary had that
From
one.
now on, you should get T-shirts printed.
Well, for the 200th episode, you'll be Shiv 100.
You're gonna get the fucking Apple emoji with the 100 and the fucking dash right under that shit.
Absolutely.
All right, Shiv. What I need you to do right now is I need you to pause this because we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna get back into the big stuff. Nate, we're gonna give you an interview on your bowling on TV. You are the biggest superstar, BDN, bowling on TV, and then we get into NFL and we get into NCAA and we end this shit. So, Shiv, if you
I don't ever want it to end.
No.
Was that BCSN 2 or normal channel?
BCSN 2.
BCSN.
Shiv, if you could take that mouse and pause this for me, that one
You
right
can watch
over
it in
there.
Spanish
We
and
will be
English.
back in just a couple minutes.
He did it from
There we
right
go.
away.
Okay, so we're back on. Sorry about the little delay. I'm not technically sound like Gary is, obviously, and he's one beer deep, hammered. What do you got, Jeff?
Four eyes right now.
Do I?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Oh, I got one eye. I'm like
Nope.
a kickstand, actually.
I am that drunk.
You got a whispering eye?
Who is that? Is that still BDN? Okay, so before we get into our NFL and college football stuff, I want my BDN buddy, the guy I was there for, my anchor,
The support.
BCSN 2 star,
The Ocho.
champion, absolute fucking monster against 3 random motherfuckers who looked like they were high as fuck.
They were.
Totally were.
Yeah.
Nate, I want you to let me know, because it says on here, legacy. Legacy.
Didn't he bowl like Jim Brown or something?
Tim Brown.
Oh, Tim
Tim
Brown.
Brown.
It was actually Tim Brown.
Not the Notre Dame Tim Brown.
Tim B. We can't use his last name.
Not the Oakland wide receiver. Oh, he's so stoned.
No,
right now,
guys,
I
that
didn't
was
know
him.
Nate,
Pure athlete.
I was there for that. I want you to let me know how that experience was with the lights on, bowling one-on-one. It wasn't the normal 3-on-3 like we did before.
No.
It was one-on-one, lights on, cameraman down the other lane, cameraman next to you, me yelling in the background, Nate, you're a half board too far.
And those nice pants you had on too.
Bro, those are my go-to nice pants.
The khakis?
They were awesome.
They weren't khakis.
No, they were black.
Khakis.
They were khakis.
I lost my khakis.
I want to know how that felt after you swigged that beer.
Sorry. I'm trying to get my double diagonal. No, it was fun, man. We had a real good support. Probably the biggest crowd that BCSN has ever seen. So thank you guys for that. No, it was fun, man. We destroyed Decorating Dead Interiors. Shout out to my wife for sponsoring the team.
I want you to plug that right now. What does your wife do and where does she work for?
She does everything.
Does she?
Work-wise,
right?
Yeah, work-wise. Decorating Dead Interiors. All your home needs.
Toledo, Ohio.
And she's the sponsor of your bowling team.
She's the sponsor of the summer league, yes.
So she's the sponsor of the summer league that was on BCSN 2, which is like the 94th prestigious channel in the Toledo, Ohio area.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't that night.
It was the third that night.
Yeah, that night it was third. We got a lot of views.
So you had 2 guys that came out and started off 9 open, 9 open.
Ooh.
Is that like nervousness?
I think Coop was a little nervous, but he rallied.
What Coop go at 9 open, spare, 9 open?
Yeah, 9 open, 9
7 in a
open
row?
strike, 9 open, then he closed out.
And they both shot 215, right?
They both shot 225.
225.
So they thought that was good, but then I came out and shot.
Then the anchor came out. What did the anchor do?
Anchors do what anchors do. Came out and shot 259.
And Tim Brown
was bowling real good.
Tim Brown showed up.
If he'd have struck in the 10th, he would have shot 231, but he still would have lost.
But he opened in the third or fourth.
He opened in third or fourth, and then he kind of lost it
again
late.
in the 7th,
Yeah,
and then came out and finished, right?
He was intimidated.
But you are a finisher. That's why you're the anchor.
Yeah, that's what
the
anchors
point
do.
of anchor bowling. Devin, I'm going to call you, my father. Were you an anchor bowler, or where were you? You the start off, you the setup, you the anchor. Where were you at?
I was like number 3.
You're the third guy.
Yeah.
Middle of the
That's
pack.
not good. That's the guy we protect.
Yeah, but that's not always true either. So I mean, you protect them, but I mean.
But you also bowled on a league that had how many championships did you win at Imperial? 3?
12.
12.
Yeah,
That's
impressive. We won every year.
Was it a mixed league or was it not?
I was 3 out of 4. So we bowled in a 4-man league.
So you were the setup.
And our 4-man league was Denny, who had 13 300s at that time, and that was 10 years ago. But that also put pressure on him. So when I struck, he had to strike.
Denny was your anchor then. I thought Matt Adams was your anchor back then. Or was that changed?
Yeah, that
because as I remember, it was Denny, Denise, Devin, Matt. Right?
So you're right. You're right. I was number 2. It was Denise, Devin, Denny, and then Matt. You're right. Correct. So I was number 2.
That house is now a hospital.
It's not a bad.
It is. It's what, a ProMedica now?
It's a ProMedica.
Yeah, that place is gone.
But
that was a lot of history.
But you have a 300 ring.
That is
right?
where Earl Anthony used to bowl all the time. That's where all the big bowlers would go. That's where when they had the PBA.
They had the
Toledo,
PBA there, and then the PBA at Southwick.
They would bring their trailers in there and camp there for weeks and stuff like that. It was great. So.
And you have 1 300.
Yes, I do only have 1 300.
Nate, how many 300s do you have?
I have 2.
2 300s.
1 is at Imperial.
Cody, how many 300s do you have?
I have 0. I'm a straight bowler, about 160, 170. Real solid.
Solid average, solid summer league player right there.
Solid summer. I'm here to drink beer.
I'm just here to drink beer. Yeah.
Just to jump ship here really quick, but how many hole-in-ones does Nate have?
2?
2.
And I saw one of them, I think.
Yes, that's a fact. We all saw one.
That
of them.
was
We're sitting here.
This is our foursome. Harbor Shores.
Cody's got how many hole-in-ones?
I have 0.
0
I
and
witnessed,
0.
Ryan's
Cody
one
is
and
hands
1
down the best golfer in the group.
Ryan has how many hole-in-ones?
1.
So you're 0 and 1.
I called that
Cody's
one.
0 0. I am 0 and 1.
And Nate's 2 and 2.
I'm the natural athlete of the group.
Absolutely.
Even though it doesn't show.
And the most out of shape in the group. It's
Oh
crazy.
my God, no! That's why he's on TV bowling.
That is why he's on TV. But I couldn't.
We
do
talked
that.
about this. I put on 30 pounds of relaxed muscle earlier in the year. So
Honestly,
I'm ready to go.
Me and Nate are on the same diet.
I didn't see it on TV, but I know that camera makes you lose 10 pounds, and I assume you look great.
No, I actually gained like 60.
I love it. Nate, that was fantastic. We love being there. You fucking killed it. I know that. You destroyed Tim Brown, the wide receiver. Not the stoner who you
Good
bowled.
thing they weren't throwing passes at each other.
That is true. It was fun. Your team killed it. It was awesome to see. I absolutely enjoyed it. And you can plug your wife one more time because I forgot the name. Interior decorating designs?
Decorating Den Interior.
Decorating
But one
Den.
last question, though.
Sorry, Hillary.
You finished him out with how many strikes in a row?
7, right?
Yes,
But no, he
you
had a
finished
9 and
A lot. I had 10 out of 12 strikes that game.
Are we still
It was
counting
fun.
beers?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's over now. We're
over.
Where's Gary? Well over 100.
Where's Gary with the beer count?
Oh,
Gary's still yakking in the bathroom.
Gary's a little
So I'm taking over.
But just to give Nate some more credit, we had a crew in Waterville watching him on TV, BCSN 2, which we had to find, but we did. And we had a bunch of people watching him. I think you had 7 or 8 to finish out, I believe, in a row.
Yeah, I think that was right.
Which was under the lights and everything else, watching all your cronies in the background cheering and yelling and drinking.
So that legit was the
pretty
biggest
impressive.
night of BCSN ever.
Very impressive, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Audience and people watching.
Congratulations.
You guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we actually got a shout out from the announcers. They said this is the biggest crowd we've ever had on a Thursday night. There was probably 16 people.
And the funniest thing is that I got a text and they're like, who was the chick in the background? I'm like, that's Nate's wife. I'm not hitting on anybody. Well, I mean, I might have been, but that was Hillary the whole time that was back there. There was no other girl back there.
Yeah, she was like, "That's my shirt."
No, but that was absolutely awesome. I mean, besides honestly Brandon, who did that shit, you're probably the other most quote unquote famous on TV who did anything of our friends. That's impressive.
So if we show up this week, next week we're in the championship, which is on TV. So we got to get all you guys out there again.
Thursday.
It'll be on Wednesday.
I'll be there.
This time,
Wait,
maybe?
No.
next week is in like literally like the 10th or the.
No, we bowl this
8th?
week, and then if we bowl well, we qualify for the championship the following week.
So, oh no, we won't be in Bristol by then. I think that's Wednesday.
No, we will have Wednesday night off, so we will be there having too much fun.
I'll be in Dayton until I think my class ends at 4, so I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll make it to Southwick
be
by
there drinking
6:30.
way too
No
much.
Yeah, any
Hours.
listeners, go ahead and show up. A bucket of beer is $11. So
goddamn
Well,
right.
we'll have a crew for you ready in case these guys can't show up, so we'll be ready
Oh
for
no,
you.
I'll be there by the time Nate is on TV. I won't be there for the first couple. I'll be there by the time he's on TV. That's my anchor right there, all day, every day. Okay, so we're going to go into NFL right now. We're starting our previews. We're going to start with the NFC North preview because we thought we had a Lions fan, Nick, here, but
I got it.
He isn't. So I want to start Cody covering the Packers. Cody is a huge Packers fan, always has been as long as I've known him. I want to know what you're thinking the Packers are going to do this year. You got a tough division. The Vikings are going to be good. The Bears are going to be good. The Packers are going to be good. The Lions are going to be shit. It's a 3-team race this year, and normally you don't get that. You get 2 good teams in the division, and you get 2 mediocre to shit teams in the division. There's going to be 3 good teams in the division this year. What are you thinking?
Well, I think Lions shit is a little rough. I don't think they're going to be that bad.
They're going to be 6-10.
They got Matt Stafford. They're fine.
They're going to lose to Dallas on November 17th or 11th or whatever fucking day it is.
Absolutely, but I don't think they're going to be shit, so I like to put that out there.
Do you think the Green Bay is the lead dog in that division?
I would say no. No, they don't deserve to be the lead dog. No,
They got a young team besides Rodgers, right?
And how healthy is Rodgers, actually?
I think he's healthy.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is fully healthy. Last year, his injury was really bad that he played on, but it's the year of change. I mean, since I watched the Packers, which was mid-'90s, we've never had a new head coach, second-year general manager, second-year defensive coordinator, new offense. I mean, it's...
Don't they play the Bears right off the bat?
Yeah,
Sunday night, right?
They're the opening
4-point
game.
underdog already.
Thursday night.
They're a 4-point dog already with Aaron Rodgers playing. I would still probably take Aaron Rodgers
in Chicago, though, right?
In Chicago. If they're a 4-point dog, take the Packers all day.
I'll take 4 points in the
Is
Packers.
Mitch the best quarterback in the NFC North?
Aaron Rodgers? In the NFC
Mitch
North?
Trubisky.
No. Mitch Trubisky is the second best quarterback in the NFC North.
I'd rate
right, just
Trubisky
throwing
right
that
now
out there.
third.
I like that. That's good. Okay, so
I'm sorry. When is that game again? The Packers.
September.
It's a Thursday or what?
We're the opening game of the year.
You're the opening game. That's going to be a good game to watch. That'd be a game to watch.
It'll be a fun game. It's going to be a defensive game. It'll be very good. I think it'll be fantastic. 2, like you said, younger offenses, no doubt. I mean, besides Rodgers, the rest of the offense in Chicago and Green Bay are very young. Aaron Jones is very young. MVS is very young. A lot of young players on the Packers, and you have a lot of young players on the Bears besides, what, Allen Robinson?
The entire Bears season rests on how Trubisky can perform. The Bears defense is going to regress because they had a historic turnover rate, which you do not carry over. They're still going to be very, very good.
It's tough.
But they will not be as good. So can Mitch Trubisky take the next step? And that answer is very up in the air.
I say yes.
Bears defense
So I want
against Aaron Rodgers.
I want to know the new coach this year is
Matt LaFleur
from is Titan, right?
He was the Tennessee Titans offensive
Most
coordinator.
recently.
Yeah, most recently he also coached with the Rams as an offensive coordinator, and he actually came from a Kyle Shanahan background, which is what our offense will be like.
So he's going to want to pound the ball and then, when needed, throw the ball and hopefully limit Aaron Rodgers to 30 passes a game because he's a normal 35 to 40.
His goal is to run an outside zone scheme, and then he wants to run close, tight formations, but run different plays out of them. So you think something's going to happen, but he's going to run a different play out of it that you don't expect. That's what he does. It's like Kyle Shanahan 49ers offense.
Okay, I like it. So if I keep Aaron Jones in fantasy, that's a great keep.
Yeah, if he can stay
All
healthy, absolutely. I mean, the biggest thing is
They don't run the ball.
They will.
No, that was Mike McCarthy. I want to draw a comparison. So when we hired Mike McCarthy, he ran the 49ers offense, and he was the 32nd ranked coordinator that year when we hired Mike McCarthy.
Who's calling the plays in the huddle?
Mike, or it's Matt LaFleur.
It's not Aaron Rodgers.
No, it's not.
I think it was at the end of the McCarthy years. I think it was. Not in the beginning, in the end.
We could do a whole podcast on that, but yes.
I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the best segment we've had today.
It's gonna be a good
For the
segment.
last several years, it was the Aaron Rodgers Green Bay Packers.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
The offense was, hey, Aaron, do whatever you can to win this football game.
I mean, he's getting old, man.
But you also have to admit, Aaron Rodgers will do what he has to do to win the game and make a call.
You can go back to the first week last year when he was out. He should have been out the entire year, came back in the second half and won the game in historic fashion.
But as far as play calling, he will take over when he has to.
I think in the 2-minute offense, it is his offense to have, and it is no matter who the coach is. It's Aaron Rodgers has been in that offense for what, 12 years?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, now it's a quote-unquote new coordinator, new coach, new offense. It's his offense. He's been in that offense. He knows how to run a 2-minute drill. He don't need to fucking
The one thing that
do that.
excites me this year is there's been a lot of really bad talk about Aaron Rodgers this year. How he's the fourth best quarterback, not the MVP. He is very self-aware of his image, and he's very.
Are we writing off
He
the
wants to
Minnesota
show.
Vikings?
No, Aaron Rodgers will be fine.
No, you
I'm
can't.
not worried about
like
him.
I said, that the first three teams there are going to be. It's going to be a 3-team race. I mean, the Bears, Packers, and Vikings are going to all be tight. They're all going to be right there.
I
And
think
if they all,
you've got
if
two
they
playoff
finish,
teams,
if they go 10-6, 10-6, 9-7, or 11-5, 9-7, 9-7, like they're all going to be right there. It's going to be really
11-5 will
They're
just
going to
playoffs
get two
no matter
teams
what.
in the playoffs.
in the NFC for sure.
But if you remember last year, that whole division was very inconsistent. Vikings started out very good, then they choked. And then Packers were bad, then they played well, then they kind of went crappy.
The NFC
so it's a very
as a whole-
inconsistent division on that North division,
And
I believe.
Chicago was the only one who was consistent. Well, and the Lions for sucking the whole year.
Yes, correct.
The NFC as a whole is going to be very interesting for playoffs. You have the NFC North, the three good teams that can make it. You have the South, with Carolina, Saints, and Atlanta.
Yeah.
You've got the Cowboys and Eagles. Both those could be playoff teams. And then in
And the
West,
Redskins, don't count out the Redskins with Haskins. I hate to say that as a Cowboys fan.
Not as a playoff team.
I don't think so, but they're going to be 6-10, 7-9.
We're also talking about the West. We also
He's
have
going to make
Seattle Rams. and
Haskins will
49ers.
make some
So
noise
there's-
down there. He will.
There's 12 to 14 teams that could easily make the playoffs in the NFC.
Yeah, it's
Which you
gonna
don't
be-
have that kind of competition.
It's
yet.
going to be a fun year, I think, in the NFC.
As long as they pay the other Buckeye in Dallas, they'll be fine.
And the NFC North, though, giving
Zeke,
Aaron
I don't think
Rodgers
Zeke's
over
getting paid
Kirk
in
Cousins.
Dallas.
Yes,
I don't think he is.
He'll be there.
Not a chance. He's
Jerry said he will be there.
Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, he's gonna be there.
Okay, Cody, so since, like I said, Nick isn't here, give me your standings for all four of the teams in the NFC North.
Can I get a Miller Lite? I gotta get the second
Yes.
diagonal, please.
So I'll go.
Oh, never mind. We got one. Thank you.
There's definitely a homer standings and there's realistic
Mama Bear coming through in the
standings.
clutch.
Real realistic. I think the Bears.
Give me realistic.
Yeah, the Bears win at 11-5. Packers are a wild card team, 10-6. Vikings are 9-7. Lions are 7-9.
Okay, that's fair. So that will be quote unquote the best division football
I
this
think
year.
Packers get the 5th seed and take it to the championship game and lose.
That's the best division.
Championship game against?
Give me the Saints.
It's too early. Okay.
Give me the Saints.
And then give me your Super Bowl preview then. Fuck it.
Oh man.
So you just got the Saints going, so who's in the AFC?
Saints are gonna get screwed by some crazy play again, so it won't matter.
Oh no, don't worry.
There's
We have
so many
shitty
rules.
review
Yeah,
now.
I'm thinking
Saints Chiefs.
Yeah, I like that.
Saints Chiefs?
I like it a
And
lot.
your Super Bowl winner on August 3rd, 2019 is.
I want Drew Brees to get one more. Drew
Okay.
Brees.
Because we can go back and look on this at that point. You know, episode 100, you just made your Super Bowl pick. So
Because it's Drew Brees'
figure it
last
out.
year of this year.
I would like to say I think the Chiefs will not have the success they had last year, but they will still be a good football team.
Okay, that's fair.
I think Patrick Mahomes has got a little.
He's going to
extra
regress. I mean, he's going to
extra
regress.
hype. I think Troy Hill is going to get suspended for being his wife at some point.
Yeah, I don't know if they make it.
Okay, so Nate mentioned Zeke getting paid. Michael Thomas just got paid. He was.
Question. Wait. I'm with three
Go ahead.
Dallas guys.
It's a
Okay.
wide receiver
No.
league.
Settle down. I got 4 players.
Don't point your finger at me.
Wait, listen.
Stop
Dak,
pointing your.
He's pointing it at me. That's fine.
Dak, Zeke, Byron Jones, Amari Cooper. You have to lose one. Who do you lose out of those 4?
Zeke.
Okay.
Amari
But
Cooper
my
made
question
Dak
is
last
with
year.
Zeke, your entire offense is led through Zeke. The entire offense. The
I would-
offensive line, how Dak plays.
I would not say Byron Jones.
So, yeah. So
I don't
what-
like the. I don't
when
like the Zeke.
when Zeke was suspended, Dak still went 9-7 that year.
I would say Amari Cooper. You look at the stats. They said when
he changed the team
when
last
Elliott
year.
was in the lineup, Dak passing percentage was 75% almost.
Yeah.
When Zeke was out, it was 50%. So the play action to Zeke every time, everybody looking, is
Yeah,
he
but
getting the ball? Is he
Amari
getting-
came in
I'll
late.
be
He's a
honest.
And
game
Amari is a
changer.
great receiver. I get it. And Amari already said, I'm want to win this year. I don't want to get paid.
As a non-Cowboys fan, I don't even have an answer. That's a tough one.
I mean,
I wouldn't get rid of defense.
How could you not sign Zeke being the top 2 or 3
But Jerry
receivers / running backs in the league? I know what Jerry said about we don't need
It'll not be a record-setting. No, I'm not saying that. He said it'll not be a record-setting deal.
And you got to think this, as we came up with earlier. The last time a Super Bowl champion had also a rushing leader was 1998, and that was Terrell Davis and the Broncos.
Do you guys?
I love Zeke. He was a Buckeye. It's hard to get rid of him, but it's true. It's always been a passing league. The problem is Dak is not Drew Brees. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Tom Brady.
The offense is built.
Dak is a Mike Vick who doesn't have the legs but can throw the ball better. That's what Dak is.
Dallas is built on running.
I just don't get how Jerry Jones makes that comment.
They've been built on
Remember when
running.
Emmett held out? The first 2 games they went 0-2,
He's trying to drive that price down.
and then they came back in. He gets it, man.
There's no way you don't sign Zeke and Dak.
They're gonna keep that trio together. Yeah, they're not gonna change it.
They have to.
You can get receivers anywhere, technically. Nothing against Amari, but you can get receivers anywhere as long as you have a strong running back.
Jerry Jones loves speed, height. I mean, he changed the team last year. The Cowboys weren't a playoff team without Amari Cooper.
No.
And Amari definitely helped. You're right.
I think Cooper gets.
He gets open. He'll be staying.
But the year Dak was out 6 games, or I'm sorry, Zeke was out 6 games.
They went 9-7.
They went 9-7.
They went 9-7. And that's the thing.
The only quarterback with more wins is Tom Brady.
Is our consensus answer that Zeke is the most expendable option?
Speaking of Tom
Nobody
Brady-
talked about Byron Jones.
I think you got to have a shutdown corner.
Speaking of Tom Brady, he got the MVP of the Super Bowl last year? And who was the running back who caught
I think
the
it
passes?
was it Edelman
James
last year?
White.
Edelman could have been. James White also could have been MVP.
James White could have been MVP as a running back, but he caught passes.
The
He
Patriots-
didn't run the ball. but
That's what
the
James
point
White. That's
is.
what they do with him.
They're a perfect example. You
And
don't need a lead
Zeke
back.
could do that just like anybody.
And he can, and he will be. And like I said, they should all get paid. The problem is they don't get paid like the NBA. They don't get paid like the MLB. There's a salary cap, and it's tough to hold players like that. And you have people like Tom Brady who can cut their salary because their wife is a fucking millionaire model.
You can't compare it because the NBA is more global.
And the NBA has 15 players.
The NBA has
compared to 65.
The NBA has
or
more
whatever.
fans in China than the population of the U.S.
And the running backs in the NFL get beat up so quick and so early. So Zeke
why they
sitting
need
out
money.
now really is not hurting, which Jerry Jones did say that. And so did Stephen Jones. If you read that, he's like, it's not bothering me because we know Zeke will be in shape when he comes back because we're not going to lose him. We're going to keep him. He said that.
Well, he doesn't. They don't have a
it's just
choice. He's
matter
still
of
under
how much-
contract.
He's still under contract to make like $7 or $8 million next year, but they just want to extend.
And that's the
thing.
problem with Dallas right now is that they have Cooper who they have to pay. They just paid DeMarcus Lawrence. You have to pay Dak. You have to pay Van Der Esch here in 4 years.
Yes,
They have a lot of stars, but you have to figure out how to pay that correctly.
But Dallas is way under the salary cap. They have lots of money.
Yes, they do.
The
You're
big
right.
thing nobody's talking about, though, is there's a brand new CBA that's going to be right in the middle of that.
I know, and it's going to be tough.
Now you've been spending lots of time on Dallas. I think you should talk about Cleveland.
I'm
a little
going to
bit.
here in a second. I want to know one thing from the Cowboys fans, and this is going to be a quick little hitter. From the Cowboys fans to the Packers fan, I'm excited for Randall Cobb. He's old, but they run that little quick slant fucking offense that Cobb can put up some numbers this year in Dallas's offense. What do you think, Cody? You're a Packers fan. You've just dealt with Cobb for 7 years, right?
He's
And he's been awesome.
Cobb was great at.
He was
at
fantastic,
Cleveland,
but
in Green Bay.
Green Bay, sorry.
Just pure talent. Give me Cole Beasley.
Boy,
I agree.
But for price, give me Randall Cobb.
those feet, bro.
And that's why they got rid of Beasley. I feel bad for Beasley because I love Beasley. He's got to go to Buffalo. Poor guy.
The Packers got rid of Randall Cobb because
Money.
he's 26 or 7 years old, which is super young for an NFL player, but he came in at 20.
He's hurt.
So he's hurt, and he's definitely lost. He's not. He's
Those
a
eyes,
wide
though.
receiver.
He does have beautiful blue eyes for a light-skinned black
Very
man.
handsome man. But
He
yes.
does. And I'm excited for him to go 50 for 750 and 4 touchdowns this year.
Did they get rid of
Are you
Terrence
drafting
Williams?
him?
13th round.
Who's
Do you
the
guys
wide
not have a
receiver?
fantasy
Yeah,
set?
Terrence is gone.
Is it Cooper?
We will when we get close.
Randall Cobb.
It's Cooper, it's Gallup, Cobb in the slot, and then who's the kid from Ohio State? Noah Brown. Noah Brown.
Okay, so you really have three.
And there's one more.
Noah's the real-
And then we got Witten, Rico Gathers as tight end, and Blake Jarwin. So
But Noah Brown's more of a tight end.
I think your
kind of
offense
anyway.
immediately
they
gets
got
better
with
if
Jason
and they got
Witten's
rid of Rod Smith, which hurt last year. I like the Buckeye backfield, but they got the kid from
Yeah,
Kentucky.
but you got Alfred Morris,
and I
too.
think they re-signed who the fuck they re-signed?
Witten's going to make it better.
Who's the fast dude? Tavon Austin. I think they re-signed him, right?
Witten's gonna
I don't think he
get a
I
lot
thought
of
he went
attention,
somewhere
but
else.
he's only there for one more year.
Tavon Austin's
Witten.
irrelevant.
He didn't. I think they got rid of him because they got the kid from Kentucky. Okay, really quick.
I really think this could be Dallas's last chance to get the Super Bowl for Witten. I mean, this could be the
absolutely.
year. I mean, if they get Elliott back and Cooper stays and defense is good, this could be the year.
I think you're right.
I'm not predicting they're going to
As long as they
win
don't
it,
play Green
but
Bay and Dallas in the playoffs, they should be okay.
I'm not worried about Green Bay. I'm more worried
Stop
about
it.
some other teams. So.
I'm worried about the Rams for sure. I mean, Green Bay's always there.
overrated.
But
Why did he stop covering him on that play?
I'm just saying, Dez caught the ball. Anyways, okay, so
Not according to NFL rules.
oh, according to NFL rules, now they did.
Yeah,
They
So-
changed
Now
it.
he did. But
So
not back
I am.
then.
It was a football move.
I'm gonna flip right now. So Otto Graham is gonna get a statue outside the Cleveland Browns Stadium, and I know that your wonderful neighbor's dad paid for that with all their season ticket holdings. I want to know though. The Browns this year, obviously, since maybe 2000, 2001, haven't been this hyped. We're talking Tim Couch. You got Baker Mayfield. You got Odell Beckham. You got Nick Chubb. You got a great defense with Myles Garrett. You got a great defense with who's the Ohio State kid? Who's the Ohio State kid? Who's the defensive back? Denzel Ward.
Quarterback, yeah. Is he?
They're actually
is
pretty
he-
high up there,
David-
right, for Super Bowl favorites?
David Njoku. So I want to
Overhyped.
hear from a Cleveland Browns season ticket holder of how long? How many years? How many years, John?
30 years.
Since 86. I was born in 91. I'm 27 plus 5.
God, that hurts
30,
just-
32 Holy shit.
That hurts just hearing it.
32 years. 32 years. The Browns are the most hyped they've been in
have
a
you done
long time. The Browns, which we saw on Twitter, had Yahoo Sports, some fucking douchebag, came out with some shitty pics, said that the Giants and the Jets had the worst fan bases, or like the most heartbroken fan bases,
Yeah,
which is
most tortured.
way wrong. The Browns are number one, all day, every day, most tortured.
Forever they've been.
And
You
Shiv
said
I
Giants?
want Shiv to come on for this one. But John, I want to know, what are you thinking this year as a season ticket holder, as a Browns fan forever, as this is a year to make the playoffs? What are we thinking?
I think we'll definitely make the playoffs. It's been a long time coming. It's been 19 years, 18 years since we've been in the playoffs.
Yes.
I think we'll go 10-6.
Okay.
I think we'll go 7-1 at home.
Okay.
I think the only game we'll lose at home is at the Rams.
Fair. So what do you think of Odell Beckham being there? Odell is a quote-unquote diva. But do you think that Baker and the team, I mean, you got Jarvis Landry,
John's a
they played, and Jarvis and Odell played together in college at LSU. Do you think Jarvis is going to kind of have him close down a little bit and say, hey, look, this is a team thing. I mean, we're here for the same thing. We're here to get the Browns a goddamn ring.
Who do you like?
I like everybody.
We'll be good guys. That's what I'm worried about.
I'm excited.
I like that
Okay.
nobody's talking about that.
I mean, the defense is solid. The defense has always been solid. I feel like for the last 5 to 6 years, the defense has always been solid. Do you have any concerns about the defense this year? Safety. At safety, you got concerns. Okay. But you still think 10-6, playoffs. What about the Chiefs? The Chiefs are tough.
Are they going to win the division?
The Patriots are tough. Are they going to win the division?
North Division? We'll win the North Division.
You think so?
What about the fucking Squealers?
There's no way.
So-
I feel like this Squealers like a division.
So we got Browns at 10-6, Squealers at 8-8.
Yeah, probably.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Bengals, Ravens 8-8, 9-7.
I would say maybe it'd be less.
Okay. So Browns are going to the playoffs this year, according to a 32-year season ticket holder. Browns are going to the playoffs. I want to hear from Ryan. Browns fan also. What are the Browns doing this
Hey,
year?
real quick, are the Ravens starting Lamar Jackson?
I think he'll be the starter.
I think so. I'm a diehard Browns fan. It's been a long time coming. My son, who is going to be a junior in high school, just attended a Browns training camp, and OBJ just
The hype's unreal.
I mean, in all honesty, he should be the AFC division leader this year in terms of receptions. I think Baker to OBJ all day. I think they will make the playoffs. I don't think they make the Super Bowl. And I'm disappointed to say that as a Browns fan, but I don't think that there's anybody who can stop them in the AFC up to that point.
All right, Shiv.
Stay healthy though.
I love what you said. I think OBJ will be OBJ, JB, BJ. I'm used to BJ. OBJ will be 2 because DeAndre Hopkins is still in the AFC. DeAndre Hopkins is still a fucking monster, and they're gonna finish fucking 8-8 this year, and fucking DeAndre Hopkins is gonna have 130 catches.
I think you're underrated the Texans.
Sorry, man, they just underperform.
I think looking at Mayfield to OBJ all season long, I think you're looking at a minimum of maybe 4 losses this season, maybe.
Who's has more? You're saying OBJ have more reception than Jarvis Landry?
Oh yeah, easily.
I don't think
I'm
so.
with Cody on this.
Baker and OBJ, they say their relationship's so much better already than Eli because OBJ can relate to Baker. They're already hanging out. Yeah, they're going to be real tight. Yeah.
I'm with Cody.
Okay. How about this?
This isn't Miami where Jarvis is the only wide receiver and you throw it 5
I'll
yards.
freely admit I'm a Browns fan from way back. I mean, I was a fan with Ozzie Newsome and fucking Bernie Kosar. I understand where my loyalties lie, but looking at the stat sheet, OBJ and Baker Mayfield all fucking day.
I'm not a Browns fan, but I'm excited to watch this.
It's going to be fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. I want to get you first because you're the Browns fan. What about Kareem Hunt?
The football player or the person?
The football player because
he's
gonna
not
be
a
suspended,
factor
what,
until
8
game
games?
fucking 9.
Right.
So game 9 will be exciting, but I'm with Cody. It'll be playoff time, and by then we have earned it. So all the naysayers and all the haters will be on board because we've done it without him up to that point.
Yeah, let's say the only reason he's on a professional football team right now is because he's a top 10 or 5 running back. If he was a second-string guy, he'd be out of the
Did
NFL.
Andy Reid make him?
I think Toledo made him, bro.
We're going a little stretch there. No, he's a fantastic running back, but
I think the
he's
Rockets
not in the
made him.
NFL if he's not a top 10
He's
or
a
15.
419 boy. Cleveland didn't make him because he beat women up in Cleveland.
Cody, you need a slash. You're at 9.
Yeah,
I'm at 9 too. I'm trying to get that double slash.
You're at fucking 7 because I'm a bitch.
Yeah, Gary went over that.
Yeah, I had to get it for
Gary's done.
the vomit monster, so I'm holding off.
We haven't had a beer count in a while.
I think we're done counting, but
yeah,
I'm
we're
done with the slash.
my last count was like 108, so we're good.
We hit 100.
Can we get a vomit count?
We're good. Okay, so the last thing with NFL this year, I mean not with this year, but then we went NFC preview. We wanted the Browns. We got a little bit of Cowboys. So Tyreek Hill is in the news. If you guys heard of him before. So he bruised his quad in the first practice. He was back from being under investigation, however you want to call it. And then one of the, and this is the best part of the internet, you have to love the internet. One of the Twitter users, as he said, Tyreek Hill bruised his quad and is expected to be fine. A beautiful Twitter user said, which one of his kids is named Quad? How great is Twitter and the internet? Because that's fantastic.
The internet is undefeated.
Internet will always
I would
be
like to
undefeated.
say Roger Goodell is the worst commissioner of all time,
Thank
and his
you.
discipline system is absolutely outrageous.
Oh, it's horseshit.
Why was
How do
he
you-
suspended?
That was what I feel about
They
that.
literally have video of him saying to his girlfriend, "You should fear me."
How do you
What?
not do anything with Tyreek Hill?
That's a video?
Roger
that's
Goodell
audio,
is
audio.
the worst human being.
Yes, thank you.
On the fucking planet.
Thank you.
I get that that's a hated position. It's popular to hate Roger Goodell, but how are you gonna? And I'm not even a Cowboys fan, and I'm almost glad he was suspended just because it helps my team. But how are you gonna suspend Zeke and not suspend Tyreek Hill?
That might have just been,
look at this.
That might have just been sex talk.
Okay, look at this right here. Let's just run down the big ones, okay?
Yeah, Ryan can talk about this all day.
Ray Rice knocks out his girlfriend in a hotel lobby. Doesn't get suspended until a year later when the video comes out. Gets suspended
because of
on a
public
fucking
outcry.
security camera.
Gets suspended for a year. Zeke gets suspended for 6 games with a girl who full-fledgedly admitted she wanted the money and he did not touch her.
Without camera.
Josh Brown gets suspended. The Giants kicker, white by the way, not that color has anything to do with this. White.
No, color does matter.
Absolutely.
In the NFL.
But
Absolutely.
I just want to say that Giants kicker beats his wife repeatedly, gets 2-game suspension. White kicker NFL 2-game suspension. Black running back NFL no proof 6-game suspension. Black running back NFL with obvious. I mean, Ray Rice was a terrible person. 1 year. Tyreek Hill audio of "I will kill you," "I hurt my kid," "I didn't hit a woman, but I broke a toddler's arm."
His wife is on saying, or girlfriend saying, "You should fear me."
"Quote unquote," no evidence, nothing.
The thing is, he said that
Josh Gordon smokes pot, black wide receiver, suspended for 176 games.
Tyreek Hill said him and his son were practicing boxing, which is why he had the 8.
Yes, I always practice boxing with my 3-year-old son.
It's good parenting, actually.
Great sparring.
I think I'm the only one here with kids, right?
I feel like Roger Goodell is the
No, Ryan has 4 kids.
Oh, okay.
Roger Goodell, little racist. I always got hit with a belt, but it's white on white crime. It's okay.
Oh my God, no, you didn't.
You deserved it.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 black eyes. It's fine.
That was my dick.
I don't think it's a race thing. It's just a straight up.
I think Roger Goodell is a.
I think it depends on their position and their star power.
If you care about race in the NFL, and I'm going to take a second to plug my own podcast here, but the Grown Ups Podcast did interview Chris Cluey at episode 31, and if you want to listen to Does Race Matter at, in the NFL, go to any of your regular podcasts, whether it's Spotify or iTunes, and listen to the Grown Ups Podcast, episode 31. Chris Cluey will tell you race does matter when it comes to what gets checked and what does not in the NFL.
Ryan, give us a quick tease. I don't want the whole thing because I want people to pull up episode 31 of the Grown Ups Podcast. Give us a quick tease of who Chris Cluey is and why this would be important.
Chris Cluey was the Vikings kicker for many years, and he was basically outed of the NFL because of his position on gay jokes that his assistant coach at the Vikings made.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. Everyone listen to episode 31 of the Grown Ups Podcast.
Spotify and iTunes.
Spotify and iTunes. We want to get the Chris Cluey interview that the Grown Ups did.
It's pretty much the biggest get we've ever
I was right in the
had.
love handle.
I love that. It's bigger than we've gotten. So the biggest we've gotten is a BCSN 2-star. So that's where we're at.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're going to take a very quick break. We're going to finish up with the NCAA. We're going to do a Big Ten preview. It's huge around this area. Michigan, Michigan State, Michigan, fuck Michigan.
There's only 2 teams.
The Buckeyes.
There's only one team, and that's Ohio State. But we're going to do
Just being nice.
We're going to do.
Media is retarded.
We want a quick NCAA preview. We're going to get the grown-ups on. We want them to do a sports movie discussion, any sort of other favorites. We're going to give our final thoughts, and we're going to be done for the day. We killed our 100 beer total. No doubt.
That was me.
That was all Ryan. He's got 16, 15 now.
I'm at 16. I'm done.
16, and he is done as he should be. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a little bit. Thanks.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Grown Ups takeover of Over the Line Sports Podcast.
More like Over the Limit Sports Podcast.
This is Security Jeff, and I am fucking wasted. I have had 12 beers or ciders in 2 hours?
Yeah, we had to take the mics. Gary is trying not to die in the bathroom at the moment.
Damn straight. To my left is
Jason.
No, to my left, you dumbass.
I'm Clay.
Ryan.
Jason.
Was that Brandon? And this is your host, Jeff, and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, Jeff, tell us what we're talking about.
We are going to be talking about sports movie discussion. So, Ryan, take it away.
I don't even have the outline in front of me.
I do.
I don't either. It says
Okay.
sports movie discussion. Favorite in each category. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, and boxing.
Wow.
I don't fucking know. Let's do this.
Okay.
comes Trinity to the
I've had
Allow me. Jason Jeffrey.
I've had 12 drinks.
I'm commandeering the laptop.
That's cool. So where do you want to start, Jay?
So, gentlemen.
Yes. I'm one of those.
What do grown-ups think is the your personal favorite? We're going to start with the worst of the sports, hockey.
Slap shot.
What is your favorite hockey?
Why is hockey the worst?
Old school.
Why is hockey the worst?
Yeah.
No, hockey's not the
I
worst.
didn't even know that was debatable.
In terms of movies, Slapshot is by far the best.
I've seen
Slapshot?
I saw a
I'm cool with
movie
that.
about hockey where a monkey was like the main like power striker.
What kind of monkey?
Like a chimpanzee.
That's an ape, not a monkey.
Oh shit.
If they don't have
Yeah,
a
Clay.
tail, that's an ape. What?
And Jeff just dropped the mic on me. No, but
Goddamn right.
I think all of us would be remiss if we didn't talk about D2 the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Go to the Olympics.
I agree.
And fight off Iceland, who is the bad guys for some reason.
But remember, when Iceland is green and Greenland is ice.
Yes, this is how you remember
That's
it.
how I remember
That's
it.
true.
That's correct.
And they have a hockey team?
I don't know. I'm not much. Yeah, apparently a national team. They go to the Olympics and stuff. If they live on Iceland, they
Did
probably.
you guys see Goon?
Oh, Goon is probably the best. I was
that's
wrong.
one of the best hockey movies ever.
Netflix says Goon with Sean William Scott, which is so good. Two rules.
Like you would think because it's him, it's gonna be shit. That movie was epic.
2 rules. Do you have any Percocet? And don't touch my fucking Percocet.
Yes.
I love that movie. That movie's
Absolutely.
great.
The
Like it's tragic but hilarious, you know?
no, the other guy in Goon who is not Sean William Scott, the big star is Schreiber. What's his name?
Liam Schreiber.
Liam.
Right.
Yeah.
And he is amazing. And Sean William Scott puts in a completely underrated performance. It's not Steve Stifler from American Pie.
Like he is in
It's
every other
very
movie.
much like a very just underrated. Like I'm going to play the part the way it should be played.
Yeah, like I said, it's funny. It's a funny movie, but it's very tragic too because he plays the character
Correct.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
As
right.
sort of
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a great hockey movie. I love Slapshot, but I love Goon 2. I've not seen Goon 2. I've heard that Goon 2 is not worth my time.
Is there a
But
Goon 2?
yeah,
There
there's
is.
on Netflix.
Who is the goon in that one?
Is it Sean
I
William
believe
Scott
it's
again?
also Sean William
Yeah,
Scott.
pretty much.
Okay, so he plays the second.
Okay.
Okay,
Correct.
so let's switch to best like football.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Varsity Blues.
That was a goddamn.
Right,
I'm
Brandon?
right there with you.
Exactly.
I know it might not be a football movie. It really might not be. It might be a high school teen movie or
I
some shit
gotta
like that.
disagree. Like it is based around
I love-
football in the South and how much football in the
Yes.
South is really
I love
almost like a
Varsity
secondary religion.
Exactly.
How they
I
do
love
that shit.
Varsity Blues. As the dads get ridiculously like, I don't know, they get like over involved in their kids'
Okay, but
lives.
you hear that every day on the news, right? Like
Yeah.
during football season, you hear every state has this 1 or 2 parents who go fucking ballistic
Yes.
and freak out. But in the South, when you look at the South of our United States and what they really look at football, these high school football teams are.
Oh, it's insane.
It's
Oh, yeah.
insane.
Well,
Exactly,
you
Jay.
got
Like
coaches. You got coaches working for high schools making $50,000-$60,000 just to be
not just
a high
how
school
much they
coach.
make, but how much the fans.
I just mean like
show
in general,
up and
they-
really
it
like
looks
it
like
is their fucking life.
They look like a
watching
college
their
coach.
kids
College
sit on the bench.
Okay, so let me tell you why both of you are wrong.
Correct.
Your mom's wrong.
Because
I'm
remember
curious
the
to hear
Titans.
this because Remember the Titans is
Remember the Titans
100%
is the
bullshit.
perfect football movie.
Are you kidding me?
Remember the Titans is
takes a
perfect.
true story and it lies.
Yeah,
about
remember
it.
the
That
Titans.
whole movie is full of shit.
Yo, I'm sorry. Okay, this is coming from Varsity Blues, which is a
Varsity
fucking
Blues wasn't a true
teenager show.
We're not
No,
going
no,
to
but
pretend like
Varsity
we fought
Blues-
racism and ended
Yes.
the racism.
Okay, Brandon. So Varsity Blues did not pretend to be something it wasn't. Whereas your movie
pretended to be good?
like a pretend real story about what that
Here's-
boy went through, and that's not wrong. If you look
Here,
at
it's
Varsity
about a
Blues,
whiny second-string football player.
Listen, listen. Here's where everybody that has been talking for the past 2 minutes is wrong. The
I'll
best
fight you on this.
The best football movie ever made is The Replacements with Keanu Reeves.
That is a good movie.
That
and
was
Gene
a
Hackman.
goddamn.
Why?
it's a strong
Why do
second.
you ask? I will explain. Because everybody
do.
that's in that movie that is playing football is there for love of the game.
Love the game.
Not because they want to make money, not because they want to be super famous, but because they love what they're doing.
I have to disagree about Varsity Blues. Though.
It's
If you
also
look at
Gene
all of
Hackman
those
and
parents.
Keanu fucking Reeves.
It's also one
Yeah.
of Gene Hackman's last movies. I don't remember
That's
what the last
true.
one was, but he almost retired right after that.
Hey, so folks, we are the
Enemy of
grown-ups.
the state.
Love of the game.
I have to disagree with you.
I mean, you
Clay.
make a strong point.
Varsity Blues was also about the game.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It's about high school drama.
Okay,
Wrong.
I'm okay. As much as I love Varsity Blues, I'm gonna have to agree with Clay on this.
Yeah.
I
But
gotta
I like
disagree.
Replacements as a legitimate football movie. Replacements is by far the best.
And that cheerleader main chick is hot. I don't even know who she is.
Hey, Brandon, you're wrong.
But she's hot.
Gilda Radner, right?
My favorite football movie of all time is The Program
I love that movie too.
because the football action in that movie
Yeah.
is better than the football action in any other movie I've seen.
Okay,
You want
but
football action?
start.
Watch a goddamn football game.
Ryan, why does action change how good the movie is?
It shouldn't, because
Fucking-
if you want football action,
What do you mean?
Watch the
Why
goddamn
does that change how good it is?
watch the goddamn
Louder.
Super Bowl. You want football action?
They go through
You want a
drills.
movie?
Yeah.
As somebody who used to coach football, and Jason used to coach football as well, the actual football content of that movie is accurate to what you coach.
Yeah, you know what
and
else
teach
is
to your
accurate?
players.
Turning on ESPN and just watching a goddamn football game.
I have to disagree. I also coached it through the YMCA. I was a coach through their stuff. And
So fifth graders.
Varsity? No. They were all like
Fifth graders and nerds that got cut from the main team.
Yep.
When it comes down to actual football and how the way is played, plus how that I guess we'll call it drama was set up beforehand, I'm going Varsity Blues.
Yep.
I gotta do it. I just dropped the mic.
If I were going pure football drama outside of story, just the pure football drama, I'm going with The Program first, Any Given Sunday second,
Maybe. I didn't
and
really like that
probably third. Anything else that you
Why
want to list.
are you removing the story? Because there's a story behind every single football play.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, as a football fan,
okay,
and a former football player,
same here.
I appreciate the realism of the program followed by Any Given Sunday.
Okay, I guess I can see that, but I think Varsity Blues all around, like literally every single aspect of that game really spoke to me on a high school football level.
Yeah.
Lever?
Level, I'm drunk.
Okay, shifting pace. Our next topic is why Cinderella Man is the greatest boxing movie ever made.
What?
Okay, as much as I like Cinderella Man, Southpaw really did a good job.
See, I haven't seen that.
Okay.
Let's see, Southpaw is white trash Cinderella Man.
Okay.
All right, I can't disagree with that.
Is it really?
That's pretty
Yeah.
goddamn good.
Okay, I get it.
Guy has a rough life and wins a boxing match, and it's all good.
Rachel McAdams and really long acrylic nails. Mm-hmm. Like that type of white trash.
You say Rachel McAdams, I hear Kid Rock in my head. So
there you go. That's it. That's the answer to that.
All right, so on this side of the table we have me and Jay. On that side of the table we have Brandon, Ryan.
Oh my God! I feel like Jeff is going to come and do this in a completely different direction.
I don't know. I don't like where this train is going.
Listen,
and why am I on your team?
Listen, if on that side of the table is the OSU, right?
Remember when we were talking about boxing?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now we're talking about college football.
Yes. On this side of the table,
that's a completely clear
we
transition.
have the Wolverines.
Hey,
Listen, I would rather go up against a fucking Buckeye on the ground versus a Wolverine in the wild. Go.
I would much prefer to bite into a chocolatey, delicious Buckeye than a raw and writhing Wolverine.
Hold on. How is an actual Buckeye? How is an actual Buckeye on the ground chocolatey? That is a hard piece
my
of
favorite
fuck
topic
that.
we've ever talked about.
Jeff, stop.
Never.
No, these are two totally different things. If we're talking about boxing movies, Cinderella Man, and what's the other one?
Southpaw.
I'm gonna go with Gladiator as.
That's not a boxing movie.
In terms of my favorite boxing movie.
Wait, how is Gladiator a boxing movie?
There's another movie called Gladiator.
Not Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
It's an
Gladiator
ancient
with
Rome.
Brian Dennehy.
There's tigers and stuff.
Louis Gossett Jr. and Brian Dennehy and
so good.
You know what the best
amazing.
Louis Gossett Jr. movie is? Enemy Mine.
Louis Gossett Jr. in terms of his best movie, Digstown. Also a boxing movie.
That's the one I was thinking of.
With
Digstown.
Oliver Platt and James Woods.
Yeah, that might
Wait,
be
James Woods is an embarrassment, and Oliver Platt is not an athletic man. What is happening? I've never even heard of this movie.
Oliver Platt might be the greatest second-tier actor of the last 20
and you know what he's great
Are
in?
you kidding me?
If we're talking about sports movies, you know what Oliver Platt is great in? Tell me. Ready to Rumble.
Oh dear God!
The WWE movie.
Digstown.
That movie is terrific. It has David Arquette and then that James Caan's
And Diamond Dallas Page as the bad guy.
Correct. That movie's terrific.
Who runs yoga now?
What the fuck?
Here's a question for you.
Diamond Dallas Chakra.
Not on our list here. Here's a question. Do people want to see sports movies anymore?
No. The last six sports movies that have been heavily
out.
The last six that have been heavily advertised, and I'm not going to speak on this after I say it, have been race bait movies.
Oh sure.
You've got
Bill Burr points this out. He's like, you got the swim team, and they're discriminating. He's like,
you've got
swimming now.
The last couple of big ones have been like The Blind Side and like the Jackie Robinson movie, which are fine historically, but they're all race bait movies.
Yeah,
and they're all for let's get Oscar movies.
The
That's
Blind
all it
Side
is.
is 100% bullshit. Other than
Also
the
correct.
characters.
Agreed.
Yeah, other than the names of the characters, yes.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
No, Ryan, you're right. Yeah.
But I will not comment further on race bait movies.
Yeah, but if somebody told me there's a sports movie coming out, I don't think I'd give a shit.
I don't think anyone's ever told me that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
I heard about Creed because I was on a plane
didn't even watch
flying to Las Vegas, and I needed something to watch.
Yeah.
But Creed, really?
Yeah, I've heard it's good, but I don't care. I would also like to point out that since we've been put on the mics, everyone in the loft has been leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what we do.
I know, we clear the room.
Yeah,
We suck.
Called the closers.
Yeah. So I'm going to say the best soccer movie of all time is The Big Green, and I'm going to step away from the microphone.
Ladybugs.
I agree with Ladybugs.
No, The Big Green. Steve Guttenberg at his peak.
What is the best darts movie ever made?
None.
Doesn't exist.
Is there a darts movie? There probably isn't. There probably is in the UK somewhere.
There is absolutely no reason why any of us are on the mark right now. Like, we all suck.
It's true.
We just cleared out this entire room. There's no one left.
We did. There's 4 people.
Even Gary left from his own podcast.
So I'm pretty sure Gary's
Really quick,
dead in
my
the bathroom.
opinion is this: the greatest sports movies of all time happen to be boxing movies. Changed my mind.
Really? Like what?
Shaolin soccer.
Well,
Raging Bull.
I'm a big fan of Creed, Creed 2, any of the Rockies.
Yeah, I give you that.
Gladiator.
They just tell a better story because it's like one guy.
It's somebody coming
against
up from nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
To overcome
Yeah, but you
some
can
sort
see
of-
that in almost any sport.
I know.
But here's the deal:
Boxing is more individual.
the thing about it is, every boxing movie is Rocky.
Yes.
Guys,
absolutely.
Raging
Well,
Bull.
even the Creed
is,
movies. I admit that.
Raging Bull is the best boxing movie.
That is a great movie.
I haven't seen Raging Bull.
I have to pee.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I have to pee.
There's a lot of
I got showed that in
classics I haven't
high
seen.
school.
Those
What are you
pause.
doing?
Yeah, I know.
No pausing.
Push pause.
No pausing. I'm gonna go at it with Jason here. You've never
Hey,
seen Raging Bull?
Listen, this is my role on the show. There's nothing you can say to me to make me feel bad about not seeing something or knowing something.
Fucking project on Jake LaMotta while watching Raging Bull.
Nice. Who's Jake LaMotta?
Raging Bull.
Oh, okay.
Do you have anything to do tonight?
I mean,
go home and watch Raging Bull.
Oh, okay. Well, that turned a different direction than I thought it would.
It's not on Netflix or Hulu or YouPorn or whatever you watch at night. Go home and watch Raging Bull.
In that order.
Can you think?
You hit the trifecta.
Can you think of a sports movie though that you would rather watch that you've seen multiple times that you would rather watch over a boxing movie?
No, of course not.
Not really.
I mean, like the Cinderella Man's like my top 3 favorite movies.
Fair.
What?
The Fan? You never seen The Fan?
I've seen The Fan.
Get on here,
Would
Ryan.
you rather watch The Fan over any other boxing movie that's ever been made, though? Go ahead, get on.
I say
right.
either The
I
Fan
bid you adieu.
Oswald movie, where's either The Fan
Go ahead,
or
Ryan.
Any Given Sunday.
Because I'll argue that a boxing movie,
Hero beats him up.
boxing movies lead themselves to rewatchability
No, they don't.
more than any other sports movies.
No, they don't.
I'd say Any Given Sunday over a boxing.
I agree.
See, and for me, Any Given Sunday isn't even the best football movie.
No, it's not
that's
the
ever been
best football movie at all, but it's just, I think it's probably the most quotable football movie, I would say.
Because
I mean, you got Al Pacino and his halftime. I mean, his halftime speech.
the speech about like inches and yards and
right, or even the,
I give that speech to a lot of the people I bring home. Inches and yards.
or even probably when Jim Brown's in the movie and they say, Coach, you're gonna get a stroke, and he says, I don't get strokes, motherfucker, I give them.
Jim Brown is also in The Running Man, which is not a quotable movie, even though I love it.
Hey, this is Security Jeff. I'm back. I had to take a piss.
No, I think I agree with Ryan here. Is that boxing movies are the best sports movies, but a lot of good sports movies like Longest Yard, both of them, even with Adam Sandler. I mean, you get some good sports movies, but boxing movies are the ones you want to go back to, and you want to. I don't want to watch The Longest Yard 100 times.
Exactly.
I want to watch Raging Bull. I want to watch Creed. I want to watch Rocky that many times because it's
Creed
fun.
2, Rocky 4, same movie, but still rewatchable.
Not, and I'm not talking the sequels. I like the originals.
Okay, so for everyone at the table, have you ever played Fight Night?
Yes.
How about Fight Night, like 3, 4?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Roy Jones, I think, was on the first one, right?
Dude, those were such amazing boxing games because not only did you get to like train your own fighter from the beginning all the way up to the top, but some of the matches against some of these actual main-like players were really realistic.
Yeah.
When I fought Tyson, I don't remember which one it was, it felt like I was fighting Tyson. And I got my ass kicked every time starting up. No matter how beefy I had my guy at, he was so good. And we go back to the boxing section of this where it was like, dear God, dude, some of these guys, like not only the power, but then the way that they fought and the design that they had between every single one of these guys were awesome. And to play these on a video game, which is kind of our thing on the grown-ups, it was really cool to go up against these guys and then eventually beat them, but it took a fucking while.
Yeah, I mean, it builds and it builds and it builds.
Absolutely.
And you're right, Fight Night. I remember Fight Night and playing that, and I think it's more like a first-person sort of thing, if I recall correctly, where you're sitting there just getting popped by like the pros, and you haven't totally trained yet, and you're getting so fucking frustrated.
And it wasn't just the training, the training was speed and heart, which, how long you could last, and then power. But then you go against some of these big guys, and they really nailed how well they did when they stepped into a ring and being able to counter things. And you really it was almost going back to like the old Nintendo games where you played against, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which was really very basic. And then you go into these higher games when you have the better graphics, better training, stuff like that. And you end up boxing against your idols. I mean, some of these guys are fucking amazing. And it was like, dude, like, if you step into that ring, and it's a video game, like, who gives a shit? But, like, you step into that ring, and it was like, holy mother of God. The amount of thought that goes into some of these video games to where you're fighting against some of these guys is absolutely amazing.
I can't agree with you more.
It was so good.
And those games were solid. Those are the best boxing games.
I love them.
Fight Night was the best boxing game.
It was.
There hasn't been anything since then,
No.
before then.
nothing was that good to where
Agreed.
you could play, and that was like the prime. I mean, obviously, I'm a little bit younger than you guys.
What are you, 12?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I haven't had one beer, I swear.
Oh, no, I believe you.
So those games are like my childhood when I could grow up and play that shit. And even then, I would get frustrated as shit. And it's just like...
And I got bored with the weightlifting and like the stupid shit they made you go through to get your boxer ranked up to where a point where he could take on some of these big boxers.
Exactly.
But it wasn't fake. It wasn't like you were going against Tyson and some of these big boxers where you were like, oh, great, he's doing this and this. I mean, if you were to watch your player go against Tyson and then go look back at Tyson against some of his opponents, it was really accurate.
It was.
It was kind of shocking. Like, holy shit.
I can't knock you on that. I think you are 100% correct.
Oh, it's so good.
The best boxing games ever. Just like people are now saying, even with Madden 20 coming out. You know, they were saying that NFL 2K6 or 2K5, wherever the hell it was the best football game ever.
Absolutely.
And I played Madden, or I'm sorry, I played NFL 2K5 from ESPN, and I played Madden. I was always a Madden guy. Always.
Yeah.
And everyone says, oh, NFL 2K was the greatest because they had salary cap mode and all this shit. No, I wanted the gameplay, and I like the franchise mode and all that stuff. And Madden, to me, always will be the top, and they keep rolling.
You can take away Madden's name, like everything's around Madden. If you took away his game and just looked at the actual gameplay of those games, that gameplay was more accurate and fun than what you could get from the sites. Absolutely.
Everything but the QB vision.
Yeah, that's
that was terrible.
Oh, God,
that was terrible. That was fucking terrible.
So bad.
Absolutely terrible. Okay, so we plugged the grown-ups. You guys were fantastic.
Yeah, we're okay.
Loved you guys so much. Thank you. I know Gary was just on last week. He wasn't in the bathroom the whole time, I hope. He was just on last week. That was great.
I just went. He's still puking. Way to go, Gary.
He had like, what, 4 beers and he's
Maybe
puking, right?
5.
Something like that? Yeah.
I've had 12, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Everyone else is ready to go. So we want to get into our last segment. This is what we held everything for. I think it's like half Ohio State fans, half Michigan fans.
Let's do it.
We want to give a Big Ten preview. I mean, come on. But there's only two teams in the Big Ten that matter. Fuck Michigan State. Fuck Nebraska. Fuck Minnesota. All these other shitty ass teams.
Wisconsin,
Iowa. Michigan and Ohio State are all that matter. It's all that ever matters. It doesn't matter. Michigan, for like the 97th straight year, was voted to be the Big Ten East or West or wherever the fuck they're at winner. Where are they at?
I don't know.
I mean, you're a Michigan fan. You're wearing a Michigan hat.
I'm okay. Like, I'm not a big fan of any sports team, which is going to sound weird because I work for a lot of them.
Fair.
I like Michigan because when I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, all of my family was a Michigan family because most of them were from Michigan. So for me, I just went that direction because of that. I'm not like, I don't know much about Ohio State and Michigan other than, Urban supports domestic abuse. But
shut up right now.
Shots fired.
Other than that, like, I mean, I went to my first Michigan game last year. Like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of college football in general because it kind of drives me nuts the way that they play. But for me, like, I love Michigan, but if I had to be perfectly honest, my wife will kick me in the dick for this. Ohio State's a really, really good football team. They just are. And I know Michigan has some kind of title of the most wins ever, and that's great. Let's start winning again, guys, because in all reality, like last year when I saw we lost again to OSU, it's like, dear God, come on, Harbaugh, figure out what you're doing.
The 1890s were my favorite years.
That goes back to the 1800s.
Yeah, exactly.
Overall record.
Yeah.
You look at Jim Tressel and Urban Meyer versus Lloyd Carr versus Jim Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, yep.
It's not even a contest.
It really isn't, and that's the issue that Michigan has run into for years is that they run this huge football league, leading up to a few years or quite a few years ago, where it was like we win, and every year I sit there biting my nails, hoping that Michigan's going to be Ohio State, and they don't. It doesn't matter what's going on. For some reason, in that matchup, we lose every freaking year, and it drives me crazy.
Just because Michigan never has a good quarterback.
Yeah, I wouldn't say just that, but
a lot of times their quarterback is usually the downfall with their team.
I mean,
they're running into what?
That's the thing is that this year, they're going again with Shea Patterson, and they're like, oh, he's the answer, he's the truth. Every other year, I hear, oh, this is the truth, this is the truth. No, I mean, fuck. This is the same fan base, and I'm not sitting here ripping on Michigan fans because, well,
I'll take Justin over Shea any day.
I think Shea Patterson was in high school when I was in high school. I mean, he's what, 32?
I feel like he is, and
He might be 47.
And the whole thing I think that started this Michigan downfall was who was that kid who hurdled over like one guy in high school and he was the greatest ever. And Michigan needed him to be the number one running back.
Running back, okay.
He hurdled over one guy. He was a little white kid. He was like 5'9". William McGuffey, Sam McGuffey. I just talked myself into it. Sam McGuffey, and everyone loved him because he hurdled like 2 people in high school. And everyone's like, he is the truth. He's going to be Michigan's next 2,000-yard runner. And I think on the first run back against Colorado, maybe 2012. I can't remember the
Buffs,
year. Colorado Buffs. First game of the year, he got like destroyed on a run back, straight speared like no other. At 5'9", 140 pounds, and everyone's like, "Oh, that was Michigan's top recruit." Okay, like it's one of those things is that they get these quote unquote big name recruits, and they're just not as like Rashawn Gary.
That goes
that
all the
kid
way
got
back
fucking
to,
hurt immediately.
But that goes all the way back to Mike Hart. Going back fucking 10 years ago.
The problem is they don't know how to groom them, right? Like, if I have to switch to NFL, one of the things I absolutely hate our GM of the Broncos. We talked about the Broncos earlier. Elway is one of the biggest assholes I've ever worked with, but he is really good at taking players and turning them into superstars. I mean, if you have to be honest, Manning was kind of on his way out with all the injuries and all the shit. And when we got him on the Broncos, it was like, oh, great, we've got Manning. Yeah, wonderful. What's he gonna do? He knew what he was doing.
He wins a fucking Super Bowl.
Exactly. But when you look at Harbaugh, like he gets these players on his team, and it's like, yeah, dude, this is gonna be the shit. And they don't know how to groom them to actually run a football team.
And this isn't Stanford.
Exactly.
This is the Big fucking 10. This ain't the Pac-12.
It bothers me every single time. It's like, hey, I hear all this fucking buzz about, hey, how great is Michigan going to be this year? And it's like, well, we were not doing anything with these players that are supposedly amazing. It's like, what the hell are we doing?
Harbaugh can go 9-3 every year, lose to Ohio State every year, lose to Florida in a bowl game, the Gator Bowl every year, but somehow he's still going to have a job. Why? That makes no sense. So
I don't get that because last year I was one of the many fans who was like, fucking get him out of here. Why are we still supporting this coach who really doesn't know how to take talent and put them as a leader?
Yep.
A leader, somebody who can lead the people on this team to move forward, and there's a disconnect between them, between that head coach and that offensive coach. There's some kind of miss, and I don't get how it is, and I'm really hoping they figure it out.
I completely disagree. As an Ohio State fan, I remember when Jim Tressel took the job, John Carpenter was out, and John Carpenter did a good job against everybody other than Michigan. The reason he was on his way out was because he couldn't win the game.
Right, exactly.
So you brought Jim Tressel in, and Jim Tressel promised on day one that we would be proud of our boys when they faced that team up north.
Right.
And he was right. He put such an emphasis on that game. Urban Meyer continued to put such an emphasis on that game. I don't understand why Michigan coaches don't put such an emphasis on the game. The game needs to matter, and it has not mattered in 15 years.
Okay, so my question for you is, why does that one game matter? Take away the rivalry and all the bullshit that leads up to that game. Why does that one game matter?
It's a border game. You and I live at the border. I live south of the border. You live north of the border.
I live on the border.
That's a border game.
It is.
You can't take that rivalry out of the equation. That rivalry is all that matters.
But I'm not asking. I disagree.
Put that rivalry as the as the tent pole of what mattered.
But
with
you
their
saying
coaching.
that rivalry is all that matters when you look at an entire season, I would completely disagree with you.
As an Ohio State fan, I will tell you, you could go 50% on your games. No, we would not be happy. We
True.
would not. But if we beat Michigan, we're fucking happy.
Agreed. And if we beat Ohio State, same thing. But when you look at an entire season and what leads up to that game, is it that important to win or lose that one game when you look at an entire season?
Sports Illustrated would tell you yes. Sports
Agreed.
Illustrated said that the greatest rivalry in all of sport
Agreed.
was the Ohio State-Michigan game.
100% agreed. But if you look at an entire season, for me, win or lose, it doesn't change how that's
No,
going to end
and
up.
that's the thing is,
That might be the problem with Michigan athletics right now, is Ohio State puts a premium on the game. They have a countdown
So does
clock
Michigan.
in the locker room of the game. They
Agreed.
know everything that Michigan is going to do going into the game.
But why?
Because they care about the game.
They do.
Could you say
You guys could go 1-10 going into the game, and Ohio State still cares about the game.
Could you say Ohio State cares more about the game than Michigan does?
I believe so. At this point, absolutely, 100%. I believe that.
But I don't know is that a good thing or a bad thing.
it's a bad thing for Michigan.
It's a
because I mean, with
it's a
Michigan,
bad thing for Michigan, but it's a good thing for sport because the game matters still to probably the largest fan base in the Big Ten.
So take away the large base too. I'm now going to switch over to on your side. Exactly, not just Ohio State and Michigan fans, which yes, from a rivalry standpoint, oh my God. But I've talked to people even out in Denver, where I'm from, where like even CU Buffs players will tell you that is one of the probably the biggest rivalry in football.
You're telling me Colorado State isn't?
No, they don't care.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they do care, but not nearly as much as like what I've seen when I moved out here between Ohio State and Michigan.
Because
Absolutely.
out there they can fucking get high and do whatever they want. Out here we're bored as fuck and we're like, we just need football.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, we want fucking football.
Listen, I'm high
Fuck
right
that
now.
shit. As you fucking should be. Are you going to
Straight.
share later or what?
You're not the boss of me, but yes.
Okay,
I'll hit
good.
you up.
Just making sure. I mean, you have that good Colorado shit.
Damn
straight.
straight.
But seriously, it is. It's big out here because out in Ohio and Michigan, we have fucking nothing better to do.
It's not
this
even
is
that.
it. I don't give a fuck. We care about football.
Look at the South.
Ohio thing though, because I mean, Michigan. I'm a Michigan fan. I have family members that played for the Michigan football team. Ohio State. Granted, Ohio State is at the top of the list rivalry wise, but there's There's Ohio State. There's Michigan State. There's Minnesota with the Big Apple Trophy.
Sure.
There's other, there's more than one rivalry than there is besides Ohio State. So, I mean, to me, it's almost more of an Ohio State thing than it is a Michigan thing.
So, can I ask this panel why they think this is the biggest rivalry in football? Why? Is it just a geographic difference between, Ohio State, which is actually pretty big? It's 4 hours, 5 hours of driving at least. But why is that considered the biggest rivalry?
Like a little over 2 hours for me.
Is that it?
Yeah.
From you?
Well, no.
For me,
from
2 hours, 45 minutes to Ann Arbor, 2 hours to Columbus.
Okay, so you got like a 5 hour difference. Like, why is that considered the biggest rivalry in college sports, at least?
Because it has been since the 1800s.
It has.
The only other game that is even close to Ohio State, Michigan is Auburn, Alabama, because they're good teams.
Right.
And I'm not shitting on Colorado and Colorado State, but
I
no
get
one
it.
gives a fuck about Colorado State. No one gives a fuck about USC, UCLA, because
Washington State.
No, because all
CU
the
Buffs are terrible.
All the USC, UCLA fuckers care about tanning on the beach and fucking finding some chick on Tinder to bang later that night. They're going to disappoint most likely.
Sure.
So my point is that this is what's big right here, and the East Coast for some reason isn't. The Giants and Jets are huge football-wise.
Sure.
But why is UMass? I mean, Harvard Yale is a decent game, but why are those other teams on the East Coast not great? Syracuse has never been great.
Sure.
I mean, we have these teams since Donovan McNabb. Syracuse has been nobody besides kind of this year. They were fucking 7-5.
I would like to weigh in on this. My brother and his wife both lived in Manhattan for a while, And both of them will tell you that the majority of East Coast people attend Big Ten schools. That's
Okay.
just what happens. It's kind of part of it.
Okay.
So because East Coast people attend Big Ten schools, the Michigan-Ohio State game fucking matters.
It does.
Always will.
I would agree.
I lived in Iowa for about a year and a half. 2
On
years.
purpose, or did you lose a bet?
A little bit of
Lost
both.
a bet.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, once you cross the Mississippi, to be honest, I think Ohio State, Michigan might be a geographical thing.
Okay.
That's fair.
Sure.
I could kind of say it's that because once I moved, I lived in Iowa, and I was about an hour and a half
With
south.
all the windmills.
Yeah.
That's like all they have out
That's
there.
all.
Nate gets scared
You
of
guys
windmills.
care about Iowa State, and then Iowa, Nebraska.
It was
right?
more Iowa State.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's the third game of the year,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
It's not even a fucking rivalry
No,
game.
actually, it's the first game. Iowa State is like the
First or second,
first
right?
game.
Yeah.
It's early in the season.
No one, and that's the thing is why.
Yeah, and then after that, it goes Packers or Bears. Like that's the only time they care about college football in Iowa. Iowa State.
So last year I went to my first Michigan Wolverines game ever. And
Who'd they play?
I don't remember. It was.
Was it a Big Ten team or some shitty fucking
Yeah,
startup
it was a
team?
shitty team.
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember you put it on Facebook.
yeah. By halftime, I was out in the parking lot smoking cigars. I mean, it was like nothing. It was boring as hell. It was a total blow away. But what surprised me, especially as a guy who works at sporting events, was the absolute amount of fans who were absolutely rabid about their team at Michigan, and that kind of blew my mind. Like, I mean, growing up as a Michigan fan, I'm not a big football guy. I mean, I love the Broncos and I love the players, but I don't know stats, I don't know players, I don't know any of that stuff. I'm a geek. To see the amount of energy at that Michigan game blew me away. Now, for you OSU fans, is it the same at those games where it's just astronomical amount of energy? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As an Ohio State fan and as a Browns fan, I feel so much more loyalty to the Buckeyes than I do the Browns.
Okay.
And I grew up in Southern Ohio where it was hard to be a Browns fan. It's been hard to be a Browns fan for the last
But it's
40
easier to be a
years of my
Buckeyes
life.
fan because they win a lot, right?
Not until I was in my 20s.
Okay.
When I was in my 20s, it got to even out a little bit.
Sure.
Where the Buckeyes were beating Michigan more
And that was
often.
around what? When
Right.
Russell got there, I'm assuming.
When Jim Tressel got there,
So-
yeah.
and-
When Carpenter was there, it was not the same story. And Carpenter could win Carpenter could win out the entire season.
And couldn't be Michigan.
But if he couldn't beat Michigan,
Right.
it did
Cooper.
not
Cooper.
matter.
Cooper was
I'm
the
sorry,
same way.
Cooper.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Bobby Carpenter. I'm sorry.
Cooper.
16 beers.
Sure. I know. I'm with you. Trust me.
I'll give you that. Cooper.
Cooper could win every game of the season.
Sure.
He couldn't beat Michigan. It did not matter.
Which
And that's why he got
find
fired.
weird. Like,
And they
you know,
had a-
I watch the Wolverines lose game after game after game, and it's like their fans are like, "Oh, that sucks. We have a losing team right now." But when we go up against Urban, it's like you're right. It's like this huge fucking not just pressure, but like if you don't win that game, the rest of the season doesn't matter.
Because the game still matters.
Exactly.
Always.
Right.
And you could have fucking Joe Schmo as coach, and they
Sure.
could go 3-8. But if they go 4-8 because they beat Ohio State,
Right.
he will be back next
back.
year. It
Which is
doesn't matter.
insane
I
over
mean,
one
and you
game.
got to think about it. Michigan over the last couple of years has had some fat fuck who didn't wear a headset.
Yep.
Didn't even communicate with his coaches. Brady
Oh, I
Hoke,
know.
terrible. Somehow went 10-2 one year. Makes no
Brady
sense.
Hoke.
Brady
Absolutely
Right.
terrible.
He could recruit though.
I mean,
That was the only
He
thing.
could.
Lloyd.
That's a good point.
He could.
Ohio
He
State-
could recruit, but he couldn't coach him,
couldn't
and that's what
coach him.
worries me about Ryan Day. Ryan Day can fucking recruit, but can he coach? We're gonna find
We're
out
going to
this
find
year.
out. Ohio State took Michigan's two best recruiters.
Yeah.
Took them
Yeah.
away. And we're going to find out what he can do with them this year.
Now I want to know Ryan because I'm a diehard Ohio State fan. I wanted to keep Tate Martell. I am not a fan of Justin Fields. I am not. I'm sorry. You couldn't beat Jake from Georgia, and now you are starting for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Here's the problem. I'm sure that most of the audience watched QB1 on Netflix.
Yes.
But Jake Fromm and Tate Martell were on the same season. And Jake Fromm was a phenom of sorts. And I think that Tate Martell put himself in a position to be a phenom of sorts. His family moved from California to Nevada to get him in a position to be a starting quarterback.
And he won every game in Bishop Gorman, right? Something
Bishop
like that.
Gorman, and
won every game from freshman to senior. Won every game, 4 state titles.
And
never
I
lost.
appreciate everything he did at Bishop Gorman. I appreciated everything he did at the Ohio State University. I'm going to tell you that I believe in Urban Meyer. I believe that Urban would not turn the program over to somebody that he did not feel was worthy. And since he believes that Ryan Day is his successor, Justin Fields is the quarterback for the Ohio State University.
It worries me. I'm excited for the year. It worries me as fuck because he lost to Jake Fromm. And Jake Fromm, I'm not taking anything away from Jake Fromm.
No, he's amazing. He's really
Justin Fields was the number 1 quarterback in 2017. He lost the job to Jake Fromm. Fair enough. I mean, Jake Fromm is a good quarterback. He led Georgia to the SEC championship game. I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm just saying it worries me that he lost out the job to that, and we just lost Tate Martell to Miami. And Miami was good 2 years ago. Weren't great this last year. I think they're going to be good with Martell. I like Martell. I'm just a little bit disappointed. And
Miami's
I hope
not
Fields is
100% sure that they want Martell for their starter, though.
Okay.
To be honest. So the U is not 100% sold on Martell. As someone who watched QB1, I'm not 100% sold on Martell. I'm kind of glad as an Ohio State fan he's not our quarterback because as a person, I'm not 100% sold on him. And that's not to say that we can't win with somebody who's, not somebody who I'd want to hang out with. But that being said, Tate Martell probably is not the quarterback we want or need right now.
I know, and it's tough because the one game you got to see him in, he went 11 for 11 or whatever, 12 for 12, and it was against backups. Don't get me wrong. It's against backups and third-string dudes and college kids who really are high school juniors and seniors who don't have anything.
Correct.
So it's tough to pull from that. And the plays when he needed to be in there against Minnesotas and against the Nebraskas, and it was 1st and goal from the 2, and you knew he was going to run a fucking sweep. He couldn't get it in.
Right. They'd put him in the fucking Wildcat every time.
And everyone knew what he was going to do. But absolutely, what I don't get is he goes 12 for 12 in week 2 against garbage. So when they run him in the Wildcat, I love that. When they run him in the Wildcat, he doesn't throw the ball. Tate Martell can throw the ball, and he didn't, and that's what hurt me most, and that was Urban /Day/ whoever the fuck else they're calling.
College football where they don't,
And they still won the game, so it's on a whole different level. It's on a whole different level of I want Justin Fields to be fucking great.
Sure.
The number 1 prospect of quarterbacks in 2017 of the country. What's he going to do? I want to see that. The rest of the team is fucking stacked. Can Justin Fields show the fuck up? And not against Florida Atlantic, where they're going to win 83-45.
Right.
And everyone's going to go, oh, Ohio State's defense sucks. Yeah. Like they do. Because Florida Atlantic's still coached by Lane Kiffin, and that's going to be a tough game for them. I mean, I'm telling you what right now, everyone's going to be like, oh, Ohio State's down 14-4 or 14-3. What the fuck's going on? No, Lane Kiffin's going to come out and show up. And just like Michigan, they have their here and there now and then.
So I want to give props to, and I hate to say this because I'm a Michigan fan. I want to give props to Urban over Meyer for one reason. Listen, when I went to Harvard, I did 2 years at Harvard.
What a shameless plug right there. When I
went to Harvard. Listen. One of the things I was taught is there's a fine line between a leader and a manager. Listen, managers manage processes. They're really good at managing the processes and what's going on. And in my opinion, that's what Michigan has, a manager.
Yes.
What Ohio State has is a leader, someone who can lead processes and manage processes. And I think that's one of the big things that sets them apart from a lot of the other teams in the Big Ten is Urban knows how to not only manage the processes and what needs to go on and everything that goes on, but he's a leader of people, and I have not seen that from Michigan for a while.
I agree, and I believe that Urban also coaches a leadership style outside of football.
Agreed.
So
100% agreed.
Outside of football, there is a culture.
Correct. And that culture is really important in a football team.
Correct.
Especially if you have a new, this is college. You have new QBs all the time coming through, and you have to be able to take that person and put them in a position to lead a team. Not just manage a team, but lead their processes as they're going forward. And I think Urban has really picked up on that well.
Correct. And Teton has not done that. They
Right,
have not
exactly.
done that at all.
In Michigan, I think they come out. I think they manage their plays well. Everything goes well from a management standpoint. But I don't see that leadership in. You got a any QB who's coming in and they have to lead a team and they have to gain that respect. I don't see it. And I haven't in the last 5-10 years. It's been crazy. And I think if they could put a real leader in that position who can not only manage the team processes, but lead those people, we'd have a real football team, in my opinion.
Well, I agree with you, but I don't want to agree with you as an Ohio State fan.
But I'm actually giving you guys props because I think Urban is a leader and a manager of processes. I think he handles both.
And I'm curious to see what Ryan Day does going into the future.
Yeah.
Because if he continues that idea of culture matters,
Yes.
we will continue to be successful.
And some of the best football, like NFL football player or teams I've ever worked with, know how to both lead and manage a process, and I think that's important for any success.
And this is my biggest thing, is that when Urban was suspended the first 3 games of last year,
Right.
Ohio State was dropping 50-plus every game, and
Right.
Ryan Day was coaching those teams. And when Urban came back, he kind of went trestle on us. I feel like he did. The Purdue game sucked. That was the worst game I've watched in a while.
Oh, God, yeah.
Went very, very soft, and I think that Ryan Day is one of those of, I'm going to keep my foot on the pedal, and as all college coaches should be, is fuck the team you're playing. The team you're playing is coming in. They're getting money.
Right.
They don't care. I don't care if you're playing Oregon State, who's going to be 0-12 this year.
Right.
Beat them 85-7.
Sure.
Right. The one of the greatest quotes, if you're an Ohio State fan, one of the greatest quotes of all time is
Woody Hayes.
when Woody Hayes is beating Michigan and they go for 2 after scoring on a touchdown. It's like, why do you go for 2 on this? Because I couldn't go for 3.
Because I couldn't go for 3. That's boss shit right there.
Right, and I think that was Urban's philosophy, and I 100% believe that as a follower of Urban Meyer, Ryan Day feels the same way about the game.
Agreed. And as a follower of Michigan, like when we were talking earlier about how important these rivalry games are, when I talk to other Michigan fans, it's all like, yeah, we beat so-and-so, and we beat so-and-so. Nobody gives a shit except for that Ohio State game. And that just, it blows my mind coming from the NFL side where it's like, dude, every fucking game counts. Every single person coming in, you're reading their plays, you're figuring out everything, they're watching videos. It's insane how much stuff goes into those games. And then you go over to the college side and it's like, yo, we have to beat Michigan or, Ohio State, or we have to beat Ohio State. And since I've been back with you, we never beat Ohio State. It sucks.
No.
At all.
And like I said, it's a rivalry that I'll keep giving. Ohio State's down 8 now, I think, of the total overall rivalry. I don't have the fucking shit.
Is it that much? I thought it was less.
Since
it's
the
close.
1800s.
Is it? Okay.
They're only like 8 away. So we're fucking closing in on 4 hours of this podcast. This has been a while. We need to close this shit up so we can go drink more at a bar.
No shit.
Yeah. Or go find Gary wherever he's at.
No, Gary's done.
Gary's still in the bathroom.
Gary sacrificed.
He's done. Yeah, he tried to keep up with Ryan, and he could not do that.
Yo, I hit 12 drinks in like an hour and a half. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, he just couldn't do it. We killed well over 100. We appreciate everybody for being here. Everyone on the outside who is here.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Brandon.
Yes,
Thank you,
all wear.
Everybody. This has been an
Cassandra.
awesome experience.
Steve from Savage for getting all the food. Obviously, Sean for getting all the drinks, all the rest of. Obviously, the grown-ups for being on. You guys have been absolutely amazing.
Hey, it's been our pleasure. Honestly, this has been a great crossover episode. I can't wait to see what
so happy you guys
If you guys ever want to come on to ours, you're more than welcome.
Without a doubt.
As long as we're not doing a drinking contest where Gary's
you guys are all sports. We're all geeks, so you better come with like movies, comics, music, something.
I can deal. I mean, Tool just got on a Spotify, so
Oh shit, yeah.
we're there. Like I just watched
I've
the
never
Rogan
worked with Tool. I
podcast
think
with
that'd be
Maynard,
fun.
so
They've got
I'm
a
not
new
a big
album
Tool
coming
guy.
out this year.
For like the
Yeah,
first time
right.
in 20 years, all my Tool jokes are right down the fucking toilet right now.
Incubus hasn't been on tour in years, and Clay, one of
Stained
our
is
cast
coming back
members,
on
is
tour.
a huge Incubus fan. And I hit him up, and I was like, "Hey, you want to go to Denver and watch Incubus?" He was like, "How much are the tickets going to cost?" And I'm like, "Nothing, dude. Like, this is me. We're going to be walked straight through the doors, straight to VIP, and we were going to do a meet and greet because I love what I do."
If you get Stained out there,
I work with Stained.
We're going.
Wait.
Aaron Lewis and Stained. We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna get numbers because that's what I want. I mean,
Dude, if you see they're playing in Denver somewhere, let me know. I can add. That is a text message. It's not even a phone call. I can literally send a text message and have somebody waiting for you at the gate to walk you in.
I just want to be close. I don't give a shit about the rest. I'll pay you whatever. I don't fucking care.
There's no money involved.
That'll be it
I
right
just
there.
send a text message and you get walked in.
You are the fucking man.
I am.
and I appreciate that,
I
Jeff.
am lay poo poo or the shit in English.
You are the man. But we appreciate everybody, everything who came out today, who supported us for
Been a great
number
day.
100. It's been a fantastic day. We killed our 100 beer record
Yeah.
easily. Like I said, we can't appreciate everyone. Like I said, Sean for buying all the beer, Steve for providing us the space and the food. It's fantastic. All our other
Absolutely.
sponsors, obviously Wes Anderson for Moments in Time, who has had our music from day one. He's been wonderful. Cassandra from PNC. You guys have all been fantastic. Letting us use your shit. We're going to get a lot more. We're going to keep going. I cannot wait because episode 200 is going to be 200 beers, not 100. If we did 120 today, it's going to be fucking 200 in another year.
You're gonna have to get another Ryan and another Gary for that.
Hey, I did 12. I'm not.
We need like 4 more people, so we'll get 4 more. One, like I said, one of them I know is good for at least 16. 2 would have been here. He fucking bailed on me. Family stuff, so I'll give him the
Without a
benefit of the
doubt.
doubt. But
Absolutely.
fuck you, Nick. I don't care if it's your goddamn cousin's wife's birthday, and I love you, Ryan and Jen, but fuck you for not being here. That would have been another few. We would have been at 150 easily, so we need a couple more people.
Can we at least get a liquor loophole for the next time?
I think for the 200th we will get a liquor loophole. Liquor will count as beer, and we'll do like little 8 ounces or something like that. There's no doubt about it. Beer's fucking tough. Some people don't like beer, man, and I don't blame you for it.
I'm allergic to beer. I can't even drink it. It sucks.
I drank 6. That's a
Shiv and Gary held us down, and Gary's elsewhere right now.
We had 12 beer or 12 hard ciders for Jeff because of his allergy, and he did all 12.
I drank them all, buddy.
Nice job.
In like
Killed
an
it,
hour
Jeff.
and 20 minutes, baby.
Killed it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you being here, Jeff. Thank
Next
you for
we'll
coming.
do tequila. What's up?
Ryan, obviously, I'm down for tequila. Ryan, thank you for coming.
I'm also going
Other
to
Ryan,
take
thank
my
you for
clothes
coming.
off.
I'm Ryan. I'm Bear. Takes it easy. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate everything you've done. Episode 100. We're going to close it out old school, just the way we do any other time. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night.